starts kind of like melting and falling apart in your pocket. We should be live.
You got something on your shirt?
Huh?
You got something?
What do I got? Oh man.
Why are you still using cherry chapstick?
What's wrong with cherry
You're
chapstick?
rich. You can use something that works.
What?
Chapstick just make your lips drier.
I've been hearing people say that since
Man,
high
that shit
school.
is
How come this
true.
keeps making my lips feel better?
Nah.
All right, you want Chat GPT this one?
It works 5 minutes and then it dries you out.
Are you too woke for Chat GPT?
Man, think about it. Is
That's
it?
only if you lick your lips.
Think about it. In the spirit of capitalism, why would they give you something that truly moisturizes your lips? They want to give
Why
you
would they
something
give
that
you food that temporarily makes you not hungry?
no, because
That's against the spirit of
what
capitalism.
food? But what food?
Like, I don't know, a burger, a piece of pizza?
Nah, burgers like empty calories. You're gonna be hungry a few
No,
minutes
it's not.
after
It's
that.
meat, carbohydrates, vegetables.
Bruh, it's processed meat.
Sometimes.
It's not the same as if
Not
you ate a
always.
steak.
There's a lot of different types of burgers.
How
out
many
there.
burgers can you eat?
Probably upwards of one, maybe two. If I
Maybe
was
two, right?
Just eating a burger.
Weirdo.
How many 16-ounce steaks can you eat?
Yeah, but I mean,
Only one.
A steak is way
Less processed.
it's way more difficult to transport. Like, so much of what you have to understand in order to understand the food chain and like why shitty foods are so popular in America is just because of like the time that they're able to exist in the process. I'm really out of my zone
Shitty
by
food
saying
exists
this,
in America because it has a lot of sugar in it, and it gives people
sugar
pleasure.
is good.
Brandon was right, by
Sugar
the
is
way.
good. I'm not saying it's not good.
No, I'm saying it's good at keeping a food, like foods that are based in sugar, based on like stuff like a box of crackers. You could have it on the shelf for 6 months,
Right.
and it's like still gonna exist well. Whereas like the T-bone steak, you have issues, and that's like a huge part of the problems that come about when it comes to like food companies is just the fact that they want to make their foods be able to last for extremely long periods of time because that's more efficient for them.
No, because Native Americans aged food. There's beef jerky. There's all types of ways to preserve meat without refrigeration.
They be burying it.
And so
you
when
put a piece of beef jerky and a McDouble next to me, it's pretty obvious which one I'm going to go with.
But I bet you if you eat like, let's say 8 ounces of that jerky, I bet you it's gonna be more satiating than if you eat that McDouble.
Have you ever noticed
Hell no.
satiated
Yeah.
is like filling you up? But,
It's gonna
okay.
sit on your stomach better. It's gonna take more time to digest.
But think about, you ever see how much beef jerky costs in the store?
Why do you think it costs so much?
$15 for a bag that's like 300 calories.
Why do you think it costs so
It
much?
takes a lot of
Because
work to
it's-
dry it
well, I don't know.
out.
That's
It's
a good
life
question.
preserving.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work to dry it out because when you dry it out naturally, it doesn't need a preservative because it ain't no bacteria to eat it.
Okay,
She's right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But and then when you say like, oh, why would we prefer to eat certain foods over others? It's because it's like cheese give you a dopamine, kind of similar to like cocaine.
Chocolate as
So
well.
that
What you know
that's
about
what-
cocaine?
Are you saying it tastes good?
Just
I don't know nothing about.
If you
that.
want to rack up some lines right here on this table,
Be my guest.
Lush One will follow you into the darkness.
just so
Pass it here.
just so you
Pass it
know, the reason why meat is able to be preserved like that is because the fat content of the meat, it melts and it creates a coating that protects the meat from bacteria. That's why you can eat aged meat without dying.
But also, it's frozen. Like they
No,
transport it
no.
frozen,
They hung
right?
it outside in the open,
Oh, you're talking about beef
Look,
jerky
No,
again.
because it's the same thing with fish. They just rub it down with salt.
like the Nigerians, saltfish.
Fire. But Brandon was correct according to ChatGPT
Of
that
course.
chapstick doesn't really, over time, it makes your lips
Oils
drier.
do not moisturize. Oils seal in moisture.
Okay,
That's it.
What's the best way to keep your
Vaseline.
lips moist?
Drink water. Stay hydrated.
Vaseline.
Stay
Just
hydrated.
water's not going to do
Stay
it.
hydrated.
That's
Use a
all.
good lip balm regularly. Can you pull the mic in for
Listen.
Munchie?
Yeah.
The best way to keep your lips moisturized is to drink water. Stay
Okay,
hydrated.
that's number 2 on the list. Number 1 is use a good lip balm regularly.
Man,
That's
the
what it's
corporations pay for that.
Avoid licking your lips.
Yeah, you're not supposed to lick your
that's
lips.
really, because that's what it said. The main thing that makes your lips get dry when you use chapstick is because you excessively lick.
Let's
That
go
nigga
bigger
LL
picture.
Cool J
Use a
is in trouble
humidifier.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go to such a length. I'll
We
probably
need-
just keep
we-
using chapstick.
Yeah.
But
fantastic.
Hey,
I like Vaseline.
yeah.
you got all these black people around you all the time, and they ain't put you on game about
My lips too
moisturizing.
big to be doing all that chapstick every like 20, 30 minutes. Like,
You'll probably do better putting some lotion on your lips. Just
I thought me being
Ew.
white meant that I didn't have to use lotion. I thought that was like not a
no,
white guy
no,
thing.
keep using lotion.
Where?
Keep
Just
look-
everywhere?
Yes,
My whole body,
everywhere.
like King
That-
Pill?
I thought, ain't that why y'all
Like
look
who?
so good?
King
I
Pill.
thought you and
What happened
need to
with
be
him?
moisturizing.
He was ashy.
Well, no, he came in and took his shirt off and applied baby oil all over his body to give him sort of like a wrestler
yeah.
type vibe on the
goat.
podcast.
Let's
I
be
actually thought it was,
honest. He's
it was
Okay.
brilliant.
Absolute goat.
what the
And he
hell?
took his shoes off too. Like he came in shoes and then took them
That
off
shit
so
was
everybody
shot
would
by
think he
you,
was a
man. That
savage
nigga
that
You
didn't wear
rub
shoes.
oil all over your body.
Wait, so you
Baby
don't?
oil.
So if I was to scratch your arm, would flakes come off?
No.
Yeah, actually, look at that. I got some. It looks
So
like
you
a
don't
chalkboard.
lotion?
If you
No, I
scratch
don't.
my
I
arm,
don't
I'ma
really
get
lotion.
ashy.
Should I
Oh my
start?
God, yes.
This is
Nah,
the whole
not
life
lotion.
of no lotion.
You don't need to use
Leave us something, man. Leave us
What is
something.
lotion gonna
we
do
don't
for
need
me, man?
It moisturizes your skin. So then that means your tattoos are ashy. I just thought they was faded then.
They will be hitting harder.
Yeah, your
I'm-
tattoos will be
I guess
hitting
I'm a
harder.
little ashy.
Oh my God, yes,
Yeah,
your
you
arm
dry.
is turning white, Adam.
Gotta drink
Stop.
more water.
You making it snow. Stop.
I know, right? Look at that.
How come I don't do that?
Because you're whiter than him.
Hey, so you be on
Really?
camera doing porn ashy as fuck?
I mean, I didn't know I was
Oh my
ashy until
God.
today.
You
I
be
was
having
today years
ashy
old.
booty cheeks on camera.
Oh, there's no way my booty cheeks are.
Yeah, yes, your booty cheeks.
Your
I'm
booty
pretty sure
cheeks
my-
can be ashy.
My booty cheeks are moist.
See, you don't
If your arm is ashy, then your booty
you don't hit
cheeks
enough
gotta
black
be
girls
ashy.
because if you did, you would know about the ashy ass crack.
I do have complaints
Some
about
girls
that.
have the ashy ass crack, like especially when they wearing a thong. It be
Man,
some
he
fun.
just hit a
You
little.
can do
little
it.
oh, you didn't just do that. What's that girl named Brandy?
Brandy. Oh, ever since I sent
She
you
from
that
Chicago,
scene,
right?
yeah, yeah.
You mean
You've
the
been
one who's a
geeked up
twin?
on her ever since
No,
I
I
sent
thought she
that
was gonna
through.
pull up.
The one
Yes.
who's she is fine as hell.
Stupid hot, right?
They her and her sister.
She made up a fake beef
They
with
twins.
Lena.
And you know what's crazy? They're actually nasty. Like they freaky. Some girls they look good and they got that buzz going. They be trying to like dodge
you know?
cum and
You
shit.
know-
She
you got up on
nasty
them?
and she don't really gotta be.
Look
She
at that.
still
He's a
get jobs.
gooner expert right here.
No,
I
I'm
love
just saying like some girls when
So
they
y'all
so
talking
pretty,
about the twins?
they be
Yeah.
dodging.
They
The
funny.
one,
what's
the
up
one
with
that
her?
Nick Cannon?
What do you
Yeah,
think?
they
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. They
Okay.
both
Yeah, yeah.
shit.
They've been in all
Yeah, they
kinds
do
of.
look good.
They had like a Lil Wayne thing, like a Gunna thing. She got like a Gunna tattoo on her leg. She got Lil Wayne's name on her.
Oh, she got a gang of niggas name, said it?
Yeah.
That's a posse cut.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a fire
Get on
posse
there.
cut.
Man, don't nobody care. That's one girl
They
who looks
hot.
so good, no one cares.
What? Fashion Nova. Pfft, funny you mentioned that because I am wearing Fashion Nova jeans right TF now. Go and get yours. Shop Fashion Nova. Boom.
Oh, that's crazy because my outfit's from Fashion Nova too.
Besties.
Oh, check out the stockings.
Turn me up, yo.
What's up with the fake? You said she had a fake beef with Lena?
She just like I tried to have Brandy come on this podcast as a co-host, so I sent you and Munchie, as I'm sure you remember, the scene, the interview and scene that we did on plugtalk.com, and then the girl hit me back and was basically like complaining about how Lena had allegedly like dissed her behind the scenes to this photographer or something. And I asked Lena what it was, and she said that the photographer was complaining about how she had bailed on him, and Lena's response was, "Oh yeah, she bailed on me one time too." And that was apparently enough for her to not come on the podcast.
But you know, females is petty though.
Anyone who knows Lena knows that she does not talk shit about anybody.
Dude,
Seems
black
real
chicks will
neutral.
make some shit up, bro. Like
Nah,
you're surrounded by black people and don't know shit about black people.
Hey man, no,
Bro,
no,
you,
no,
bro,
no, that's
black
females,
chicks
period.
can make something out of absolutely nothing.
How
like,
many Mexicans and white
bro,
girls you done hit?
a bunch.
They all do that shit.
all-
well,
do
no,
that.
no, I'm gonna be real. I've had a white girlfriend
First
since
of
high school.
all, and
You've had a white girlfriend?
I'm
when
a
I was in high
black girl
school.
up here, and I don't start problems with nobody.
Yeah, you be lying.
Wow. On who?
We heard about you.
What I do?
Toxic.
What I
Toxic.
do?
Man, I
I
know
don't
she
Yeah.
lying.
Hold on, y'all.
Let's go through your phone right now. I bet
Yeah.
you there's somebody in there you going off
Yeah,
on.
who's on your roster right now?
My roster?
Yeah.
Actually, nobody.
Stop.
Nobody?
See, the
Nobody,
lies are
actually.
endless.
We got to
Yeah.
put an end to that.
Listen,
I know, right?
We need
As-
another
as
money
we-
war. Give some memberships in the chat if you want Snuggie to love you.
hey, bro. Why
play
not
for
just
love
be
or
honest?
Snuggie?
Honestly, how many people you got lined up? Like, just a
No,
rough
seriously.
estimate.
The DMs is jumping.
Saying nothing,
Yeah, 400
none.
in the DMs right now. 400.
You
in
look
the last
good.
2 hours.
You got somebody
Don't cap.
or
Here.
somebody's people,
Let me show you.
Don't bap, Snuggie. Don't bap.
bruh.
Yeah,
me
what do you
show
do
you.
when you're lonely?
Nothing. I
Nothing?
just chill. Okay, I'm more of a quality over quantity.
What's
So
that mean?
it's like
One good man?
Yes, I need
Okay.
somebody that's good. Cause don't get me wrong, if I just wanted to trick a man that's gonna give me some money, I definitely get offers. or
Let's get the
whatever.
money out of it. I'm
But-
talking about like when you like, I need some dick tonight. Where you going?
Nobody. I just stay to
See,
myself.
this a lie. See,
You
you're not
enjoy
being
sex?
honest.
Do you not understand? I get on the internet and I expose people business and talk about them.
That's fine.
If I went and slept with the wrong person just because I'm horny, oh, it's gonna be never.
But
ending.
everybody has needs.
Never
Everybody
ending.
got those people they came up with who you know gonna keep it hush hush.
Well,
No, she said she just ain't
No.
pulling up on anything, hitting.
Yeah, and do you
Yeah.
just
So
you
feel
gotta-
like
so you gotta
every
go to
man
it.
is
I have-
is so
I don't have nobody
no
right now.
good? Every man is so not good that you can't find one that you could be in the process of building something with?
no, not right
Damn.
now.
Adam,
So the roses.
Chicago really is the worst
Adam,
place
that's
to
a
build.
lie.
Think
There's
about
more
that.
fucking going on in
Okay.
Chicago than anywhere. Maybe not somebody
Not with her.
she.
She's
It's
holding
a
out.
lot.
mention.
It's a lot of fucking that's going on in Chicago, but it's more so like like how the dating scene is. Nobody wants a relationship out there, and then I'll probably say like only like 2 or 3% of men that got money is really out there, and then the rest is like.
Why do we keep bringing it back to money? Black women love niggas that are broke. Like I grew up black.
Hey,
like
man, why you keep doing them like that?
I'm just telling the truth, bro. Listen, you will lose a good woman. Listen, you are a person. It don't matter because listen, the tricks buy the shoes.
Yeah, who bought those shoes? Those are like $2,000 heels, right?
Come on, man. I'm just asking for honesty in a moment like this. Like,
okay.
It ain't got
Is
nothing
it
to do with
okay
money.
for you to be wearing expensive heels in this building? Yes, it's fine. You can wear whatever the hell you want. Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
Wait, why?
You ain't see my other bag? I ain't gonna get robbed up in here, am I?
Hopefully not. No.
I've been leaving my Chanel bag out there, all of that. Like,
really?
Adam,
yes,
I'm telling you right now, there's an inauthentic nature to this whole situation. You see a woman, she looks good. I'll give her that. She's not fucking with nobody. She's a saint. She's a fucking nun right now.
None.
This is a lie. I am black. I know black women are horny. They always got somebody in the dugout ready to come up and bat that thing, knock that thing out the park. Like, you got to give the fans honesty because they're looking at you like she looking like a 10, and I know she getting it cracking.
If I bought my own shoes, right? Think about it like this. So if I go and sleep with a man that has no money,
you keep going back to money.
No, I'm saying if he has no money and he looks at me, all right, if I can afford me some $950 shoes, right? He gonna start making this fantasy. Oh, if I be with her, she gonna upgrade my life and other stuff.
She's right.
And then if I leave
what I'm
him,
thinking.
he gonna almost try to kill me because he gonna feel like, oh, that's the life I could have had. Look at her on no jumper doing all this.
The idea that you want me to believe as a black man that the only thing black women are using to determine who they're gonna
how about this?
Screw is whether that guy has money. If we go to the county building right now and see all those people waiting in line for food stamps, all those women will say the same lie she just told you. But we know, based on them being in the county building, they are willing to take dick from dudes who got no money.
But she's got a few years before she's standing in that line.
No, she's never going to stand in that line. I'm just saying.
But Brandon, she's from Chicago. Did you hear that she said that there's an imminent threat of her getting smoked? In every relationship.
No, Chicago's
in her
nice
defense, that
what
is.
she implied.
I think that being from Chicago instills this deep-seated sense of like paranoia inside of you because everybody is just killing each other out there.
A lie.
I've had rappers come on the podcast and tell me that in Chicago, if you pull up on a girl to get some late night ass and you don't have multiple guns on you, that they're gonna laugh you out of the house. They're going to mercilessly clown you and not give you any pussy because you don't have a strap.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if Long Beach is that fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta have that gun on the dresser.
Hey, what are you talking about, Adam? She just told us that no women in Chicago are even fucking. Like, the population
nobody's got a gun.
In the decline.
I didn't say no women in Chicago. I'm saying me personally. Me personally, I can't speak.
I heard so many women say that crap, bro. It's almost the words I'm celibate. The word celibacy is taking on a whole new meaning. The new definition is something black women say when they fucking, but they don't want you to think they fucking.
No, it's like abstinence, not celibacy.
Well, celibacy.
I ain't say I ain't no saint. Right? I ain't say I was no saint.
Abstinence and celibacy are the same thing, right?
No. Celibacy.
I'm trying to find what Adam and Lena got. I be watching that interview.
You need to find a man on your level, and then you need to build each other up together because that's what me and her did, and it's very rare. You don't see that a lot.
Yeah, that's what me and Germ are doing. You feel me? We're getting out the dope house into the mansion, baby.
Was the number one reason?
My last man called me Diddy. He said he couldn't keep up.
Was the number one reason Lena fucked with you because you had money?
No, not at all.
Exactly. The reason why the black community is struggling is because black people worship money. So the women are like, if he don't got money, I'm not fucking with him. But here's the lie of it. If you ain't fucking with a dude unless he got money, why you got 3 kids by 3 broke dudes? And pregnant with a 4th one by a broke dude. They only want money once they didn't age
down.
out.
They learn their lesson. They have kids with broke dudes when they're in high school, and then once they get their wits about them, then they decide, oh, okay, I only want to fuck guys with money.
And then the dudes with money don't want them anymore.
Yeah,
do you see the vicious cycle?
You see
the vicious cycle?
What black woman hurt your feelings? First of all, my baby daddy ain't broke.
I'm sorry, bro. Shots fired.
It's not about broke, because I would tolerate a man or deal with a man that has a job. Like, you have to have a job. I can't deal with no man. You can't even keep a job. Ask him how long he kept his job. A month, 2 months. No.
What's your name again?
I don't want you if you ain't even had your job for like over 6 months, that's craziness.
What's your name again?
6 months
Snuggie.
not long.
Snuggie, let me tell you something. We asked you 3 questions about sex and relationships. The first thing that you brought up was money.
Yes, because that's
Exactly.
important to me.
I understand, but women will tell you if
I'm
you
trying
actually
fuck
talk
an
to them.
electrician or
Listen,
a plumber.
the inconsistency
Plumber.
with the message
I
is the
don't know
problem.
one. Yeah.
Because it's about
In a
money
real
and all
way.
that. And
Not
then,
that plumber.
Not
Mr.
that
Turtle
plumber.
Man.
oh yeah, go get Aaron. Isn't his name
He
Aaron?
became
Hey,
plumber.
Brady.
He ain't
He
no plumber
became
no
plumber.
more.
He became plumber.
Hey,
He
Brady,
not a
Yes,
plumber
sir.
no more.
you know, females they be cheat down, they don't cheat up, right?
Of course they do.
Niggas with money, they be corny. So they always cheating with the driver, the trainer, the work.
Yep.
The person. Like look at Remy Ma. They at the battle league, and then she got the nigga they
She
signed to
fucked
the battle
Easy
league.
the block captain. She left Papoose for Easy the block captain.
Yeah.
She cheated down,
Well,
yeah.
Steve Harvey, his girl, didn't she hit the driver or some shit?
No, it was supposed to be the pool boy.
Okay, the pool boy. All right.
That's
and then
No, that's allegedly.
allegedly. Okay.
You have to say allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay. All right. What Shawnee O'Neal? She fucking a crip. She got
Exactly.
She got.
You're
she
talking. You're
But wait,
talking
but
about
Munchie-
overly.
No.
Munchie, would a blood be level up and a
You're
crip
talking
level
about-
down?
I'm just saying, like females,
Just had to ask.
they cheat down because like niggas with money that they just be that they got the bread
You
and the
talk.
stability, but the niggas that got a little less than they got more. You know what I'm saying? They speed. They can have fun, enjoy themselves. They more down to earth or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're talking about super wealthy women that they're in positions of power, so they probably a little bit more masculine. So when you're dating a man that makes less than you, he's equivalent to being your
I'm talking about them
assistant.
Bro, this is a lie.
They dealing
He
with people that
equivalent
got
to being
money.
your assistant.
This is a lie. My wife is a nurse. Go to her job. Every nurse in there, they making $150,000 a year. A straight pookie with no money is coming up, picking them up in their own car. Ooh, bro, I hear all the gossip. These chicks are professionals. They always fuck down.
Do you not?
Because why? You know why? Let me explain to you. Because
she needs that dick on demand. She
women
needs it
know
on demand.
that men who make money more than them, they can't control them. If they get pookie, guess what? They win every argument. Get your broke ass out my house. They don't got no challenge. There's no one who could actually check them. If they go with a man who actually has means and he's working and earning money, now they have to submit. And women in this day and age, they don't want to submit to anybody.
So why
I can't
are
say
you
that
mad at what
all-
I just said? To
all
you?
of
Because
the-
I
I'm
want to
just-
submit.
All
trying
of
to
the
make a good
millionaire
podcast.
OnlyFans girls
Yeah.
that I know, they all basically date guys that are like way below them.
Of
But
course.
granted, also because of the stigma of their job, they probably can't
Adam,
really date above them. So
Let's just establish this. I was telling the truth. Snoogie was lying this whole time.
We still have
Hey,
no.
but you-
I guess.
We still don't know like what your dating
I'm
life
just
is
messing
like. You're
with
just
you.
claiming that you have nothing going on.
Yeah, she's
Which
hot.
is okay.
I have nothing going on. Okay, so I can tell you about my last situation if you really care about
How
it.
long?
When was it? 2 days
It was-
ago?
No, it wasn't 2
Damn.
days ago.
I'm just messing with you,
Me and
bro.
him stopped talking. It's probably been like about, I'll probably say about a good like 4 months.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like, I don't know.
What
We
was the
just
problem
couldn't-
with him?
I wanted to explore and he wasn't with it. And he told me that he feel
wanted
like
a
I'm into
three-screw?
some. He felt like I was into some Diddy shit, and he was like, I'm not with it.
Wait,
He's very
explore
vanilla.
He was
meaning with
intimidated.
girls or with other men?
I want what you and Lena have. That's what I want.
But-
Let's just say it like that, but without the OnlyFans and
But you wanted to be able to fuck other dudes
No.
or other girls?
No.
Or did you want to just have threesomes with this guy?
whatever you and Lena do. But
That's
What we
business.
do is kind of like
That's
extreme at
business.
this point.
Without the camera.
That's
without the
business.
camera.
Okay.
So
Whatever
you wanted
y'all
to
do
be able to
without
have
the
another
camera.
guy come through and fuck you in front of this dude?
No, not that.
That's a little
She's
extreme.
talking about 3 screws.
Just,
with other
but just
girls.
with girls.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell is he so
Yeah.
scared of?
He's,
I
hey,
don't know.
And
Yeah,
as soon-
yeah,
no,
yeah.
as soon as you do that,
he's a
might
mark.
lose her to
He's
the-
a mark.
But I'm saying y'all
He's a
do
mark.
more than just that. I'm just saying, like, he just wants to be, I just want to make love to you. And I'm just like, that's so vanilla. Like, I'm 26. I'm finna become a grown woman. I feel like I need to add some seasoning to this chicken. I can't just have salt and pepper on.
Wow, I'm so in awe and admiration of the fact that you're sexually exploitative like that. I didn't know you were about that life. Because it takes a
Yeah.
confident woman to be able to want to introduce other women
It
into
do.
their
Man, listen.
bedroom.
Nobody want
It
another
seems
dude
fun.
smashing his girl. Period. Like, yeah, you could do a little something, have a little fun. I don't know. I wouldn't know about that. But the thing is, you're in a relationship. It's not like a marriage. You're not engaged. Y'all still dating. Why would you let some dude come smash your girl when y'all just dating? That doesn't even make any
It's like-
sense.
I agree. That's a very strange decision. Like
Too soon.
we
That's
did
what
it
you
from
did.
a porn perspective, but for like a normal guy, it's like imagine trusting another guy enough to want to give him that much access to your girl. Like that's a very tough decision to make.
Some regular men, they don't even want to share you with another woman. It's like real
I'm with
possessive.
that.
Yeah,
It's
why
like,
not?
I don't want to share you with nobody. Well, the type of men I talk to, they make so much that they do their own little thing on the side.
But
They gonna cheat.
to me, if you're too insecure to let another girl hook up with your girl in front of you, like what are you so worried about? She's gonna run off with a chick? Like get out of here.
But there is a valid concern about introducing three screws into relationships, and that's like sometimes a girl winds up getting mad. It's a very risky thing.
Oh yeah, you got to know how to play the game. You can't be showing too much attention to the other one.
Yourself.
You got to, yeah.
Bro, like
You got to be able to handle it.
It's gone cool and it's gone left. So if my girl was gonna be like, hey, I want to bring another girl in the bed, I might be a little bit nervous because
they need to be spreading me.
That is totally fair. Yeah, it's very fair to be nervous. Yeah.
If your girl motivates you and she shows you like she's super cool with it and relaxed, I think that definitely improves your performance. But if in the back of your mind you're thinking like my girl gonna be pissed off if this chick is moaning too hard, if I actually make this girl have an orgasm, like you think about that in the back of your mind. So if the man is at ease, knowing his girl's 100% down with the situation, the performance is good. If you have any doubts in your mind, it could be a weird situation.
But that's why you let your girl find her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Again,
because they be down in her mind, like you go double back and just do your thing with her one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? So you let your girl like go.
But it gets tricky too because all right,
good.
picture this: you've been fucking the same girl for years. You're kind of bored with it. You have a threesome. You're super excited. You want to fuck the other girl more, and you come fast with the other girl. You're in trouble.
Bro,
that's very bad for your relationship. So you got to have enough self-control to not make that the case. But that's the story I've heard over and over and over from people who open up their relationship.
Like your first threesome, you excited. Like you got to.
Which is fair. And it is totally fair to be excited, but a lot of times your girl won't understand.
That's how I could tell some niggas ain't had threesomes like that before.
Yeah.
You ain't never had a girl ask you afterwards, "Oh, whose pussy felt better?" You
lied.
Lie. Gotta lie.
Pussy be feeling the same low key.
No.
What? To me,
See, Brandon go tell the truth. You gotta lie to her. Be like, girl, you was running laps around her.
Yeah,
No.
her shit was whooped.
I had a time where I was having a
That would
threesome,
not be
and
the
the other, this is the worst. When the other girl gives incredible head,
Oh yeah.
man, and your girl head might be good, but it don't got your toes curling.
Yeah.
Bro, you be trying to fight that urge to like express pleasure so hard. You be like, you trying to act like you're not feeling it. Dude, and don't come off the other girl give you head.
Yeah.
You having an argument
So
the whole way
you had a
home.
threesome with your man before?
Huh?
You got a threesome with your man before?
I choose not to disclose that information at this time.
It's already out there. It's already out there.
You,
Dark
at least
Brandon.
I'm more honest than you. At least I'm more honest than you.
I'm being
Brandon.
wholeheartedly honest. I'm gonna upload this. If I'm fucking you, if you fucking Snuggie, expose me right now. Clear it out. Clear it out.
Man, you done already gamed him up. Stop.
Clear it out. I'm definitely not scared.
You already gave him if I
But-
ever.
Give the
I'm
members,
just
give
saying.
50 memberships if you're fucking snooky.
Bill Maher is in the chat like
You can come up to No Jumper for an interview.
Jerry Seinfeld, Robert De Niro has entered the
So,
chat.
hey, have you ever had a situation though with your girl,
I
like
feel
where
like
you
my
fuck somebody,
girl-
she was like, you was doing it better than you was doing it to me?
I've had the situation where we were hooking up with a girl that was, 10 years younger than her, and in her perspective, like maybe more attractive than her, and she got a little insecure about it. Maybe I wasn't necessarily spreading the dick around evenly. So I've definitely had that happen.
Right.
But that honestly, that was a long time ago. She has not had any kind of concern at all. Now at this point, it's like the better of a time I'm having, it seems like she's just enjoying it. But that being said, I mean,
It's an art to that shit.
we do a lot of shit.
Because I
You gotta ride the wave.
She fucks dudes with dicks that are literally like twice as big as mine. And it's like, I don't even get mad at it because what the fuck do I care?
yeah.
Because also a lot of these girls complain about the giant dicks behind the scenes too. And I
Yeah.
hear them say that and they're not trying to impress me. So I get it.
Well, I feel like for regular women, they don't really go for that. Like
The
you
huge
would
dick
walk out.
thing?
Yeah, I'll walk out of room. Like
You
if
would
it's too
walk
much,
out of
I would
room?
walk out.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, they be
No, I
flatter,
heard
but
that.
I
You
I
would
walk
give it a
out.
try
I-
if you liked them.
I started hearing that when I was older about like females like intimidated by the big girl. You know what I'm saying?
They should be.
Cause
Big
you
girl.
can't take that every day. Like, well, I'm sure you seen some women where they're into the large all the time, every day. No.
I've never really heard any of the girls say that they like to fuck, a giant 10-inch dick every day.
I mean, we all been on Pornhub. I seen the girls with the little tentacles, the big, huge tentacles, and they do it all the time.
Asia.
And then they open it up, and you be like, wow, that's a gaping hole. Don't nobody want to take that all day, every day.
Yeah, it snaps right back. But yeah, it's definitely like,
Well, yeah, it snap back if it's not like all the time, but a coochie is like a rubber band.
It's a muscle.
Right. But if you keep stretching that rubber band over and over and over, eventually that rubber band is going to get a little worn out.
It's going to snap, player.
I've been banging a chick from behind, staring down at her butthole, just thinking like,
girl?
damn, that thing's
Gigi?
definitely had a ton of dicks in it.
Man.
It looks all crazy and shit.
She on lip service, Gigi. She just started her own podcast. She openly talked about like, you know,
Loose Cannon's wife?
Huh?
Former wife?
No, Gigi on lip service. I think she said that I guess P Valley was inspired by her or whatever. She's on lip service.
Oh, no.
And she was basically.
Was she the light skinned one?
Yeah, all of them are light skinned. She's a little browner than them.
Okay.
But yeah, she just started her own podcast, and then she said that she was having so much sex with so many people that she had to go and surgically get her vagina tightened.
Whoa.
Yeah,
it's called the vaginal rejuvenation surgery.
Well, a lot of girls go in and get the lips chopped off too, which is insane.
I think she got hers done too.
Yeah.
Isn't it called the labia?
Yeah.
The vulva and the
Can
labia.
we be a little more scientific here? I mean, we're trying to appeal to a
You know
broader
what?
audience.
I hooked up with a girl last week on camera, and now that I think about it, I bet she had that because her shit was hella fucking clean lines.
What do you mean clean?
Like the lines of her labia just looked like not the way that God makes them.
Yeah.
Right.
A little too perfect.
They always have different characters to them.
I never think about that.
I'm not worried about the labia. That shit could look like.
I want to get some dick mods.
Get
like a little pocket on the side.
I was gonna say-
like a loop that you could put a hammer in. Okay.
Besides like dudes with huge dicks, I'm more worried about the vibrators these bitches be using. I swear to God, bro.
Some girl just said she zapped her coochie off and she went to the hospital with
the rose.
With the rose.
You ain't competing with the rose.
Yeah.
I promise you, you're not gonna hit it like the
Rose
rose again.
cheating because they
Money bag
hold out
roses?
longer.
I feel like-
They probably want to give you some pussy, but they go a whole extra month not letting you fuck because they got the rose. That rose is something else.
Hey,
I feel like those break coochies.
use the rose after I fuck. I
It
couldn't care less.
desensitize you,
It
kinda
do.
like-
It damn near break your coochie.
No, I'm not competing
It's
with
out of
there's a
commission.
strict no rose policy in this household. You feel
What's
me?
the difference?
I'm
What's the
gonna be
difference?
jealous.
Nah, it's a difference.
When you
jealous.
fucking her, you gonna know if she came or not. If she come, that means she enjoyed it.
No. It
Nah,
ain't no competing with that rose, bro.
There's no
I'm not trying to
competing,
compete
brother.
with it.
I'm
It's
competing.
like it's like
I'm
the
competing.
sensation.
We're all winners.
Okay, imagine. Let's take it back to when you was like a teenager, right? I'm pretty sure almost every man went through a phase to where y'all like overly masturbated. Imagine how like sensitive you was. Not sensitive, but like it was so desensitized. Like probably by like the 5th or 6th time you probably done masturbate. You like, this ain't doing nothing for me. That's what it's like with the rose and then having sex.
Sometimes I masturbate even after sex, bro. Like
I didn't know
I
about
beat off it
masturbating
after I have
5 times
sex.
in a row until like I'm much older. And I would never do that. I would fuck a girl 5 times in a night, but I ain't
dude, your
masturbating
dick,
5
it
times
takes,
in a night.
bro. It takes forever to get your dick desensitized from that, bro. Could you imagine when you were like in when you were like high school, niggas are doing a lot of masturbating. You still ready to? As soon as you see a hot girl, you ready to smack. But nah, I think that the rose toy. Listen,
6
if my
months
girl
ago when
gets
I was on
pleasure
Bristol,
and
I
I
was
get
jerking
pleasure,
off.
I'm happy with that. If I hit it, she comes, she's satisfied, and then she goes use the rose toy, whatever. I'm okay with that. Dudes be trying to, they put their ego in stuff too much. Like,
Niggas ain't jealous of the toy.
yeah.
And nigga ain't jealous of the toy, but ain't no competing with that. You can't do what that
You
rose
can't.
do.
It's like AI compared to Google. You
Yeah.
can't compete with them.
If the
Google
rose
has
make-
their own AI.
If the rose make her have an orgasm and you make her have an orgasm, is there really a competition? Y'all both
It's
accomplishing the same thing, just differently.
Don't y'all like orgasm different? Like y'all orgasms hit different sometimes.
Yeah, we don't take a vibrating thing and put it on
sometimes
top of our
it's-
dick.
Like, cause I'm pretty sure, cause it's different levels to it. You got that, okay, and then you got that, my body, like my whole soul just left my body type.
That's more like
Like-
based on how long it's been since you fucked.
Nah, man, you
But
got to
I'm
feel
saying,
yourself.
like,
I done bust some big ass nuts, and it's something like, damn, I'm still busting.
You got pics?
Yeah, cause it's like you're accustomed to a person and not like this thing. Like a dick can't do what a rose can do. Y'all ain't vibrating like that.
The most freeing realization that I ever had was I was fucking with this girl for a while. I was like 19 or 20, and she never nutted. She never orgasmed for having sex with me. And I was talking to my friend about it, and I felt bad. He goes, you don't need to blame yourself. You should blame her because she's out here desensitizing her vagina with crazy vibrators and making it so that she's not able to orgasm from a man who's just going in and out and maybe touching her clit with her hand or whatever. And that makes total sense because reality is that if you learn to like even my girlfriend from high school is coming back to me now. Like when she was 16 and we used to hook up, she would be able to come from like just flicking like rubbing the outside of her
Flicking the bean.
underwear or whatever, and then we end up hooking up again like 2-3 years later, and it's totally not like that. And I realize it's because she got into a hardcore vibrator routine.
No,
he
Yeah.
desensitized her
young
shit.
for that.
She
That's
start
too
getting
young.
dick more often, bro. You
Probably that
fucking
too,
right.
but I blame the vibrator.
80% of women only orgasm from the outside. It's very rare to find a woman that orgasms inside
From the
and
cervix? Oh, yeah, you can make
Listen,
it. That's where the squirt comes from.
The biggest epiphany I ever had was this. You get a girl, you pounding her down. Then you realize, man, I could just barely stick my dick in and just pull it out and stick it in, pull it out.
That's what all
And
the
they
girls
have a
do.
huge orgasm. Like, that's why some girls have dudes who aren't necessarily hung and they're crazy about them because all the action is like 2 inches inside the vagina. All that like pounding the uterus, that's not going to make her come. She might like it because, she might like the pain of it. But listen, when women make themselves orgasm with their finger, they stick it barely in there and start doing something and they have orgasm.
Because that's where all the nerves at. That's like the tip of your penis.
Yeah, but then why the rose look the way it do? Because it be going. It should be
No,
like,
it don't. What type of rolls you got?
I ain't got no
It don't go.
rose.
No, it has a suction cup and then it vibrates.
See, I'm Rose
They
K.
focus on the
I'm
clitoris,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh,
Money back,
It
Rose.
like-
I'm bringing it
it
back.
sucks
All
on it.
right, this has been a very good topic, but we have a much, much more pressing, important topic that we need to discuss. Do you think that 100 men could defeat a gorilla? This has been the only thing that anybody has wanted to talk about on Twitter. I would like to get everybody's opening statements, even though I have done enough research that I believe that I hold the answer to this question.
Well, it says
Snuggie.
100 niggas.
100 Snuggies versus a gorilla.
Oh, first of all, the gorilla winning. The gorilla winning.
Yeah, I think 100 women versus a gorilla is not going to work.
No.
Maybe 1,000 women versus a gorilla could work because at some point they're just going to be able to like completely cover
I
him.
don't know, because some of these men are a little scary nowadays. So
100 Aaron the Plumbers versus a gorilla, though. I feel like it's
Oh,
over.
okay,
We
then.
probably only need
We
like
don't know.
15 Aaron the
Aaron the
Plumbers.
plumber. So did he have an exposition fight or something? Like people seen him like have a
No.
fight?
I've
Or
seen
he
him
just
fighting
busting
in
out
the
soccer
streets
niggas?
and shit.
Huh?
I've seen him fighting in the streets a bunch, but I don't think he's done a boxing match yet.
Yeah, he got a.
And then the niggas,
Yeah.
nobody want to be
Snuggie,
the first one to run
Snuggie,
up.
one mic. No reading the tweets on the screen. We can read that though. This is, I guess, the tweet that started it. It has 230,000 likes, 285 million views. I think 100 N-words could be one gorilla. Everybody just got to be dedicated to the shit. So this guy just literally has like one high, drunk, whatever thought, tweets it, and basically completely takes over the platform for the duration of the week.
So, but is this like 1, 2, 3 go get bracken or is it like off guard like
No, everybody
spontaneous?
at once. So you could swarm him. So you could have 5 Aaron the Plumbers all jumping on one of the gorilla's arms. Think about that. Then you got 5 other dudes jumping on the other arm. Then you got, one person just pounding on his face, getting some blows in like that. I feel like that's realistically going to do a lot of damage. Now, one thing I realized from reading, I found a tweet thread, which I'm not going to read because I feel like it's bad content to just read this Twitter thread. But it was basically a guy who was like an expert in gorillas and monkeys. And he said, we are all massively over exaggerating how strong gorillas are.
Right.
Yes, they could be like 4 times stronger than the average dude, but that doesn't really equate to like, 10 or 20 dudes even jumping on top of them. And think about this. A lot of men work out pretty significantly, have pretty good cardio. You know what a gorilla's cardio is like? It's like non-existent because they
Horrible.
never
Yeah.
have to fucking
Just be
do
chilling.
anything. They're just sitting around all day.
Yeah.
So I think like those factors in particular make it so that like, yes, the gorilla might be able to just like mow down and kill 10 people right away. But I think once you get going, that gorilla is going to get tired out so quickly. And the men are going to be able, which I was on the complete opposite side of this. I was actually clowning Josh for saying that he believed that the men could beat the gorilla. And I've completely switched my stance after checking in with the expert.
Here's the biggest.
What's the strategy
Here-
though?
Here's the
That's a good
here's the
question.
thing nobody's thinking about. Gorillas primarily just eat vegetation.
Yeah, that too.
When you don't eat meat significantly,
Pause.
your muscles, your endurance, everything is way lower because you're not actually producing the amino acids and stuff that are required for endurance. So a gorilla might go hard for like 30 seconds,
Yeah.
but he's gonna be really tired. My thing is this: I compare it to the world's strongest man. You got somebody like Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall's biggest lift is 1,100 pounds. You got Half Thor Jorgensen. His biggest lift is 1,000 pounds. There are over 100 men competing in the world's strongest men every year. You send 100 of those dudes at that gorilla is cooked.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
They might rip him apart.
That's why I said what caliber of men we talking about.
I think
My size.
we have to go like with
Man,
average
one
men.
100 lushes.
100 lushes.
One
You in
gorilla
100
versus a
lushes.
YN. Who winning?
No,
No guns. We all know the YNs are totally bitch men unless they got a switch on them.
I'm pulling a book out. Okay, two things. Number one, gorillas are not even close to the toughest animal. Hippopotamus is fucking a gorilla up.
Oh yeah.
Wait, really?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hippopotamus will destroy a gorilla.
A hippo.
Hippopotamus is killing
What we talking
100
about again? A
people.
hippo?
We gotta
hippo.
fact check that.
There's
Yeah, them water animals.
Nigga, you know how big a hippo is?
big, bruh.
They
Big.
will kill you.
They
Big.
feed on alligators. For
More
They'll-
people.
they, bro. There's no the hippo's
you
the
moving
toughest
the
animal in the
goalposts,
world.
It does
gang.
say a hippo would easily defeat a gorilla in a fight. Now, the argument that took place like 10 years ago on Twitter, which is funny to see this coming back, was grizzly bear versus gorilla, and the grizzly bear is definitely dominant.
Yeah, and the hippopotamus is fucking them both up. They just slept on. You feel me? They just
They
slept.
bite 'em.
If you really do the research, the number one predator of a male silverback gorilla is a leopard. The heaviest male leopard is 200 pounds. With leverage, that leopard is able to get a male silverback. So you're telling me that 100 human beings who weigh over 200 pounds wouldn't easily they would literally just be able to trample the gorilla to death. Put the gorilla in front of some hot item during Black Friday. That nigga will get destroyed. He will get trampled to death.
so ignorant.
Let alone like 100 U.S. Marines.
This
That-
is no jumper Animal Planet.
Yo,
I like this.
But okay, ChatGPT says that a hippo would easily defeat a gorilla. It says that
Hardest
in
animal
a
ever.
grizzly bear versus a hippo, the hippo would realistically win, which is pretty crazy. Can you look up a video of like a hippo fighting?
Look up. Is
hippo
there
fight?
any animal that could beat a hippo?
Well, I
'Cause I'm
think
telling
probably
you,
because
they
when
the
a
tough-
hippo
You gonna have
bites
to-
you, it like chomps down, so it actually stabs through.
Yo, and ChatGPT says 100 unarmed men versus a hippo. The hippo still wins.
Easy.
What I said,
At least
bro.
for a while.
Thank you.
And takes out a lot of people in the process. I actually don't even know what a hippo
More
fighting would
deaths
look like.
occur from hippos than any other animal in
When
Africa.
When their ears wiggle, it's
Go
a
to that
whiz
top
app.
one.
Because that's when you know they
they
about
ready to
attack.
get cracked.
I want to see how these fools move. Oh my God, look at them.
It's vicious.
Yeah, what are you going to do to it?
Nothing.
Can you turn the sound down a little bit so they can hear us
The
better?
intimidation
It's
begins.
so thick.
Yo, look at that thing.
So tight.
It's like
He
an
looks
elephant.
like he'll kill you.
Yeah, what about 100 humans versus an elephant?
Elephants are nice. They don't want to hurt.
They'll
you.
Yeah, but
stomp
what are you
on
gonna
us.
They
do to an
would
elephant?
they would trample you.
No, you can fuck up an elephant easily.
They can
No.
give you
Not just one person, but a gang of
Was
people.
that a
could
real
stampede
story
over
when they
you.
said that that one elephant that trampled a woman to death and then went back to her grave just to stomp it again?
It's fire.
I think that is real.
Yeah.
I remember that.
One person probably could get an elephant because I heard there's a nerve in the back of the elephant's leg that if you hit it, it basically
Yo,
incapacitates.
look at that jaw. So I'm going to let Lush be the sacrificial lamb. He's going to go in the jaw. And then,
Exactly like him. Look
Are
it
they
up.
just not as famous?
wait,
He's getting famous.
can you look up rhino versus hippo?
Rhino,
Hell no.
Rhinos are
Y'all
dumb
seen the
as hell,
giraffe
bruh.
fight?
Rhinos
They
can't
just, they
mess
just
with no
run
hippo.
straight.
Did you know
You'd be like,
giraffes don't make noises?
Giraffes?
Ever?
No, and they live to over 100 years old.
They
Probably
chill as
because they
hell.
keep their mouths shut.
They chill.
Oh, yeah.
And they got purple tongues.
Giraffes are big as
Yeah,
fuck.
they do.
Got purple tongues.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is like a super close matchup. Rhino versus hippo. Like it's kind of undecided. People don't really know who would win.
That's crazy.
Yo, look at him.
Because I'm taking the. I think hippo versus rhino. It depends on terrain. Look
Look at the rhino with
he's
the
in
horn.
He's in the rhino's hood and he's marking him out, bro. He said, "Where you from, bruh?" He walked right up on him. That rhino is not doing shit.
It says the rhino has an edge because its horn is such a lethal weapon. Look at that horn. It's like showing
On
up with
land.
a knife.
and
On land.
I think the
feel
hippo
bad
loses
for
a lot of.
rhinos, though.
I think the hippo loses a lot of
Because
confidence
they
once he
get
gets out
bullied
the
in the
water.
wild.
For sure, he loses
'Cause
speed,
he's so
too.
heavy.
He loses a lot
First
of
of
speed.
all, rhinos are getting poached, and then during mating season for elephants, if they can't find a female, they rape the rhinos.
Have
I
you
did
ever
not
seen
know
a
that.
rhino in real life?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
really such a
They're
thing as animal
huge.
rape? It feels like
Yes.
animals
No,
having
yes.
sex is like always rape.
No.
No. In
An
fact,
elephant would full on
you know
take
the-
advantage of a rhino, whether it's a boy or not. They'll stick it in there.
The jankiest animals in the world are dolphins, and they actually not only do they regularly R-word, but they perform gang R-words. And
Hey.
they're
Yes.
like, they're
So
like
the dolphins be flipping bitches.
yes, they lure
Oh,
them
yeah.
off. They'll lure them off into the cut, and then all the homies will be there, and then they run her. bruh. It's insane. It's dark.
Speaking
Sounds
of
like
gorillas,
Oh.
hey,
You running trains out there? No?
speaking of gorillas, did you know
running train
gorillas
and
have the
taking cookies,
smallest
goddamn
penis
it.
out of all primates, just 1 inch long?
Who does?
That's fucked up.
Gorillas.
There's got to be like a Lexington Steel of the gorilla world. Don't you think?
Dude, you'd be out of a job. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wow.
I already barely have a
They'll
job.
train that motherfucker
Golly.
to fuck for bananas.
I want to get that surgery where they like snip something down here and it makes your dick like fall out a couple extra inches.
Oh wow. Well,
Hey, bro,
wouldn't that more so break it?
Nah, it just makes it hang lower, I guess.
You seen somebody with that?
What size
I
shoe
don't
do
know.
you wear?
I've been doing a lot of
What size
research.
shoe you wear?
Why?
I'm just asking.
He wants to spend
Not
on you.
because
Just what size shoe do you wear?
Adam
ready
made
to
me a
trick
little
on you.
concerned talking about, oh, you have expensive items here. I'm a little concerned now.
Nobody's gonna steal your heels. That's some bum shit.
You're supposed to be like my size. I mean, your size. You're supposed to be like your size.
Okay, period.
You gonna tell me?
No.
You ain't told us nothing. We asked a lot of questions. We get no answers.
She's
I'm
scared.
I'm a 41 in the heels, a 42 and like some flip flops.
In English?
Tiny.
Those are
Yeah,
European
what is
sizes.
that? That was like a.
That's
Those are
not
Euro
small.
sizes.
That's like 7.
Nine?
You're gonna
No,
say
that's
like
like
a
a
9.
9.
That's like a
Yeah.
men's
nine?
7.
I'm a
yeah.
9,
It's a
10
men's
and
7
women.
and
That's why
women's
she didn't
9.
want to tell you she got big ass feet. That's
She
cool.
wears
I do have big feet.
She wear a size 9, chat. They was asking in the chat.
When I worked at Sears selling shoes when I was 17, a guy almost beat the shit out of me because I told him that his girl's feet were too big and that we didn't have shoes in her size. She was an 11.
Well,
Damn.
yeah.
I told her get an East Bay
She
catalog.
play sports? That's what I say. She probably play basketball.
That's a
But-
men's 9 though. That's
I
like a
mean,
men's
I
9.
have a
Yeah,
hard
she
time going to the store getting my shoes because when I go in, I can't try them on. I have to order them and then see if I even like the shoe when it gets to my house. Like going to Nina Marcus is like horrible. They don't never have nothing in my size.
But that's what girls all do now. They order like 12 outfits and then they like return 10 of them.
Well, it depends on the shoe because these are like super uncomfortable. Like my flip flops are brand new. I thought they was gonna be nice and cute and comfortable. Worst flip flops I could have ever bought.
Most
Hey, what,
designer shoes
you want to know another argument that's been going on is like, would you rather be with a guy with a decent dad bod or a guy who's like straight up massive, muscular,
Dad bod.
ripped
Dad
body?
bod.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what a lot of women on the
Well,
internet are saying,
women
but a lot of
don't-
men don't believe them.
It's like the ripped body. It's nice to look at, but yeah.
No, yeah, I feel you.
I feel
mean,
like if a dude has like a super,
Or
like, once you
super
get to that
skinny.
upper echelon of his male physiques, in order to be into the male physique to that degree, you kind of have to be gay. Like if you want to be that buff, like you're just thinking.
But you know
about-
what the thing is?
It's kinda gay,
That's
dude.
fucked up to even put that on niggas because they want to be buff.
No, not. Look, I'm not saying.
and
like
that's very
that.
convenient
There's
for
a
you as
difference between-
someone who has a
It's
dad bod.
it's
Yeah.
a very strong argument. No, it's
Hey, you
no,
hate on the buff niggas.
it's not just.
Why
buff.
do you have a
There's-
dad bod?
I think we all pretty much. Well, Munchie seems like his.
Well,
he's
from
I'm
the
a
look of your
sad
arms,
bod.
you look
Munchie
like
looks
a
alright.
Homer
Homer
Simpson.
We all kind of got
And
dad
And then you're
bods.
slim.
I don't know what I'm classified. What's a dad bod?
Guy with a nice
A li-
gut
Little-
Yeah.
doesn't look like he's
Little
taking
beer
his
belly or
body that serious.
Yeah.
I feel like it's fair to say that. Well, I'm not gonna give Munchie
It's
the
like
dad bod.
medium.
Maybe though. I haven't seen you with your shirt off.
Well, he's skinny.
He's skinny, so it's like
I
a
feel
different,
like girls either
different
go to
sickness.
skinny or dad bod. That's like the preferred.
Or you could be like me and be skinny fat. Like I'm fat and skinny at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey, the buff
Well,
niggas
you're
gonna get
still
on you.
considered dad bod.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
There's
you
probably
could.
not even a buff dude in the chat. There's probably
There-
not like a guy who's got like a ripped 6-pack, huge muscles. Like that just doesn't. That's so rare in the wild. You know.
I feel like the
It takes so much
overbuff
work.
dudes, they be the broke ones. They be broke, stingy,
Nah,
and they always hungry.
because you got to have a
Buff
lot
and
of
broke.
You got to have a lot of
Yeah.
time on your hands. It actually costs a lot, realistically, to like be in super good shape. And it's just like in your hierarchy of needs, that's just not going to really like rise
that's
to
why
the
they like-
occasion unless you've kind of got a lot of the other stuff handled, right?
That's why they like the bigger women, because the bigger women they just go to work and come home and cook all day, while they outside at the gym and they eating up all them calories.
Who likes bigger women? Not me. Yeah, but I do see a lot of the
Well, you got
bodybuilder
buff.
guys have kind of like regular schmegular ass girls. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like a chick. She's not as buff as him, but she looks like she might work out a little.
Well, what's
you go
regular
to like
to
Gold's
you?
Gym.
Huh?
What's a regular looking woman to you? Because I feel like I look regular.
You're fishing.
You
right
look
now.
good though.
You're fishing.
Talk about
Wow.
I'm fishing.
Okay, but
Fishing
you
or
also
I felt that. I
you
felt
don't look
that.
like you're slaving
Okay,
away in
I'm
the
sorry.
gym every day trying to be fucking chiseled or anything. You know,
I feel like, yeah.
that's a different
The
style.
whole rib body, it comes with a lot that people don't talk about. Like you got to stay dry, like less hydrated, all that stuff, and then also like the just amount of work you're putting into maintaining that physique. You got a lot of dudes who are buff as hell, ripped up, got erectile dysfunction because their body is just not producing enough of the hormones needed.
and realistically,
roids.
Like,
too,
yeah, the
yeah.
roids fucking them up.
the super jacked dudes that people see in the media and action movies, whatever, they're at like 6% body fat. It's almost impossible to maintain that. It's like unbelievably difficult. realistically, like a guy who has like 18 or 20% body fat is gonna like look really good. It's easy to maintain. You can eat more than, you know, a regular dude, and like that realistically is like you can maintain that. Whereas, you know, a guy who has like 5%, like what you see in the movies is just not, it's not a thing.
So what's a celebrity lookalike that you feel like is a regular? Because I feel like the women I see you with, including your wife, I would consider them foreign looking.
Foreign looking?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
They
Chicago,
Yo,
that
all right, let me tell you why I love Snuggie is because she'll try to make a point and she'll like just use some language that it just absolutely blows my mind. Like she was talking to me about me and Lena, and basically she was trying to say that she thinks that we look really healthy and good, and she was like, y'all just look face tuned. And it took me a little bit to realize that she was saying that we look like we're like healthy and like we take care
like
of
an
ourselves,
Instagram
which was
filter.
kind of a weird
When you say
compliment. I
foreign,
appreciated it. but-
when you say foreign, do you mean like exotic, or do you mean foreign as like if they
Like,
come from another country?
I'm talking about like snatch, like, okay, I be looking at Lena's Instagram and it's just like, that's like bad. I don't just see that outside, like walking around. And then the last time when I was here and he had all the women here, I'm talking, I couldn't find a flaw in them. Like they was just like
Some fine shit.
real fine. Like,
I mean,
that's
to be
not-
fair, my girl has fake boobs, she has a BBL, and she like really eats healthy, takes care of herself, and I mean,
that's why I'm
that-
saying like what's regular.
that's
to you?
almost like a relatively small amount of plastic surgery considering a lot of these girls out here. But
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, I think she looks really good, but she's also not. She also eats like extremely clean, works out at least an hour a day. Realistically, you know, it's a real job if you want to be in that kind of shape.
Like-
Hour a day. Fuck.
Because when you say regular, I'm just trying to think like, so is that like a Adele or like a Taylor Swift? Like,
Adele.
Adele.
well,
But Adele did lose
she's
a lot of weight.
Plus size,
You don't
curvy
see-
woman.
Women
But she
always
can't.
women always have the worst taste in women. That's why I was asking, because I was like, what is her
But-
standard of beauty? Like Adele is a fat chick who probably got surgery and just
But you
lost a
see
little bit
that
of weight.
more often. So it's like, that's
She
why
pretty.
I'm asking, what's y'all, because I had to take myself out because you said I was fishing. So it's like,
He was.
I really was. I'm
was.
really trying to figure out like what is regular, because it's like what I would presume that his regular is what his wife will look like, which is not regular at all.
I don't really think she's regular considering she's like got her boobs and her butt done and takes
Yeah.
like super good care of herself for sure. Yeah, I mean,
I'm think-
you would see more of an Adele type of body shape in the grocery store walking around.
but
What
are we
is
talking about
Adele's
Adele
body
5
shape?
years
Look at
ago or
that.
Adele today?
She's flat chested.
But
She don't.
She
look
lost
too,
a lot of weight.
Like
Yeah, she's
She's always had a pretty
weight.
face, and also obviously it's like hard to separate her from the fact that she's one of the most successful recording artists of all time.
yeah. I've had some, like, there's some women who,
She faced you.
when they wear clothes, they look like average. They get naked, you're just like, damn, you have like one of the most beautiful bodies I've ever seen in my life. Something about a chick where everything's not exactly perfect that just makes you want to get nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when it's too manufactured, you're just kind of like, yeah, but it's like it's like they're trying to make me attractive. I want the chick who just she might have a little pooch on her, booty might not be poking out, you know, massive. It's like the girls I've had like the best sex with were regular body chicks. Like,
I get so paranoid and turned off if a girl has like an extremely beautiful face. Like that girl Switcheroo from the Drewski show.
Really?
I just look at her. She's so pretty in the face that I just know she's got the worst personality ever. Go to Google and search Switcheroo
That sound like
Instagram.
you ain't confident, bro.
So what? So you don't like
Call him
sex?
out, Munchie.
Not,
No, for real.
I
Ruby
know-
Rose?
Look at this. Look, click on yeah, like look at this. Look at like like this girl is so hot on the Drewski show that I just know her
She
personality
looked like
sucks.
She looked
Flip
like
through these
Eritrean
photos.
or Ethiopian or shit.
She's just too pretty, bro. I know that she's got a million dudes lined up trying to do whatever for her, and I just know that I'm not trying to deal with that bullshit.
She does look good.
I mean,
They allegedly said that she is dealing with Drewski, and that's how she ended up on the show.
Yeah, but then I think she came out and said that was all fake and that she didn't really have anything going with him.
have you ever had a really hot chick? Like, she strikes me as one of those super bomb. You actually go to fuck her and it's whack. You ever had a
But
chick
y'all
that's so hot and it's just
Yeah.
terrible?
Y'all didn't give me a celebrity regular looking woman.
Taraji.
She's
Okay.
bad.
Fine
What?
as but she's regular bad. Taraji is not overdone. She's not overpronounced.
Taraji got the best fuck face in America.
Man, I'm telling you. Yes.
You see Baby Boy?
Man.
Look
at Taraji, skinny, Baby Boy.
Taraji P. Henson.
Can we bring her up on the screen?
On
since I
Baby
don't know
Boy,
nothing about
skinny, flat-chested. Man, that is the most attractive sex scene. That girl was so fine.
You know what's fire about Adele,
He
though?
wasn't really eating her pussy.
Hey, he was. For sure.
Oh, my God.
Jealous.
She looks so
you know,
good.
You know what's fire about Adele is that she fucks like British drill rappers, like proper roadmans.
Well, I thought she was like fucking Skepta.
She was like fucking different.
Dude,
like,
she has to.
Skepta ain't been on the road.
Well, I think she
for
was
a
like
long
fucking
time,
like.
right? Isn't this lady like old as
She's
fuck?
fucking chips and gigs.
This is your idea of
Yeah,
an
you can find
average
a
woman?
Taraji P.
No, she's
Henson
not
in a
average.
grocery
There's
store.
You
nothing
pull
average
Taraji up on the
about
screen
Shorty,
for you.
bro. There's nothing average about
Hey,
her.
listen,
a lot of
man.
females be average though, but you know they like money bring them from like a.
Yo, no,
HRT.
don't click that. It says xvideos.com. Okay, please, yeah.
It's just a sex scene from a movie.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
but-
as long
no,
as
no,
it's not on the screen.
No,
then I get-
Baby
but-
Boy thing like you don't see no.
Wait, did she do porn?
man.
No.
No.
Oh.
It's a sex scene in Baby
I think
Boy
you
that
see,
they
like,
did.
her-
No, because I
Titties
said she
for
got
a
the
second.
best fuck face in
Taraji,
America.
yeah.
I like the way she talks, sound, all that shit.
Man,
Fifty
she's
Yeah,
smart.
that's a good one.
How the fuck are we going to be talking about women and y'all bring up a chick who's been
'Cause she's-
post-menopausal?
Because she
Because,
still looks
bro,
good.
She's that bad.
If she gets a
You're
hysterectomy,
naming
it's
a
almost the same.
regular, what you would perceive to be regular, using a celebrity lookalike.
Tracy Ellis Ross, she's
Bro.
really natural, in her
Tracy,
50s,
oh,
still
yeah.
Yeah,
super
I gotta
bad.
keep looking up people.
There's-
Y'all just know about all these
I
old
keep
black
telling
ladies, huh?
you. I keep
Well,
telling
I'm
you.
asking you to name one.
He
I
doesn't
don't
know
know.
shit
Who's a
about black
regular
people.
looking
It
black?
doesn't have to be black. It could be a white.
We
man.
don't care about everybody. Like, I'm
Okay,
still
she
pressing
could be
at him because he's
Mexican.
around black people all the time, and he knows very little about black people. Like,
I just
Do
don't
you know
pay
what Megan
attention
Good
to
looks
like
like?
movies and shit, so I don't really
Regulars
know.
depend on who you talking to though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why I'm trying to figure out what. Because when he said regular, I'm like, what is regular?
My homie fucked Megan Good.
this is
Ooh, Megan
this
Good.
is hot
fuck
regular.
Megan Good is.
Taraji is regular
This is
hot.
on this
Like,
podcast.
if I see a girl like that on the street, I'm gonna think I could get with her, but she is sexy. Like, even like Munchie said, when you watch that scene, bro, instant boner just looking at her moan. Like,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on, man. She was looking so
I ain't gonna
good.
lie.
That's why I said he had to really be eating her.
Bro, that should have looked hot.
But he had to be doing it for real.
Yeah.
But those are the girls that really
Can't
drive
act
you
like
crazy,
that.
man. Because
Okay.
every girl that guys are going crazy over, you finally see the girl and you're like, y'all tripping over her, but then it's just something about them. It's something about regular looking chicks that's just hot.
All right, I think that now would be a good time for us to dive into some important topics. And I think that since Brandon is here and we want to get him while he's still at the early part of his energy cycle, let's just lay it on the table. Brandon, you lit the No Jumper universe on fire because you and Almighty Suspect got into a situation on this podcast. Now, the initial thing that started it, people think, I saw Suspect talking about Suspect basically feels as if you initiate it by picking at him and telling him that he wasn't allowed to say the N-word. You were questioning his blackness. Not cool, man.
Right.
And he wasn't feeling it. And as a result, there was a situation. He offered to go outside with you for a fade. You said no. Then he realized you're a jiu-jitsu black belt, and you started sort of like demanding and saying that at some point in the future you really wanted to have a fade. Let's talk about this. I guess I caught some flack from Suspect because I said that Suspect started with the personal attacks, and he feels like by you questioning his blackness, you were actually the one who started with the personal attacks. Let's talk about it. Did you come in with the idea in your head that you were going to go to war with Almighty Suspect? And
Well,
also, why are these fries here? Should I open it up so everybody can look at it?
The thing is that
Wow, look at that sauce.
Thought you heard
Jesus
something,
Christ.
here's the thing. There's no way I could have planned
Those
that
fries was
because
good.
everything erupted off of something that he said while he was sitting on the couch. So
but
that's
before the camera even got turned on.
there's no way I could have known that I was gonna walk in and the dude was gonna say the N-word with a hard ER on the end.
Now, do you think
I
that he
was
was
joking.
doing that intentionally, or did it just
No, I
come out
think
that way?
it's-
Because we saw a few other video clips of him that people managed to find in which he kind of said the N-word with the hard R without seemingly even trying to be saying it. Like maybe he just pronounces it that way sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, but
LA a lot, right?
listen, man, let me say
So,
this, Adam.
what's his race?
He's white. He's
all
black.
my suspect is black, a little bit more on the light skin
But
side
here,
of things.
okay, so
Lush, I got a question.
yes,
The way you be glazing suspect, are you this nigga real dad?
Yes, suspect.
that's fucked up, bro. That because that's his
Nah,
partner,
you be like a proud dad.
Wait,
You so
so what's-
cool,
He's
man.
not-
You,
Hey,
I
hold
be
on,
like,
so Brandon,
That's my-
so you
first of
still
all,
stand
Dan,
on that's what
that's
you
my
heard.
nephew.
no, I know what I heard because
Okay,
we
you said
proved
it.
that with video of him doing it at other times.
Okay.
And I jokingly asked him, did you say the hard ER. Right. Now, he flew off the handle. I thought he was just slurring his words, right? But then we got the video of him saying it. And you know what? Maybe he just says it unconsciously. The point is, I didn't intentionally offend, bro. But the bigger point is, you guys are so irresponsible as the people he looks up to. I know he looks up to y'all by the sheer amount of times he's requested or sought validation from you guys. You guys never corrected that man and said, hey, bro, you pronouncing the hard ER, even if it's a mistake.
Also, I would not say,
I blame you.
One at a time.
How two white boys gonna correct them?
Yeah,
well, they could have just made it about YouTube. Like, hey, you can't say that on YouTube.
And I never heard him say it like that.
But you saw the video of him saying it, right?
After the fact. But also, that's none of my business. If he wants to pronounce it like that, go ahead.
Hey, he could get this demonetized. You could have just made it like a workplace thing.
I don't think that the algorithm can differentiate between the hard R and the soft A.
Oh, they definitely can.
Really?
They definitely can.
They ain't the ones to correct them.
But what about all these black men sitting up in here with him? The point is, I wasn't offended. I just asked him because I was kind of taken aback, but I thought it was kind of funny. But he's emotional.
Flacco not black, bro.
We not doing that.
You should have got up and slapped him.
Sure not black.
Getting up, fighting with he's black. He's a black man. He's just Liberian.
African.
He's Liberian. We're all African.
No,
it's
all of y'all.
It's a difference between
Flacco's white man side and you know what I'm saying he not gonna correct him.
I wouldn't say it's Flacco's white man side. I would say that just like what she said, I should have jumped up and slapped suspect. Listen, man, me jumping up and fighting suspect is not consistent with the goals that I've set for my life, okay?
And I respect that.
Sometimes you can't just give the message. Sometimes you got to be the message. I can't sit up and criticize Whack 100 for telling 16, whatever his name is, to crash out at the Marathon Burger, then be up here wrestling around on the ground with this. What's his name?
Rockstar?
Yeah, Rockstar.
16?
Yeah, so what's his name?
Rockstar 2800.
Oh, 2800. And then I'm up here rolling around on the ground with suspect. Like, bro, come on, man. At what time is the black man going to represent himself the right way instead of doing shit that's ignorant that he knows he shouldn't be doing? Just because why? Because he knows no matter what he does, he can always blame Adam. Oh, Adam got y'all up there crashing out. He knows this audience, when you do something stupid, they're going to blame Adam. How does that help this young man who's a young man who needs to grow? How does that help him grow? I actually blame that shit on dudes like Whack 100, 4 Extras, all these dudes up here who should be giving that dude game. He ain't in the gang, so all y'all could collectively give bro some insight. But instead of doing that,
4 Extras for sure.
Let's let bro, instead of Lush, his real dad, fucking giving him game, he's fucking glazing his ass, and he's up here tripping.
No, but here, I will say this, all right? So,
and that's just a joke about the dad thing.
I know.
Bro gonna start tripping.
Listen. Suspect, I've seen like every one of his relatives back to his grandparents. There is not a single white relative in his family tree. So I think that's Yeah. I mean, like, he's probably one of the lightest people in his family that I've seen, and I've seen his grandparents on both sides.
Lush. I know that, but since time immemorial, black people have always made jokes about light-skinned people.
No, I know.
Man.
This dude is just making a big deal out of it because he feels insecure. We always tease. My sisters are light-skinned.
No, I
we
get that.
always tease the light-skinned nigga. It's just the way it is sometimes.
So with that being said, you could understand that sometimes they develop a chip on this shit.
And guess what? We always tease the super jet black nigga too.
Of course.
So stop, bro. I hate when black people act like they don't know about black culture. Bro been around too many white dudes. That's why when he was looking for validation, Josh, like Mikey, he sound like a black dude who was raised around white people, and he was seeking their validation.
You talking about sending a message when you supposed to get that message? What are you talking about?
What's the message?
You gave that message, delivered it, ding dong.
And
at your front door.
And guess what? This
This
mindset is exactly why Chicago's a shithole now. You got a bunch of people looking for entertainment value.
He called you a bus.
Listen, you know what's funny? Everybody wants you to do X, Y, Z, but the only bodies that pile up are black male bodies. Nobody can tell me how to interact with another black man. Not a black woman, not a white guy. Why? Because we're the ones that do the dying. You don't know what that feels like.
I really respect the fact that you did not accept his invitation to go fight outside, because I just feel like when you sit down and have a podcast conversation, that is just unnecessary. Now, I understand
he's
that
scary.
You think he's scared?
He's scared.
Oh, see, look, she still doesn't know about the twist that was uncovered in the course of that episode.
It doesn't matter.
She don't know.
The thing I'm telling you, Adam, is this. If you're big like me and you trained, If I beat up suspect, I don't win off of that. This audience is fickle. If I do win, oh, you way bigger than them. It's just a bunch of crap I got to deal with.
Nah, they would have been counting
I think it's way better.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, but my thing is not to listen. I could joke with the guy and go at his ego. My job is not to humiliate that black man. I'm not trying to. It does me no good to do that. I got nephews and stuff that I look at that are around his age. I think he's 20 or 22 or something like that.
No.
How does he?
He's like 27.
Oh, he's an old ass.
Suspect is only 27.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn,
well,
I thought he was older.
the whole thing is, man, I think this situation, the way it went, it will provide a better opportunity for bro to grow as a person, because I feel like I won that exchange without throwing a single punch. He still got ridiculed and humiliated online, and he was the aggressor. Me, I just kept my cool, and people respect that. And I think that it will teach him a valuable lesson, because I was just trying to show, look, man, well, I wasn't trying to show it, but what was shown was this. You're not going to be able to jump up and swing on everybody. So why even do it one time? If you can't do it 1,000 times, don't do it once. And I think that was the lesson that was learned by that guy. And he sounded like he took it pretty well.
So
Brandon, you were expecting him to just laugh that off, right?
Yes, I really was.
Because that was the way I read it the whole time, that it was right before the show started, like probably a matter of minutes before that,
Yes.
right? You sat down. You heard him say that or misheard him say that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I didn't
You're
mishear him, but yeah.
Yeah, you're like, what the, bro, did you just call me the hard R?
He didn't even call me it.
Or
He said about
did
someone
you
else.
just say the hard R, and you thought that and you thought he was just gonna be like, oh, what? No, man. And then, but instead he was like, the fuck you say?
And you could ask Josh,
Is that what
Josh.
happened, basically? Like,
So
I mean, you don't see the beginning of the podcast, so
what
it's
it
like
sounds like,
somehow the conversation that you get, like we enter the conversation with this kind of already going on.
So he might have been a little extra'd out in how he got at you, but I think maybe also on your end you could have been a little more understanding that maybe that fool don't like to play like that.
I don't have to understand because
I'm
I'm
like a public defender.
It sounds
So
like
what?
you gave Sus a little taste of his own medicine, because we all know if he try to irritate somebody, Sus he don't just try to get under your skin. He trying to get in your bone marrow. That's what it says.
Did
your
you,
suspect get on
when
your
he was
helmet?
insulting
Huh?
Did
Jalise,
he ever,
right?
did he ever get on you?
Yeah. I mean,
all the
honestly, the
time.
energy
We
he
go
had
at
for
it.
you was very similar to
But
the
look,
energy he had
but
for
when he
Jalise,
was-
so you can't say that he's picking and choosing.
But listen,
Yeah.
when he was insulting Jalise, right? I'm flipping this a different way.
Uh-huh.
Did Jalise jump up and strike him?
No.
Did she challenge him to fight?
No.
Why can he dish it out, but he can't take it without trying to resort to a fight?
I
And
thought
this
she
is
did
what I
try
thought
to
I
You
was
can't
dealing
fight a
with.
girl, right?
I
And
thought
this
she
is
did
no,
try
no.
to fight.
Why she didn't try to fight him?
No,
She did. She
it's a
definitely
girl.
That's what
get
I'm
up.
saying. Everybody could take suspects ridicule and not jump on him immediately. But if you ridicule him a little bit, he wants to fight you.
Well, okay, in his words, from what I was watching him say, the moment where he decided that he wanted to fight you was because you said he ain't trying to fight. He ain't
Oh,
trying
did
to
you read the
fight.
chat or something?
Oh, is that
No,
what she
which
When you
said?
say that, that's like saying, "Oh, he's a bitch."
No, I heard that, but where'd that come from? Like, who said, like, you read that somewhere, right?
Where?
You was like, he don't want to fight. You was reading
No,
something?
he was
No,
just
I
saying
said-
that. That was his.
No, someone said he wants to fight, and then I was like, he does. But I could tell. Adam,
So
listen.
you were
Okay, so
responding
you
to a
was
random comment.
challenging
Have you
and
ever
he
had
didn't
a-
even know that you were responding to a comment.
Have you ever had a situation where someone's insulted your manhood and you really don't want to fight the guy, but you're like,
Every
dang,
day.
I gotta say, I know, but you might be
I
younger
know.
and you don't want to fight the guy, but you feel like if you don't fight him, you're gonna look like a punk. That's what we're dealing with. It happens in black communities all over the world, and people end up dying behind stuff like that. What I'm saying is this. I thought I was dealing with a professional host.
Anybody want a burger? Last
Nah,
call. Last call for burgers.
I thought when I walked in, I thought I was
If
dealing
you
with
want a burger,
a host,
get a burger.
a professional host from one of the largest podcasts on earth. I expected that type of cordial behavior. I could say damn near anything to Flacco. Flacco ain't jumping up challenging me to a fight. I could say anything to Joe Rogan, someone who's actually trained and could probably beat everybody's ass in here. He's not going to jump up and challenge me to a fight. You, bro,
I beat up
little
Brandon
bro
right
has
before
to
this.
learn to be professional. And professional means sometimes you might get offended, but that doesn't mean you jump up and challenge the other host to a fight. And when you got people like Snooki around, younger dudes will actually vouch. She ain't putting out anyway. So what she say don't even matter. You impress her, she ain't giving you no ass.
So you believe her
So
now?
you looking stupid. So bro just had to learn, and I hope he did learn. And I'm not even saying I taught him. I think the the audience taught him, and I think you taught him. And guess what? When you suspended his ass from work, he learned a valuable lesson.
When did I do that? Oh.
He said he got suspended.
He did after the Kelpie beatdown.
He learned not to fight on camera.
I wouldn't have called it a suspension.
You suspended his ass.
We
You
were
fired him.
unsure if we wanted to continue having a working relationship as a result of that.
Hey, listen.
Even worse than
result of
suspension.
What
Kelpie
is-
or this?
Wait, he beat up Kelpie. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well, it's also I get what you saying, but also it's kind of like in this industry for some people, it's kind of like if somebody is like technically trying to hold you in public, that's almost career ending for some people.
Who fought somebody for trying to hold them in public on a podcast?
I mean,
He
If
did.
Shannon Sharp could
Did
get
I
on,
kind of low key too?
listen, if Shannon Sharp, an NFL great, could listen to Skip Bayless insult him and his football resume on national television and not jump up and throw a punch or challenge Skip Bayless to a fight, I think Almighty Suspect can take a little ribbing from somebody who's a host.
you just like
This is blowing shit out of proportion,
you
man.
ain't
Like,
trying to fight. You ain't trying to fight.
What I
You
can
can't
say is
that.
you can't be disrespecting people. It was like a whole lot of disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The B word came out and all that little shit. And then that's like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
Who started the B word there?
He did. He started
What?
calling you weird and a bitch over and over
What?
and over, which is
I don't know
basically
what
like
weird
that's him
became-
basically making it clear, like I want
Yeah.
to smoke. Even before he stood up and said he wanted to fight or whatever, like calling somebody in LA weird and a bitch.
Right.
That's basically you're laying
That's
it
a
all
death
out there.
sentence.
right.
Yeah.
So, and what I'm saying is this: everybody, like, if I jumped up and said, "Adam, you're a bitch," are you gonna try to fight me?
No, I've already made my choice.
Yeah.
on
Who the
that.
hell? That's what I'm saying, man.
no, bro.
Like
Adam said he got them shooters outside.
the whole thing. Oh, sorry.
I agree with you. Everything, a
He
learning
said he the
experience. You learn
shooter?
from stuff, right?
I'm the
Because I had a moment. It went bad on camera because this nigga kept cussing me.
Oh, I remember this.
But
Oh, yeah.
but I learned from that though. Like I
Yeah.
can't be that petty. Like you know what I'm saying. I used
Yeah,
to
you-
talk regular.
You were faded, huh, Munchie?
Nigga, Fade ain't got nothing to do with nothing because we're like, where you from? You don't just be cussing it and like, nigga, don't cuss me. I ain't no crip. But now I don't even care about that shit. Like, you know, well, on camera, you know what I'm saying? We potting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it almost went bad. But I learned from that. And then my daughter, she watching that. I don't want her looking at that like, you know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
When Munchie, when you're drunk, are you more quicker to like turn up?
Definitely.
Like
No, if somebody
as
call-
far as like
I'ma turn
awesome
up,
fuck,
nigga
you seem like a
sober.
nice drunk.
Nigga, on Angle with family, I'm gonna turn up sober or not.
Yeah.
If it's disrespect. Because I don't disrespect nobody.
You seem like a chill drunk, like when I've seen you, but I've never seen you in that
But
mode.
you didn't
so-
see that
Bruh.
clip of him getting called cuz over and
I
over.
did. I did see that. Yeah.
What
That
I'm
had nothing to do
heard,
with
you-
drunk though. That came from before cameras even started asking like you ain't got a cousin. You know what I'm saying? And he said he wouldn't, and then they kept
He
doing
said
it.
you could blood him though all day.
Yeah,
From
but
my
that's-
research, you
cool
like the
too.
King Von of podcasting.
Oh no.
Oh, what? You had
Like-
20 minutes to research him, and that's the coincidence.
That's all I could get into.
Did you see the YouTube titles?
Yes, they was crazy.
They threw a party when they thought he died.
And then he walked, and then he walked in. So I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, I had to cut the research a little short. I was
Yeah.
trying to dig in there.
I ain't tripping off no cuz shit though. That's from my. You know what I'm saying?
you gonna be fighting everybody. Like that's the thing. Like
But you
you,
from an all crip city, and that's all y'all hear.
yeah.
If you could get the intermingling in LA and South Central, you ain't just pushing up on no blood like what up, cuz?
From Long Beach, people
What?
say cuz who
Not
don't even
related.
gangbang.
For sure.
Huh?
In Long Beach, people say cuz that don't even gangbang.
That's
So-
what they do all across because they normalize it out here. They been hearing cuz and Dog Pound Gangsta Crip, all the adolescent ears since we've been kids.
I bet you a truly
made us all
successful
friends.
person,
The whole
they could be from
Literally.
any hood. They could hear the diss word. If they truly successful, they're not gonna say anything because they're not gonna let that get in the way of them making their money.
They
Like
talking about real food, right?
I'm talking about just yeah, exactly. If they talking about real shit, my thing
Blood's
is
not
this:
the hottest song in the
as
city
soon as
right
I
now.
heard Josh say he's gonna cut the whole podcast off, all desire to fight was like, hell no, I ain't about to blow my opportunity to actually make a podcast. And then the audience, you're silly. You want to watch No Jumper, but then you want somebody to fight, and you won't even be able to see or get an episode that day. It doesn't make sense.
That is the weird thing about this platform that makes us different than Zeus is the fact that everybody wants to see people basically fight, but the rules are that you're not allowed to fight. So people basically have to come like right up to the limit of fight. That's like basically like the best case scenario for the viewers, but then we don't actually want people to fight, which is different than Zeus where it's like it's so obvious that they're supposed to fight. The security guards are here to kind of like let you fight for a little bit and then they break it up.
Right.
you
That's
know?
literally the whole point about it. Is just you go somewhere, get faded, catch a fade, and eat. and then go home. And that's every
Barely
episode.
even eat.
Yeah.
Scotty
Maybe
said
eat.
they be
Maybe
they be
eat.
taking her plate.
You just go to locations, get drunk, and fight.
Do y'all think? Do
Literally.
you think at some point, like after the initial fame and the buzz around Zeus Network, do you think he might eventually at some point have a Diddy case? Because there's a lot of allegations of him sleeping with a lot of the girls that's on there.
Look at that
And they
pivot.
also say that Natalie Nunn.
He pivoted.
You pimping them out?
Yeah.
I don't actually know the inner workings of that. I know he's been sued a few times, probably settled a few times, but I mean,
You gonna go
Well,
through
right
that
now
dealing with all the
he's
women.
being sued because it's a lot of people, or 3 other people that's in social media that was like content creators that was basically saying that they was like the co-founders of the Zeus Network and they came up with the name. And they also had a lot of they did a whole lot of press, news, articles, and then when Zeus actually hit, because the owner Lemmy Plummer, since he was the one putting the money behind it, it's like, technically his name is the only one that's on there, but
if you put the money up, it's yours. That's as far as I know,
Well,
But
they've been marred in controversy from the beginning as far as like who owns it.
yeah, they seem like they're all right with that.
It's
But anyway,
always something.
so what is the status of the shit with Suspect? Do you think you guys are ever actually going to fight? Is this likely to happen, or you think Suspect?
You gonna
down?
set the fight up?
If you guys wanted to fight, I guess I. Well,
I have no
what do
problem.
I have to do? I mean,
Listen, man.
a
as-
boxing match. I would
As
be in
far as
favor
a
of.
fight, I'm 100%
Get the
down to
glove.
do that. We could put glove, whatever you want to do. Bro was talking about he was kind of insinuating it was going to be something more than that. But like I said, it's not. I don't think it would be very. I mean, listen, 100%. I have no problem fighting with this dude. I'm not afraid. I'm not worried about him at all. As a matter of fact, anybody you want to set that fight up with. But hey, if you set it up, I'll do it. If we can make some chili off of it, I'll do it.
Oh, y'all trying to? Oh, you talking about pay? I thought y'all.
No, if you just want to do it just on the strength of it, we could do that. But
So this ain't gonna be no Playboy Cardi and Kanye West situation where ain't nobody pulling up with no blicky icky icky, huh?
Cardi pulled up with a gun. Yeah.
hey, man, y'all bleed
Hold
me.
on, he put up-
Wack was supposed to meet Rockstar in the front at 9:00 the day I was here to fight for a fade, and they never showed up.
That day,
Man.
last week.
No, it was a while
at
back.
home,
Oh.
man. Rockstar was already back at home. in
Okay, but they
Arizona.
said they're supposed to meet up for a fade. Nobody brought y'all wasn't bleeding people over that. But yeah, hey, listen, man. If you want to set that up, we can do it.
That's so weird though when fools are like.
Can y'all
And
do
Lush
that
is the
while I'm here?
referee.
When fools are, I'll be the ref for sure. When fools
Yeah,
are like,
I
in
want to see
fucking-
the fight.
Fools
That's
will
gonna be very traumatic for you.
fools
Can
will
I-
be
can
in-
I
I'm
walk
actually
through with the
miss
numbers?
suspect. Hey, let me ask you a question. This is you got to answer this truth.
Yes.
When suspect hit you,
Yes.
was you really hurt, or did you just go down to keep the peace?
So no. So listen, I was just very inexperienced. I hadn't fought for a long ass
Yeah.
time. That was like the 3rd round, and I didn't have any heart because I didn't want to hit.
You
I
wasn't.
didn't wanna fight
Yeah,
that
you
guy.
didn't really. Want,
Having
it
no
looked
heart
like
is
that because you was
crazy.
talking when he hit you.
What he say about heart?
I didn't have heart like that. I didn't have the heart to like. I wasn't
Oh.
like.
You didn't want to
bullshit.
inflict damage upon him.
I didn't, but I'm not saying that I could have or not. But I'm just saying I didn't. I wasn't. But I did. After that, I was like, "Ooh, I'm down to fight somebody else that I don't like."
Because as soon as I got home, I was like, maybe Adam will set up the fight. So I started studying my opponent. And from the footage I saw, I was kind of like,
Game
Watching
tape
tape?
didn't impress
hey,
you?
bro, I mean, it didn't impress me. But the thing I'm saying is like, we approach fighting in 2 different ways. Like, that's why I'm just like,
Explain. What's his fighting style versus yours?
basically,
Right. Was
he
he
stood up
windmilling?
talking about this and that. My mind was like, just double leg this dude through the don't jumper table and get on top of him and beat the shit out of him. He's not even thinking like that. People in LA have these rules to fighting. You can't grab. You can't do this. You can't do that. They say there's no rules to a fight, and then
Supposed to
they
be from the shoulders,
No,
right?
listen. They say there's no rules to a fight, and then they start making all these rules. That's the way the West Coast is for some reason.
It's
I'm
rules to fighting when y'all loved ones.
Yeah,
Yo, don't do them like that. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody could throw a brick
but we don't
at
know
you.
each other.
But I'm gonna say this, Lush. Just turn down the fight if you ain't gonna fight to the full
Yeah.
capacity.
Yeah, but
Just don't get out there.
Just don't.
You're probably
don't,
right, Munchie,
Don't
but-
fight just to say I'm not turning nothing down. Because
No.
if you're not going all the way and you just let somebody put their hands on you, that's crazy.
Well,
bro.
so-
next time be like, I'm cool, but I got too much love for you. I ain't gonna. I don't listen.
general practice, I would say you're 100% right. But the situation was a little bit more complicated because I had said something about him that on some street shit you kind of have to answer for.
Nah,
Apparently.
you're not sure. You're not. Hey, look. It's too many Bloods and Crips up here, I think. You ain't turn down nothing. Just turn it down. Because if you ain't going to go all like full speed to protect yourself, don't.
Well, they shot a fair one. That's
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
right?
I drove
What's
to
fair
his.
about not going all? He said he was holding back.
It's not that I didn't mean this. I don't want to say it like that because that's going to make it seem like, oh, I could have done more, this or that. Like,
But
nah,
you got
fool, like-
punched. You could have got up and kept fighting, but you were kind of like, all right, fuck it. That was the third time you got knocked down.
You got knocked down 3
I got knocked down
times.
3 times, and after the second time, I was over it. He's like, come on, fool.
Why you trying to beat up on his friend?
This fool says after the second time, he goes, come on, fool. I thought I was an habitual fade ducker. I thought I was an habitual fade ducker.
Do y'all be recording
Listen,
these
man,
fights?
I'm
Where can I
telling you-
find all these fights at?
Listen.
Where can I find all
That
these
one,
fights?
people have only seen like a 5-second clip of the last
It's 28
punch.
seconds.
No, that was less than. That's like
It was 28 seconds,
that
bro.
long?
Why you laughing?
Because I watched it so
How
many
is it that
times.
long?
It's
Y'all
28
making me
seconds.
feel like I don't do enough research.
You
'cause
was
I'm
on the
like,
ground
I didn't know
mumbling.
y'all be getting down
You was
like
like,
this.
dude, that's how I knew you wasn't knocked
I
out.
wasn't unconscious at all. No,
No.
but that, I'm not gonna lie. That shit's smart.
Listen, man.
Can I just say this? Is
That
that
shit hurt.
I'm not a fighter.
Someone like Brandon is kind of trapped between two worlds because he's associated with the gangbanging world and the actual combat sports world, and it's kind of weird because they're both honor cultures of a sort, but like most gang members have no technical background in terms of fighting, but there is very much this cultural norm that if you disrespect each other, you have to at the very least fight. And then meanwhile, in the combat sports world, it's a much more respectable culture. And obviously like a way higher percentage of those people are trained fighters, but there's way less actual violence between each other, in particular because there's so much acknowledgement of who's better and what the totem pole looks like, what the pecking order is. Is what I'm saying accurate?
Fighters don't fight often because fighters know how to damage each other.
Right.
We know how to hurt each other. So like I do jujitsu. You know how to break somebody's arm. You know how to choke somebody till they die, like in a few seconds. You know how to break somebody. What happened?
Can't you go to jail for fighting a regular person?
No, that's not a real
a myth,
thing.
right?
That's a myth.
But also, it's like if you're at the jiu-jitsu class and you're a blue belt and there's a black belt standing across from you, unless there's like a gigantic size difference, you pretty much know that the black belt's going to win if you guys get into it.
Well, yeah, unless the blue belt is extremely talented.
Right.
But the whole thing is, even when gang members fight, it's with the understanding, like if they fight amongst their own gang, it's just a fair one, and people are gonna at some point break it up. Y'all just getting some shit off y'all chest.
Right.
If it's two gang members who oppose each other, they'll fight just for their respect. If it goes beyond that, then it'll be gunplay. But I just look at it like people who can't really damage each other that much, like you're going in, best man wins. We're throwing punches. But if you like, no, I'm gonna take this dude's back, choke him unconscious, or transition to an armbar and snap his arm. You not trying to engage in that kind of fight with somebody you call friend. Like he should have never fought you on the strength of y'all friendship.
Yeah.
Like me and my friends are
That's
big.
fucked up, dude.
And we don't fight each other. We've had guns on our hips out camping and stuff, and we've gotten in super heated arguments, and it never even the thought of fighting occurred. Because at a certain point, you have to understand this is my friend. I'm not doing it. This guy is just young. He's kind of a little bit reckless, and I blame you guys. You guys should be giving that dude game, especially you as his boss, because you need to make that guy more professional on a day-to-day basis.
Imagine me like instructing him on how to.
Man,
use
you
the
half white
N-word.
like him. Y'all got a connection.
Listen,
No, but
suspects.
It's not that. His reaction to that, I mean, like, but then again, like, you're also an elder, right? And you're more tapped into.
Damn, elder. Okay.
No, you're his elder.
How old do you think I am?
Like 32.
No, I'm 38.
Okay, so
32
yeah,
was my guess also, but
Yeah.
30, okay.
so you're significantly older than him.
Yeah.
You got 11 years on him. So I would think that maybe. I don't know. You were kind of stalling him out to a degree. I don't think you really were going as hard as
I
you
think
could
he
have,
thought I
but-
was smaller than I actually am because I had that big ass 5X t-shirt on. He was like, he's a little guy. And I was like, this dude don't realize I weigh
No,
like.
then he's calling you fat.
No, at
Yeah, he was
first he
calling
was
you
like,
fat,
you're a
yeah.
little dude. He's short. Look at his legs. But I mean, I outweigh him significantly. Like,
Yeah, no, for sure. But I think that he didn't need to react in as vitriolic of a manner as he did.
yeah, it was silly.
And but also I think that it'd be cool maybe if you had some sensitivity towards that, considering
Sensitivity.
yeah,
Yeah, wait, what?
yeah, because man, let me explain, bro.
Man.
Sensitive.
what he
Because you ain't got no fight
Lush,
on YouTube.
Lush,
No,
what he
because
said.
you're talking on
I
some
just
like
searched it up. I was trying to find your face on there.
I doubt
They
that.
told me about.
I got a lot.
That's on
I,
YouTube.
What's my name?
I highly doubt that he's going to
Brandon?
take a
Brandon?
sensitive approach
Brandon?
to someone who challenged
Well.
him to a fight.
No, at that point, yeah, it's kind of, and this is, I feel like where Sus was wrong is he went way harder than he had to. But I think you being the more mature person could analyze it and been like, damn, bro might be sensitive about this. Maybe I'm just going to like.
No, Sus flipped out because what he did is the equivalent of if I call another black person a nigga and then they like, why you calling me a nigga and trying to fight you? That's
weird,
not
right?
something that you would fight over. Like,
That's
that's
weird.
stupid. And then me messing with a light skin, bro, people
Right.
tease Drake about being light skinned. Like, when you're light skinned, you
White
understand
boy.
you're going to get teased. Just like if I'm fat, That's like me trying to fight somebody for teasing me about being fat. Bro, you know light-skinned niggas get clown. You know super jet black dudes get clown. You know chicks with no hair gonna get clowned in the black community. Bro was just overreacting, and I think he was doing it a little bit for the cameras.
Yeah, I did say that, and what?
I did say that.
That's what he should have said.
Oh, yeah, he should have said. That would have been like,
right?
if bro would have said that.
What?
Suspect should have been like, yeah, I said that.
That's what he should have said.
He said, if I did.
said the hard R. Like,
He said, if I did what you want to do about it. And that's where the idea of fighting came into the picture. He's the one who brought up fighting. And I was just like, I'm not going to do nothing about it because I didn't think it was that serious. So when Wack, with his lying ass, he was like, oh, man, you know, Wack, that's a problem with older black dudes. Bro, know his ass is wrong, but he tried to overtalk you and he's wrong. Bro, remind me of my mom or my grandma. You're wrong, bro.
You just call him
He's
a
sassy as fuck. No. Bro's being sassy.
Listen,
he was being
Wack is
sassy.
sassy?
Listen, man, he was being sassy. Listen, he was
got
being
the content.
Listen,
we
he was
got
being
the
sassy.
content.
He was being no. I mean, even if man to man, he know he was being sassy as fuck because you were trying to explain to him the context that he was missing, and he's like, no, this and that, and I'm like, come on, man. Represent us a little better. You wrong. You're at a different point in the timeline, and you think you understand everything. Bro probably watched the clip, or bro probably caught it on the back end. And you were right.
I felt like I was accurately describing that altercation, but I did see a lot of people in the chat who really felt like I was misrepresenting it. And suspect as well, probably.
When this man said, yeah, I didn't say it, but if you think I said it, what you gonna do about it? That is challenging someone to a fight. That is provocation.
Yeah.
He's the one who first brought that up.
But the Wack is always just going to.
I could see Wack right now because you just called him a female. He finna go
Yeah,
off.
he's going to be.
I didn't call him a female. I said he was being sassy.
You said
he
he
reminded me-
like my mama.
And my granny.
We all got
Right.
black women in our family.
You compared
and
him
that's
to
what
a-
they do.
to
You
a
said
strong
Wack got
black
your
woman.
granny's heart.
Let me say this. It's unbecoming of Wack to do what he did. Let's put it there. It's unbecoming of him to do that. He knows what he's doing. He's trying to overtalk you because he's wrong.
I feel like if you gonna say it, you need to say it with your chest. Don't say
I
it.
said sassy. I mean, dude, I
You're
didn't call him a
saying that
woman.
I feel like
but
for
all
that
right.
moment.
Hey, whatever you want to put on it, but I just said sassy. I didn't call a man a woman, but I would say it's unbecoming of him.
That's equivalent though. Like sassy.
Sassy.
Nah, dudes can be sassy.
You know that's a feminine trait. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds like a gang
He said,
diss.
you acting like my mama and my granny up in here.
Yeah, I don't know. He about to put Kill Squad in the street on me.
You might.
That was a brick
synonyms, you know.
I'm just fucking around. It's
All the kill squads have been sent into hiding for the time being until October, which, by the way, we just found out Brick's not going to trial until
Yeah, that's
October.
scandalous,
Oh wow.
bro.
Yeah.
How long is he facing?
I don't know. Like a dime.
Dang.
no one cares.
How
I'm just
y'all know
kidding.
You
that's
gonna
on?
hold him down
I mean,
the whole
it-
time, or
Because
you just still
ChatGPT
feel
the
like?
charges and what it's the typical sentence.
Hold him down the whole time. Is he his girlfriend?
Well, he did say he feels like the battered wife in the relationship. Like, you gonna hold him down the whole time, or like?
I
Man.
love Brick. I'm not,
Yeah.
hold him down. I don't know exactly what
Listen.
that consists of, but
Yeah, like.
Wait, I thought that you felt
You
like
don't-
you were battered in the Wack relationship, not Brick. I didn't realize that.
no, it was alleged that Wack was basically telling me that Brick has me in an abusive wife type position where he'll go talk shit on the internet. Then once he talks to me, he spins a completely different story. I fall for it because he's very charming. And then soon after somebody like Wack comes and gives me
Now,
the
let me-
re-education that I've
Let me
been
point out the hypocrisy.
hoodwinked.
Let me point out the hypocrisy. If Wack compares you to a battered wife, right? That's fine.
Mm.
But if I say Wack is sassy, oh my God,
Look.
Wack's gonna go crazy. Like,
Well, I
it's just
watched
pure
the
Negro
interview.
I
hypocrisy.
think I
Adam said it
suggested
first.
the battered wife
Yeah,
thing, so
Adam
I
said it
created that
first.
metaphor.
Yeah,
Oh,
Adam
okay,
said it first.
okay. But still,
Sassy does go a long way because remember AJ from Menace Material was saying that to Dejan. He could start calling him sassy.
So did I. It's the Sassy Auntie podcast. I said that.
so what?
Sassy
Like,
He
Auntie.
said it to his
Podcast.
face on the podcast, and that was a very notable moment.
hey man, all I'm doing is trying to stay consistent with. I'm the same with everybody. The whole thing, man. I don't care. We know what happened. You knows what happened. This guy suspect know what happened. To me, everything else is outside of like relevance.
No, I feel it. Can we go to the fan funding? I could just shout out these messages right now. Let's see what they got to say.
And then after, can we get into the Kanye West and Playboy Cardi?
Yes, we could definitely talk
Hell
about
no.
the
Shorty
rest
gonna
of
let
the
me-
topics.
Well, I tried to transition into it. I didn't. You feel me?
That was
Yeah,
a
we
bad
saw that.
transition.
Yeah, you were trying to over transition. You were trying to transition too early.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pause.
I didn't know it was more.
Okay, here we go. All right, shout out to our new members, Herberto Sandoval and Tristan Hale and K.260.
His name is Heriberto.
Okay, Heriberto. And then Ralph Amiri said, in the Jack Doherty interview, he casually admits to staging content like the mall pranks. What do you think the chances are that he staged this robbery as well? This man is a postmodern clout chaser. So for those who don't know what he's talking about, Jack Doherty is someone who's generally considered to be, possibly in FaZe Banks' words, the worst streamer of all time. We had him on the podcast. The video is available for members only, and we just started dropping the clips. But he's wearing some iced out chains. He tells us they're worth $300K, and then he basically got robbed for them on Rodeo. Now, the reason why I believe him is because of the fact that behind the scenes, and keep in mind, we were not going to post this. I told Remo, don't post it. This is like, it's such an obvious fake narrative that he's doing for attention, because keep in mind, this is the same person who like staged having his Christmas present stolen from under the tree for viral content, right? The thing is, behind the scenes, Jack Doherty's hitting us up trying to figure out if we got connections in the streets who can help him to get his shit back. So I don't think he's just completely like lying to Remo. I think he actually did really get robbed. And for the record, I'm not in the habit of sending out messages to all the street dudes I know saying like, hey, do you know anybody who was jacking people's jewelry on Rodeo this afternoon? Like, that's just not
Ain't
really.
nobody getting your jury back, bro.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was the insurance.
Say New York.
thing.
Yeah, if the homies got it, they got it. That shit gone. They already threw that on the
Yo,
scale.
shit downtown LA.
Yeah, they melted the gold already, bro.
Is there a chance that that's like another layer in the veil of deception? Let me holler at the media company that I was just at shortly before and try to let them think that I'm looking for it.
I mean, hey, it's possible, but also it's like, from my perspective with Jack, like, this is not the kind of attention that he needs, like the kind of attention that basically just makes you look like a goofy who's being taken advantage of out in public. Like, I wouldn't fake
He be
that.
flashing a whole
if I
lot
were
of
you.
cars because it's kind of like
Hey, Jack,
they could get down on you for that chain.
you
What
ain't
else
getting
can
your
they get
chain
down
back
on
out
you
here,
with?
bro. That shit on the scale already. They took that to the sloss, and it's a wrap, bro. I
Damn.
don't know what you're talking about.
But okay, if you have a
watch too much
$300,000 chain out here, what do you do with it? How do
A
you
what?
get rid of that?
Asians.
You sell it to one of the homies. You talking about? You said 1,000?
Who?
You said
300,000.
300.
Man, you can get rid of anything. I don't care what niggas talking about. They gonna melt it down, bro.
that shit ain't even worth
know those-
You can't melt down diamonds, right?
You know those
No,
Asian
but-
people at the swap meet selling jewelry?
Yes.
But
That's
okay,
where you take it.
To Frank. shouts to Frank.
$300,000 worth of jewelry. Like, where are you gonna fence
you
that?
can get rid of it.
Those
They gonna melt
have
it
to be
down.
some real big diamonds.
I guess.
In person, was they
What
some
you
real
do,
big
so you
diamonds?
have to leave this. Really, the best thing to do is you leave the state, because my homie R.I.P. He had jacked Aaron Carter's chain and he had snatched it off his neck.
At what point in Aaron Carter's life?
Like when he was joined up.
Oh,
Like,
so
this
back
is
when he was a young
Like 2001,
star. Okay,
2002
got
type
it.
Shit. Yeah, and he had snatched it right off his neck, and he got caught up selling it at a pawn shop out here.
You don't go to a pawn shop.
Yeah,
That's what I would
I'm saying.
assume would
You
happen.
need
got
an
caught
ID
up.
for a pawn shop.
He got caught
Yeah,
up.
if
So,
you- if
but
you
if he had
bring
gone out
stolen
of state,
jewelry.
if he gone to Vegas and shit,
Bro, go to the Diamond District. Them Asians will melt that shit down in a few minutes.
They
and
gonna
give
give
you,
you way
they
less,
gonna
though.
give you way less than what it's
pawn
worth.
shop gonna give you more
but
money,
I don't
gang.
care what it's worth. You could get it gone for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Kid Murray sent $5. Said somebody tell Mr. B team that Latoya looking right. But what that smell though? And respectfully, old man Adam, your name is on the slap.
Who was Latoya? He know one of my.
That's what he's calling her, I think.
Oh.
What?
I would assume.
What, I stink or something?
But then he said, "What's the smell?" I don't know. I haven't really
No, he
smelled.
said tell Mr. B10 that you looking right. And well, what smell like?
he's trying to. He's asking you what she smelled like.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think you can only smell
Because
the
perhaps
liquor.
your sense of smell is heightened.
I don't
But then,
understand.
Adam, your name is on the slap. What's that mean?
I don't really understand.
I don't
I
understand
don't
that.
know.
You didn't do it.
Raheem the jeweler said, Lush, if Adam got bit by a cobra in his crotch and there's no doctors around, would you provide oral extraction of the venom or let him check?
I'd be like, hey, yo, Mikey, where you at?
Stop.
Yo, Lush, I'm sorry, but if a cobra bites my penis, then you're gonna have to suck
I
it.
believe you would do that.
Mikey is gonna have to suck.
The
it,
way
bro.
you be glazing people, I think you would do that. I had to save his life. I felt bad. Nah, I'm fucking
do
with
that
you.
really
I would
save
probably,
people?
I would probably
Hell no.
just like
Stop.
You know what I
Just-
would do? I would have
thought that was
killed.
like a
You think
myth.
I'd let a snake get this close to the homie?
I'll
I would've
suck the
killed
venom
him.
out of any of your cocks.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Oh, wow.
That's on
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
He died.
Thank you, bro.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, and I'll jerk him. I'll
You gotta come. You gotta come first.
Yeah.
We'll be
I gotta make you come in
incapacitated.
order to get everything out.
If
Yeah.
the friendship's real, you'll let me nut. Yeah.
Lil Mexican said, "Stop forcing Brandon on us. All he does is talk about race, or I'm gonna catch the back fade for Big Sus on B team. I'm gonna need that."
On BT?
That's what he said.
That's crazy.
Lil Mexican. Hey, maybe we should do a poll. Do you fuck with Brandon? Yes or no?
They probably don't. I don't care.
No, I think
I'd
Does
like to
Brandon
know.
care if you fuck with him?
I would like to know because I
No.
feel like it'll probably shift as time goes by if you keep coming on.
Hey,
the
no,
podcast.
you're a good conversationalist, but you got strong opinions. You're gonna piss people off, man.
Listen,
Yeah.
man.
It is what it is, gang.
We podding today.
We potted.
We
Hey,
podding today. This ain't no fucking crash out
Yeah, he
and all
is
that.
good at getting the reaction.
We
Yeah.
podding.
bro.
I'm asking real questions.
got
I want to
good
ask
shit.
you why you didn't go to the Beyonce concert last night.
Oh, I ain't spending my money on
I know
that.
it was $50 tickets,
Really?
I don't care.
girl, and they let you
I
walk
never
down to the
paid-
front
I
because it was
never
empty.
paid for a concert a day in my life.
Listen, if you want to go see Taylor Swift, you got to pay like 10 bands. You want to
Bro.
go see Beyonce? They got $50 tickets. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, right? Taylor Swift way bigger than Beyonce. But look,
Right now,
last
yeah.
night at the SoFi Center, they had $50 tickets. The shit was empty, so people was walking all the way down to the front. I mean, and Beyonce gave them 4 hours. Like
Was it really empty?
it was empty. It was like
That's
only
way-
half the.
That's hard to believe.
I should have snuck in.
No, because it's Monday. It's because it's a Monday. But
isn't she doing like 7 shows?
she's doing
or
a bunch of
something?
shows.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think she did this for like people who maybe don't have the money or whatever. But I know people went and they was like, man, we just walk right down to the front. I'm like, look, I don't care if it's empty or not. I got to see Beyonce and sit right there. Do it. I'm putting y'all up on game.
I didn't even know she had a concert out here.
Well,
Listen,
I dropped 50 on a.
Adam ain't doing his job.
It's like a country themed tour as well, right?
Oh.
No, but she performed stuff off Renaissance stuff.
I was gonna get tickets and take Lena, but then I forgot. So
That's how it did. Y'all was too
I need
busy
to
in the
see- I'd rather
Bahamas or on some island.
yeah.
I'd rather see Destiny's Child, no cap.
I'd rather see Destiny.
They said they're gonna do something.
Okay, Mina's reactions. Clout Mania TV sent $10. Says Sharp will definitely be coming with the 5-hour 2-part stream about this. Y'all know he loves to whine. Free Brick Baby. Sharp and his drunken debauchery never stops being funny. For sure, I agree with you that Sharp is a fucking dork, but
Yeah.
we're gonna get heavily into the Sharp and Urinal conversation at the end or after we do these donations.
Rent Center 1.
Cameron
Sharp
Gray
0.
said she's regular AF. I hate this.
Wow.
Tell us you're gay without saying you're gay.
Gerald Brolovsky said, nah, Brandon definitely got cooked by a black woman.
That's okay.
Is he talking about her?
Yeah.
Nah,
Oh, okay.
he was saying like
No, he's talking about her.
in his past.
Oh.
No, he's
Oh,
talking
I
about
thought it
her.
was Caucasian.
He's talking about
I'm
her.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
That's what they be
He
saying.
said I got cooked by her earlier.
Got it.
I'm very brown skinned.
J. Dem said,
You probably same color.
get the no fresh, no fit, jiggly puff in the middle out of here. Ain't nobody trying to hear what that hear that shit,
That is
Sharif.
common.
Why they call you Sharif?
wow.
We trying to
No,
hear
they
that shit,
see,
Sharif?
you're not black. They're
Cultural
talking about the
references.
dude off of
Menace
Menace
to
to Society.
He was sitting on the
You know that shit get
He was a
play-
positive,
get your
woke,
tropical
like
ass off the
pro-black
cooler.
dude. Yeah.
I gotta rewatch
You know that
It's
shit
been
gets
a
no
long
play
time.
in this ride?
Knucklehead turned Muslim.
I fuck with Stacy. Stacy was way tighter.
Who's Stacy?
He was
player
his homeboy.
The football player
Yeah.
or whatever.
The player athlete nigga
Yeah.
on Menace.
And then Kid Murray said, boy, always bringing up race. We get it. We get it. It's not a race battle. It's a battle of evil and good. Boy, haven't been doing the knowledge. Damn.
Peace to the
He got it out for
gods.
you.
Peace
They
to the
said,
gods
let
of
me
the
cook.
earth.
And
Word
then-
is bond.
And then Mina's reaction, Cloud Mania TV sent $20 in a row. High alert. Only broke guy here. Money when a woman starts talking about relationship. What women want, no security. Why does American society want black women to beg for security? I stopped dating in my race due to this. Oh, she don't fuck with black men. Okay.
Damn.
$19. She said that with her chest.
She bummed.
She did say that with her chest.
She stopped dating out of race.
I think we
Well,
can.
it was.
Hey, I
it
think
was
we.
this, It was
Oh.
this well-known black soccer player. I guess somebody broke into his house or I think they was on a vacation. Don't quote me on exactly where they was, but he literally hid while they kidnapped his wife and kid.
He hid.
Yeah.
He hid.
But here's the thing.
He's
some
still
whole shit.
here, but his wife and kid is gone.
But here's the
Supposed to
thing.
die behind your
She's-
Yeah, that's marked out.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam, see the black woman on the comment, she equates security to money, right? But guess what? A dude could have money and do exactly what happened, what she was talking about. Your wife and kid get snatched and you scared because you like, look, I'm trying to live on and spend this money. We have to stop looking at money as that automatically guarantees security.
Brandon,
You know what I
he's
mean?
a bozo. Whoever that was.
Oh, I already know, but I'm just saying it's good because it's something. It makes it like it's a conversation starter. But what I'm saying is it's a teachable moment. Black women have to stop looking at money as security, because guess what? They get the guy with the money, then they on the internet talking about how they got played, how the dude was cheating, how the dude was this, how the dude was that. Money is not security. The first thing you need to look for is compatibility, because that's going to determine whether you guys could build together.
I mean, I think
That's what I want to hear from a woman when I say, what you looking for? Compatibility, man. Because you could get a rich dude and hate him.
Okay, but if you're like the example that she gave earlier, if you're a dude and there's any kind of contentious, aggressive situation, and if you're not frontlining and basically like putting yourself in between the threat and your woman and your child, I mean, that's like, how could you ever hide? That's impossible for me to even wrap my head around. Yeah, you should be ready to die before your wife or your kid gets put in a bad situation.
The kid.
At least the kid.
At least the kid, for sure.
No, that's
he
that's
let them both
basic
get up out of
survival
there.
instinct 101. I can't even fathom that you wouldn't already.
Imagine 100 people with their kids on the other side of a silverback gorilla.
Changes the dynamic, no cap.
I'm doing anything for my daughters. I'm running towards danger.
But I don't know if I'm gonna fight a gorilla for my daughter.
Shut up.
I mean, real talk. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, at a certain point, that's like, it's like the running into a burning building to save your kid thing.
Sacrifice
like, would you do
your
it?
body
Yes, but
so she can get away?
if you knew you were 100% gonna die by running into that building, I mean, shit.
I'm gonna do it for my daughters.
But why is her dying a better
know.
situation than both of you dying?
Huh?
Like, if you could choose between her dying in the burning building or you both die in the burning building, like, how is one not better than the other?
No, now you're moving the goalpost though.
But I'm saying, if you 100% know that you're gonna die,
though, and it just says the animal, I'm gonna try to take the attention off my daughter. At least she could try to break her soon.
Yeah, but you ain't gotta be like Jack and fucking Titanic. There's no reason bro had to die.
So now,
There's enough room for both of them on the fucking
now I
raft.
kind of want to
That
ask
stupid
this
ass
question.
Chivalrous.
Yeah.
Because Waka Flocka said that if he had to choose between his wife and his kid in a boat, or like one of them drowning, which one would you save?
Your kid.
The kid.
He said wife.
You
though.
would save your kid?
He said wife, huh?
Do you have kids?
Yeah, Waka said his wife.
Do you have kids?
I think my girl would want
Your
me to
girl
as well.
will want you to save the kid.
Yeah.
Hold on. Walker said he'd say the wife before his kids.
Yeah, he said he'll save his wife because he could just have more kids.
That's
He was
crazy.
like,
God damn, that's heartless.
I lost a lot of respect.
Your wife should want you to say the kids the same as, like, the thing is, you can't
Don't
tell the
matter what
future.
you
So if
want.
you run in that burning building, you don't know if you're gonna die. Things can work out for you. Sometimes adrenaline gets you to do things you never thought you could do. So I would always go at the gorilla or run in the burning building, because I just have confidence in myself. I know that me being in there and figuring something out is more likely to yield a positive result than just my baby being there by
It's
herself
also like,
trying to figure something out.
if I was in a situation where I could choose between saving my kid or my girl, it's like my girl is an adult. Like, she could technically probably be able to figure out a way to
Save
help herself,
herself.
whereas the kid is completely helpless.
yeah.
Also, she's got a whole life ahead of her, whereas my wife, she's like halfway through her life.
Yeah.
Which I feel like really, ultimately, what this is like respect for life. Is like what kind of is the basis of how you make this decision.
About Waka Flocka? Don't do no crimes with him. He gonna tell everybody to save himself. No, for real, Waka, he shouldn't even steal a piece of candy, because nigga, yo, I don't know. You can find another broad.
I don't know him, so I can't even speak on that.
He tough.
I don't know.
Your kids will eventually hate you and put you in a home. So, I mean, it's a deeper conversation.
Yeah, because, your 4-year-old kid, you don't know. She might grow up to be a total bitch. You already know your girl's kind of cool.
I'm a lover, regardless. but like I said, she can be mad at me. But my wife, the wife gotta go.
I feel like you don't feel as strongly about your wife since you don't have one.
No, I was married before. I'm divorced.
Okay.
But your kids,
really?
give her a chance to live and grow. Your wife, like, she done lived her life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, fuck that.
The kids, man, that's your future. That's your legacy.
And my wife fucked Jason Love, so.
And guess what? Your wife could just leave you or fuck Jason Love, like you said. Yeah, your wife could disappoint you. You can't ever be mad at your kids.
Like saying that, I hope that was a joke.
No, he was dead serious. He was saying it with his chest.
Yeah,
he said it
from
multiple
his
times.
soul.
Low Life Bray sent $5. Said, Munchie, I want you to dye your hair red for the stream.
His earth is blue.
Yeah.
Definitely not dyeing my hair red. You
No.
ain't Dennis Rodman.
No, you ain't doing it?
Yeah, I want to tell what color a man should dye his hair. That's not gay.
Bully Breaker sent $5. Said, Brandon, all your negative remarks on black men and women just reflect your experience in your small circle. Expand your horizons. We aren't all ignorant.
What's the response?
Black people are the most monolithic group of people ever. We're the only group of people that votes 90% for one presidential candidate.
Not anymore, right?
Yes, we do. We still
Really?
voted at 85% for Kamala Harris. Look it up.
Really?
But listen, black people are so overly obsessed with it showing themselves to be unique that actually makes us more similar, right? I'm so bro, you deal with a bunch of black people come here trying to express their uniqueness, and guess what you learn after so many years? Dang, all these dudes kind of think the same. All these dudes kind of act the same. All these dudes kind of have a very similar outlook on life. We're monolithic, and there's nothing wrong with that if you use it in the right way. We just use our monolithic thinking for shit that don't benefit us, you know, like voting Democrat. But that's the whole thing. So we fight against it. They'll put the super chat up to say it, but at the end of the day, it's true, man. Like if I jump up in a room full of black people and just start running and don't say nothing, every black person gonna run. They're not gonna ask no question.
I'm out. I'm going.
Get the fuck out of here. Right,
Lush. You guys, I'm out.
I could talk about my own people. I grew up with you Negroes. I dealt with all that bullshit growing up, all that trauma. I could speak on it. If you don't want to speak on it, go straight to hell.
Damn.
I mean, but ain't that like a regular human instinct? You see somebody running, everybody start running?
No.
Because you don't know
white
what's
people
coming.
are gonna walk towards the danger.
White people gonna turn around. What's going on?
You ever see a thing where like everybody think like one person acts like somebody just pulled a gun out at a party, and all of a sudden you got like 100 people just like falling all over each other to get away from it, and then at some point you realize there wasn't actually a gun.
I heard you bring this up before. You must have seen a video.
Nah, this happened to me a couple times. Yeah,
Man.
Out here?
yeah, like old warehouse.
Yeah, because y'all
parties
always
and shit.
shooting shit up. I get that.
But in a situation, no, it's definitely not a white dude. Like a fucking for sure, it's just like a black dude pulling out a gun at a party, and then everybody just fucking falls on top of each other, and then
get up out of there.
within like a minute or two, you realize there was no gun, and it was like somebody just panicked and started screaming they got a gun, and like I don't know, I've seen that a couple times. All right, Jesse Jones, thanks for the $5. Mina's reaction. Cloudmania TV sent another one and said the V's are for women over 50. A young woman shouldn't even be talking about a V.
Is she talking about a vaginal rejuvenation?
Yeah,
surgery?
she is.
Yeah.
Women over 50. By the time you're 50, what the hell you need your vagina for?
Yeah, no, exactly. No,
What?
That
get
shit
that
old.
when you're
I
30,
thought
baby.
after 50 it actually gets tighter.
Dryer.
Not what I noticed.
Oh.
I don't know.
Gets dryer.
Well, you had your fair share of them.
I shot with a lot of older women, and
at all.
usually it feels not that tight. Usually it
Oh.
feels like, oh yeah, this thing's been putting in work for.
Had a lot of miles.
Not too many
You like,
miles
oh,
on
this
it.
whole thing.
Yeah, usually that's my observation.
Not too many miles on it.
Big Crisp Fishing said, Sus Gerb way better than this clown. Brandon, Big the Gerb, back, weird, free brick, hockey sticks in the chat.
Free
Kill
brick.
Squad, sticks in the chat. Okay. So he's hating on you, Brandon. Sorry.
But free brick.
Shout out to our newest members, Boxing Please and Oh So Rich Mitch. And JC53 said, tell Munch we need a story time on his channel every day. B team.
Yeah.
Every day.
Run
That's,
it,
that's a lot of
please.
stories.
I've been coming.
Damn, all right. And then more members, Justin Jackson, Trip, and Redbeard. Shout out to y'all. And then Berto said, shout out to the new host, Box of Fries.
That's the homie.
Okay, we love
Oh,
you
right
guys.
there in the middle. Yeah,
the
okay. Oh, so Rich Mitch said, wake up, Munchie. Because I think he
Because I've been quiet or
thought you
they
looked
just thinking
sleepy
they
at that
dozing off
moment,
on
I
us?
think.
Just
Yeah.
chilling.
Fuck it. He's
Leave him
here.
alone.
He's hanging in there. Rick Green said $5 said suspect stands up for black people the most on that podcast, even when I think he is wrong. Yeah. I think there's lots of truth to
that's
that.
why.
Yeah.
Look here's the, and this is the reason why me knowing him, why he got so upset, is because I know how he was raised and I know his mentality. So that actually, that's the thing that's gonna.
Hey, Lush, you said some bullshit.
Listen,
What episode?
right.
How was that bullshit?
Hey, no, not right now.
Oh,
You said some bullshit, but you was drunk like I was like 4 weeks ago.
what I say?
Like you was.
Because our boy from Linux had passed away, and you clearly heard the song, right?
No.
And then you was playing dumb, and
No.
then Brick and what's his name? Brick and Suspect.
They were mad at you. Well, that was the night where you got
mad at
super
me, Jesus
annoyingly
Christ.
drunk.
Right.
And you also were like taking up for this Mexican dude who had been basically rapping about how he wanted to kill random black people on the
he was,
street,
he was
That's
disrespecting
such
him.
a
including non-gang members.
What a gross mischaracterization of.
I
what
watched
happened.
it. That's what happened.
What a
Hey, bro, the whole
gross.
world
No, you're
said-
gonna
hey,
tell a tale
in
now.
that case, you was supposed to just sit quiet, like,
You know, I should have done that for sure.
because ain't no stepping at or trying to.
No, I know.
You know what
I
I'm
fucking.
saying?
You're
Not
right.
snapping it. Ain't no taking up for that.
Lush is NK also.
Hey,
Oh,
Man,
my
Lush would get fucked.
hey.
Oh, my.
The thing is, the best way Suspect could stand up for black people as behaving like a professional, not being hyper emotional, because that's the knock against black men these days, especially the YNs. They're hyper emotional. They don't have fathers in their lives. All this stuff. What pisses me off is the guy does have a father in his life, and he acts ignorant like a dude who doesn't have a father in his life, like he wasn't raised right. And I know he was. I heard he went to private school.
That's
Bro,
not
stop.
true.
Did
That's
he
not
go to
true.
private school?
No, never.
Okay, you
That's
would
not
know.
Hey,
You would
private
know.
school
You
got
paid
nothing
the
to do
nigga
with
tuition. Hey, hey, but no,
kinda-
for real. That's what I'm telling you. A lot of people watching this shit, they're not even qualified to say what would be a good representation or what's standing up for black people. Because this idiot would say that Martin Luther King stood up for black people, and he told them don't hit back when they were getting hit.
Man,
You
that's
see
a
what I'm
whole
saying?
different
No,
conversation,
it's not. It's not. It's the hypocrisy, the hypocritical, double-minded thinking of black people. Is standing up for black people being aggressive, acting a damn fool, or is standing up for black people having some damn class, showing that we're bigger and we can actually operate beyond our emotions?
I like sus.
I hate that shit.
I get it.
I like seeing
You're
Shit's
trying to
ignorant.
raise the
get
standards.
emotional and kind of crash.
The
out
standards are already high for black people. The standards are incredibly low for niggas.
Right. Well, I see. Like he's getting flack from somebody like Wack
When he
because
got-
Wack's viewpoint is basically that if anybody challenges you to a fight, and if you're in any way a tough guy or whatever, that you should basically just like consent to the fight on the spot. But that's basically
Ignorant.
a demand that any person from this walk of life, which realistically he's basically talking about black people, because it's not like he's holding me to that standard, but somebody like Wack is basically saying that you need to be willing to crash out, look super unprofessional and janky at a workplace that you obviously are at least somewhat concerned about, putting up a good appearance. So I just disagree with that. And I respect the fact that you did not want to do it, especially given the fact that once we learned that you're a jiu-jitsu black belt, it does seem like that fight probably would go a certain way.
Adam, give me the same advice you would give your son. Don't give me the advice you would give to someone you don't give a fuck about. Give me the advice you would give your son. And there is nobody who would tell their son, anytime someone says something you don't like, just jump up and try to fight him. Because your son wouldn't be here very long.
If you were my
wouldn't give
son,
advice,
if you were my son, I would have told you that I was proud of the
That's
way you
why I didn't
handled
fight.
it. To be totally real.
I
yeah.
feel like it depends on the situation. It does. It
What's the
really does.
situation where you
It
should
depends
jump
on
up and show your ass?
I just feel like it depends.
If somebody walked in here right now and said, bitch, get him up, you gonna jump up and beat her up?
No.
Nope, exactly. I knew
Not-
it. Because
not
you
unless
I'm
it-
too cute to be fighting.
I've been in a work situation. I didn't want to look unprofessional, but then a girl, as soon as the cameras came on, she threw some water on me. Now
So
I
what
gotta
you
beat
do?
your ass.
Okay.
'Cause you threw water
And
on
yes,
me.
she assaulted you.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is you're a hypocrite. Because you said you didn't want to be unprofessional, so you didn't just jump up and fly off the handle until she assaulted you. But you were telling me that I should have jumped up and assaulted Sus just because he said some words that were.
mean, if you
I didn't even
said
care what he
he
was
don't
saying,
wanna
honestly.
fight, you
No, but
pretty
that's the
much
thing. People ask you to do
provoking
things
it.
they would never do.
That is
and the
hypocritical, low-key.
number one
That is.
best characteristic of a true leader: never ask a man or woman to do something you are unwilling to do.
Okay.
all I'm saying.
You ate that. You ate that.
She ate on that
Go,
one.
sis.
Yeah, he ate
Go
on
up,
that one.
sis.
I can bring all my jiu-jitsu students up here and we beat up all y'all.
All right,
just kidding.
Ruthless B said you know how cool Sus is with his pops. He's not going to take the pops jokes lightly. Yeah,
Damn.
that's what we were all thinking. Urban Gorilla said my brother Brandon is cooking with the salute emoji. Shout out to Urban Gorilla. Low Life Bray said call Sago. That's like Dago, but with an S on the beginning. I guess that's Sharp. Sharp is Sharp from
Donate
Dago.
some more money and he might do it.
I don't know. Daddy Logic $5 said, Brandon, apologize for lying on suspect and take your fade honorably. Adam, take that fade with Rooster because you can
Ruga.
from Ruga.
The dude from Chicago went to
because
beat you up.
You can run from him and tire him out.
Adam, when I saw you out bench 4 extras, they think you soft, bro, but you'll probably put a hole in somebody with your fist. Hey,
Oh, I didn't outbench.
you
Precious.
was pumping that 225. He's
But
a liar. Look
he
at his
never
face.
lifts weights.
Look at your
Adam
face.
is a pretty boy. He is not.
Man,
fighting.
Adam was throwing up that 225, bro. You look like you was at the combine.
Three reps. That's no big deal.
Hey, 3 reps a lot, bro. Struggling.
Yeah, but no, but I think Forrest did more reps than me.
Okay.
But also, to be fair, we were fucking doing the burpees before that.
Your
So we
editing
were both hella tired
Did
out.
not give us that impression.
I feel like if you rewatch it, that I think Forrest just got like 6 reps, and I think I got 3 reps.
Okay.
Maybe. I can't remember.
Hey, I was mad at bro for that.
Wolf said, "Wait, I feel bad." Oh, okay. Osa Rich Mula said, "I feel bad. Munchie can't see Snuggie." Ah,
That's a
We could describe you to him. Stand up.
Huh?
Nah, she.
Oh.
360
no.
gang.
Yeah.
We gonna describe she's wearing a halter
I'm
top.
not one of those.
We-
I think he
we
has a
protect Snuggie.
girlfriend. Don't disrespect.
She
his
got a
woman.
24-inch wig.
You might get invited to
34.
Long Beach.
34. I was off by 10 inches.
34.
You might get your invite to Long Beach.
No. We okay. You can come to Long
What's
Beach
the
anytime.
invite?
To spend some time with Brandon.
No.
and his woman.
I
Oh
can't.
no! If I'm
Three
gonna have
screens.
a Diddy party, I have to be head charge of the Diddy party, not an add-on.
Oh, are me and Lena invited?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
you want to be the unicorn?
Okay.
She
What's
said,
the
"Oh,
unicorn?
this was going."
The unicorn's like the hot chick who comes in and has sex with the couple.
No,
No.
she said she got to orchestrate.
I don't want to be the add-on.
She got a quarterback.
I have to be the one that
So if you organized a sex party, who would you invite?
What? Like an orgy?
Would you invite DJU?
No.
Chief Keef?
Yeah.
What? Ooh, okay.
I-
An orgy and a sex party are two different things.
That is true. Sex
Yeah.
parties, all kinds of different
You
stuff
get to go
going
in
on.
different rooms and fuck.
I never been to
Oh,
one,
sorry.
so I don't
What
know.
about King
I really ain't
Yella?
been to
What
one
about
of
King Yella?
King Yella? No.
Yeah?
No,
Invite
he
that
can
Brandy.
stay at home. King
That
Yella
chick,
can
the
stay at
Brandy
home.
chick. What's her
Brandy?
name?
Brandy's definitely invited.
Bro, I might have to. Hey,
I'm going to take some more of them mushroom MDMA candy.
have you ever heard of? Can I ask you a
I
question?
don't really got a
Sure.
type.
This is really serious, guys. Like this is personal. Have you ever heard of a porn star named Jasmine Cashmere?
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
She converted herself to like Jesus and all that.
I thought
Oh.
I said to a man.
You should try to. Hey, you should try to bring her on, dude. I beat my meat so many times to that
Maybe
chick.
I can convert her back.
You man, she used to,
Come back to Satan.
in high school, bro. That was my thing. Listen, you're sick. This guy.
Wolf sent $10 and said, "Why isn't Suspect having this energy about having sensitivity for someone when Suspect is arguing and trying to fight females?" LMAO.
That's true.
Like the episode when
Everybody is appealing to Suspect sensitivities, but what happened to Jaleese when he was like degrading that chick?
Pellet to no grown man since it's
Her brother was there.
She started.
No, but that doesn't mean. But you guys didn't give bro this. You guys aren't giving him as much smoke about her as you guys gave me about him.
We didn't see
And he a
how
man.
y'all started. She started it off.
So what?
Yeah, she did.
You don't
She-
get up
she
airing
was-
nobody business like that. That's
No,
juvenile. That's immature as
I
fuck.
watched a couple episodes. He didn't air it out. She put that out herself.
Bro, he aired it out on this podcast.
But
Like,
no,
Who started
shit,
with
a
who?
couple-
Did
if you
she
go-
start with Suspect or did Suspect
You have
start
to
with
go
her?
a couple episodes back because it looked like she was here for a whole month. So if you go a couple episodes back, she opened up about how she came out here and she left her kids with.
yeah, but that's
the
someone.
father.
That's someone giving you a look into their life. Like that's sensitive information. You don't just turn around and throw it. Like that's.
She
bro
was
strikes
trying
me
to-
as somebody who you will tell some of your personal shit, and then when he get mad at you, he'll try to throw that shit in your face. Don't nobody like a nigga like that.
I will say that I really enjoyed having Jaleese around. I saw recently. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's true or not, but I guess there is a statement she made where she wasn't coming to No Jumper.
Yeah, I saw
anymore,
that
like-
too, and
Why?
that's news to me because
But she follows all of us.
she didn't tell
Yeah,
us that she
like-
wasn't coming around anymore. I think she probably heard me say that we didn't want to have her on camera with Suspect anymore. But I don't think she at any point, as far as
I
I
was-
know,
Come back,
I was
Jaleese.
a
I
little-
don't. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a little
Come back,
watching
Jaleese.
Come back. I'm
We
like,
fuck-
dang.
We'll
you
have
got a
any
job for a
Suspect
week?
op is invited. Yeah.
We jumped
No,
that nigga. No, I'm just kidding.
that is true. Sus, a lot of Sus's ops be having to like. That's got to feel weird.
Who?
for him.
Frosty, Brandon, Blueface.
I am not Sus's op. Stop yourself.
No. Oh, you don't want that? I don't
No.
want
Hey,
that.
if you want to have to fight, we can. But I'm not his op. I'm not in opposition to him
Frosty,
anyway.
Blueface. Fat
We hug it
Jack.
out after we
Fat
fight.
Jack
That's like the three main
Fat
ones.
Jack from where?
from
90s?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Bro, the whole thing is, like, it's just stupid to do this stuff. Like, all you do is end up alienating people. Like, look, now Jaleese, I actually thought she was a good podcaster. Now she ain't coming back no more and shit. Bro, at some point, you got to learn how to bring people in. Like, I think he should go on a spiritual. Send that nigga to Tibet, man. You got the
Some
money.
ayahuasca.
Hey, send him to go
retreat.
meditate
Me and
with some
Sus will go
monks.
take some ayahuasca
Yo, put him
in
on a
Peru.
yoga retreat, and he's gonna end up fading some dude on the side of a mountain.
He
Put
beats
him on a
monk
yoga
up.
retreat.
He
Hey,
beats a
you-
monk's ass.
Well, you gotta have. I feel like, well, my experience, you just have to have really thick skin coming up here.
O Block.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta have real thick skin. Like you can't
Or
come
phone
up
them
here,
grave.
tell all your business, and if somebody's spinning around and saying how they want to,
That's not right, bro. There's some things that don't need to be said. When someone gives you that, like they give you that trust, you don't turn. That's
She said
kid
that for the
shit.
world.
Hey, bro, that's kid shit,
She
bro.
said it to the
Like,
world.
So what? But they said that like in a sensitive moment.
She was digging
like,
up under his skin.
No, I get it,
It's
but
not his fault. He went to her bone.
women gonna be talking shit. That's what women do. That's all they could do. She can't beat them up.
But a lot of podcasting content is kind of antagonizing each other, right? Like I feel like you even saying like, "Oh, did you just say the N-word with a hard R?" It's like you might not really even care that much, but in the in the argument of like making good conversation on the podcast, I understand where that comes from. And I notice a lot of people who do it to the point where it's almost like hard for me to watch. Like, to be honest, I watched a clip of AD and Pun today, and it's like every single thing AD says, Pun is just like, oh, so you do this? Oh, huh? And he just like keeps trying to like flip the narrative on him to like basically try to get him a little bit out of pocket. And it was just like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of like fake antagonism on podcasts these days.
But your point falls flat
podcast,
because what I said was said off camera. But also, I need to know which one of them dudes you gonna fade, because they act like they got some real beef with you. If you had to fight one of them dudes from Community or whatever it's called, back on Fig, which one would you choose? I mean,
T-Row.
I'm not trying to. I know the.
You would beat up a disabled person.
Well,
you fucked up.
I think I have the best odds against him.
AD look like he'll whoop your ass though. He kind of big.
I feel like he's like a rhino. Wait,
Bro,
we already decided the rhino's basically the king of the animal
Hey,
kingdom.
bro, look like he'll tackle you.
I think that I would guess, and this is just a guess, that probably Ace Boy Trey got the most squabbles of anybody yet.
Why are you glazing him?
I just feel like he would beat any. I feel
The
like
skinniest
You
dude on the pod?
just, you just look at him and you just feel like he hard.
I just feel like he would beat people up.
Lush, we ain't taking yo.
I'll take
Why? Because I lost.
What about infant Ace
Nah,
Boy Trey?
that's one of the reasons.
Ace Boy Trey for sure.
Hey, I
Flacco.
think T-Rail's the best option, bro. But I think
What a pussy, dog.
That's the
Flacco.
funniest thing Flacco ever said. But then they fell out. Imagine falling out with the dude you took your name from.
Yeah, he's like,
Hey,
you're
you
no longer infant Ace Boy
That's
Trey.
crazy.
you need to make Flacco take some fades, bro.
I cannot make him do that.
You could.
He tried.
I don't want to.
He like Flacco.
He tried to fight this one white guy.
Flacco
You gotta make
is
this shit like
such
the
a
mob.
sweet
You got the
little-
John Wick tattoos already.
He tried to fight Lush. He tried to get Lush to go outside.
Did you fight him?
I was being like Brandon. I was on my mature
And
shit,
then
you feel me?
Flacco,
Oh, okay.
Flacco
High road.
also at one point, what's his name? MJTV was on here talking a bunch of shit, and Flacco showed up shoving cameras out of the way. He almost got a goddamn invoice for the cameras. and then MJTV like ran circles around him until he got
They
tired
went
out.
to they went to the outside, and he was utilizing the space. Let's just say that he backing up hella much, and Flacco couldn't even get near, bruh.
And what made Flacco that confident to do that?
He was mad.
Well, he was heated, and he got size on, bruh, and he just wanted his issue, guys.
Bro, y'all think Flacco soft? Flacco from Liberia. Them niggas get it in, they violent.
Doing
He
that.
left
He's
Liberia
like-
when he was 2.
So what? He still got the blood in him.
Yeah,
that
maybe a
fool,
little
but
bit.
no, I think that's that Philly in him that wants to squabble.
Bro, bro, act all cool, calm, and collected. I think Flacco just don't do shit because he think everybody coming up here, they from a gang, so they definitely got backup, and he got no backup. But I bet you if it was like a one-on-one thing, Flacco would be checking niggas and calling dudes out.
Flacco now. What are you
Now,
Flacco, yeah.
but who's gonna slide for Flacco, bro? When you got homies from your hood who pop up
I'm
over here.
sliding for Flacco.
I'm
Period.
All right.
So
I'm
you saying
front-running.
like so you think just because he from a gang can't get a head up?
No, I'm saying
Oh, that's
that's
what
why
he think.
That's
Flacco.
what he think.
People be intimidated by people from the West Coast,
sure.
like,
For sure.
like,
Absolutely.
like me, like the thing with
Absolutely.
like if you watch the Viral Way, which you probably don't watch it, I'm used to smaller guys going at me. They're kind of all over me. So when Sus did what he did, that's kind of normal for me
Viral be
because I
on
always
your
got
ass.
small dudes kind of yapping at me.
Viral be on your ass.
Yeah, so I'm used to that. So it doesn't boil my blood. And plus, I'm from Long Beach. So if they act a certain way, I'm like, I'm not intimidated by that because we all grew up doing that. Flacco is just from a different place.
But real
so he
talk.
don't know.
All right, let's say somebody beat the dog shit out of Flacco and everybody knew who it was. Who do you think would do something about it right
Viral
now?
Way.
Oh, nah.
What you mean?
They don't
You
give a
gotta
fuck
be
about
Viral
that.
Way.
P nice.
Nah, Viral Way, bro. I'm telling you, we fuck with Flacco.
No,
I don't
but
even
hold on,
feel like
but
he's-
hold on. What did he do to get
Flacco from
beat
Insane.
up like that? You know what I'm saying?
Let's just say they just don't like his content.
Just bullying him.
They just think he's a bitch. They just want to beat his
I'm
ass.
gonna get up. I'm
Who's gonna do something about it? I mean,
Hey, Brandy,
I'm
Yes.
not talking about like right now at the
I don't
moment.
like-
I'm talking about
Hey,
like in the
hey,
future.
you can't say Flacco getting bullied and he antagonized people. You know that, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, you know he's a content creator. It's like beating up DJ Academics. Come on,
No,
bro.
I feel like-
you can't do that's. Look, man.
Academics are supposed to get his ass beat. A lot of shit he
love me
said.
some
though.
Academics.
Like you just can't say stuff and then not expect a consequence because you're a content creator.
If it was somebody in here trying to beat up Flacco, I would at the most say, hey, y'all need to calm down, sit down. Why? One, Flacco showed us a lot of love, bro. Flacco, the reason a lot of us is even up here. And I understand when Flacco's saying what he's saying.
I'm the reason Flacco's up here.
Yeah, of course you are.
Shout out
But
to
you're a white
Adam.
guy, so I can't defend
Hey,
you.
bro, I mess
But,
with Flacco. Flacco, my boy. I'm saying he's not getting bullied.
yeah.
And he going like head first, antagonize shit, and he do shit for shock value.
Yeah.
He know exactly what he doing. He's not getting bullied by nobody. So you
True.
can erase bully.
I'm not saying we're going to fight for Flacco. What I'm saying, we owe him at least to just say, hey, bro, stall him out. You know, bro, it's making content, that kind of thing. I'm not saying I'm going to go pull a drive-by for Flacco. I'm just saying, bro is better. We need him more. We're better with Flacco than without him.
You gotta go check out Flacco's OG suicide interview from a few years ago. If you want to see it.
Did he cry?
No, he didn't cry, but like OG suicide was like teaching him about the streets of LA. And
Oh shit! I'm not gonna need to. Oh, I can't
so
remember.
what you gonna do if these fools are gonna pull up on you? He's like, oh, I'll call you OG.
What about Big U? Like Flacco was telling Big U that he wanted to go do a vlog in the '60s, and Big U basically was like telling him like I'm gonna extort you like on camera. Like
Damn, that's crazy.
not a good idea.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. All right, free Big U. Scotty Music said Brandon is the best addition to the No Jumper universe. He is straightforward, balanced, and needs his own show.
That's right.
Okay.
Let
you
us
got
know.
your own show, Brandon?
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, I have my own YouTube channel at Defiant Brandon on YouTube. It's actually called Defiant with Brandon Tucker. And if you like another black person antagonizing you and talking shit about you, go over there for some consistent trauma.
Sounds fun.
Whoa.
I might be scared of that.
I'm gonna check out your channel, but like based on that description, hard pass.
Literally.
Hey, whoa.
You wanna
Hey,
get angry?
wait a
Come
minute.
watch.
Wait a minute. I got something. I know y'all like to stay on course, but we up here and we talking, we podding. Do the Lakers need to get rid of old, washed up ass LeBron James? I'm tired of his ass. Did you see Game 4?
What?
Oh no.
I mean,
LeBron.
You don't watch basketball with your tall ass?
LeBron James. No.
Oh, see.
see, all of a sudden,
No.
like people forget about all those points he put up. All of a sudden,
No, bro
I
had
see.
like a bunch of
They-
turnovers.
We're
Bro was
coming
shooting
for
threes
him.
from like 32
We don't
feet.
care about.
Y'all-
We don't
y'all
know
switch
nobody
up.
else.
Y'all don't know about basketball, but Lush do.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
swear.
Is it time for him to
know
go?
about that.
Is it time for him to go, Lush?
I mean, it's been. to be
It's
honest,
been for 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
But like, still, it's Bron.
You think
I seen
LeBron's
him-
still productive?
Who you want?
Yeah,
I
he's
see-
not
look,
productive.
Look, I was at a game 2 months ago in a booth, and I seen him put up a triple-double, gang.
Yeah,
Nah,
bro,
he
but
still got production in him.
no, he not producing, man. LeBron is game in the system.
He's like Kareem in the late 80s.
Hell no, because Kareem ran to the low post. LeBron only run from 3-point line to
But I'm
3-point
saying,
line.
like, as far as like him being a diminished version of his former, like,
Ain't no get rid of
potency.
LeBron and maybe somebody else and they just flop. You want to like you safe bet is LeBron.
They already flopping. LeBron does still put butts in seats, but if the Lakers are serious about a championship, they need to get rid
They
of
would
his
have
old
never
ass.
brought bro over here this year if they weren't already trying to get rid of him.
They're trying to get rid of him. Right.
That nigga rid of his
Hey, let's get it, man. Y'all ain't
Yeah,
tapped
obvious.
in. Y'all ain't tapped in.
on,
Adam, I'm
man.
gonna need you to start talking about LeBron for the views.
Yeah, I don't know literally one thing about LeBron.
Yeah, he started texting in his phone. I'm like, okay.
You know what I did when Kobe Bryant died?
Cried.
I Googled who is Kobe Bryant.
What?
I have no
You're a
idea.
racist.
I heard he was like a basketball player. That's all I knew.
You're a racist.
literally,
Kobe
that's what I
loved white
had to do.
people too.
So, okay,
So did.
Bruce said Brandon fighting suspect is like Robin fighting Bane. Ain't no way. Hey,
Robin
everybody got their
Look at these
opinion.
guns.
Robin do got
Look at these
squabbles.
guns. Are these bang guns?
Those do look pretty good.
These got to be at least 10s.
You got nice forearms too.
Yeah,
Strong forearms. There you go.
these got to be at least 10s, and I'm keeping them clean.
I keep him clean though.
Hink
I keep him clean though.
Hink said, actually, fuck you, Hink. I ain't reading any more. Just what was it?
He's trying to make
Ableist
jokes.
no ableist jokes. you piece
No,
of
read
shit.
it. Read it.
No, I'm not
Read
reading
it.
No, because I don't like reading the donations from people that are just trying to talk shit about the other hosts
Let
and
it
stuff.
be
That's
about me.
corny
Just
to me.
read it, man. Stop being scary.
Scroll down more.
Y'all scammers.
Steve Liu said, Adam, in at least 2 episodes before Brick got indicted, he literally was running from talking about open cases, and you forced the issue, bro, right? The only one I remember is when Wack was talking about the fact that Big U had this murder accusation and Brick didn't want to be on camera talking about that, which seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Respectfully, I said Brick should slap the phone out your hand. It wouldn't have been no disrespect towards you. You just got this phone call over.
Yeah, don't slap my hand. MGK, the last person.
I'll even take responsibility because I
MGK.
felt bad because I was even like, call Whack.
Wait,
Call
Machine
Whack.
Gun
I'm like,
Kelly?
"Oh."
No, I think
that's the whole
Wack
thing.
called.
That's a
What
good.
happened?
That's a good Google
No,
for you later.
What happened when he?
Never mind, man. Never mind.
All right, Bishop Rojas said, what would have happened if Brandon would have said he's a retired UFC fighter instead of saying he trains? LOL. I mean, I feel like Suspect would have been like equally cocky
essentially
about it.
the same
I don't
thing.
give a fuck if you were in the UFC. I'll beat your ass.
I'm not letting you wrist lock me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, wait,
I keep
wait,
extra
real
clips
quick.
for bullies.
With the brick situation, can't nobody make a grown man say nothing, bro.
No,
they,
man.
they,
No,
they
Brick didn't say nothing.
or
And we never talked
I'm
about
just saying
his
with that
open
situation.
cases.
I didn't say brick.
No. Somebody
was
called
talking
on
about
the
Big U shit.
speakerphone was saying some crazy shit, and he walked off.
That's what I'm saying. But you have no obligation to keep these grown ass men from incriminating themselves. Like
Yeah.
the black man got to be responsible for his own mouth,
No, man, no. This
educate
man
me.
called in, and he was incriminating other people.
and he was putting it on
Well,
speaker.
Brick's big homie in some sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, Brick too though.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot because Brick was very adamant about
But-
people not discussing.
He said that's a conversation I
details
wouldn't
of
willing
the-
to turn down.
the details of that AK case that he kept saying, like, I don't want to talk. It's an open investigation, open investigation. But where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? And then
But
boom.
who was holding the phone? You or Adam?
Me.
And
But-
that's why I say he should
But
stop
the guy on the
conversation.
phone was voluntarily, he knew he was talking on the phone with Adam. He knew this stuff was going to be aired.
Right.
He's voluntarily saying that. Like,
Right.
I don't understand
And
why.
he was wrong.
He was wrong.
And Brick didn't want no parts of it, so he
but
walked off.
But this man is a journalist. He has an obligation to give information to the people.
I really didn't give a fuck. I was just letting Wag get his points off. Okay, wait. Dixie Chicken 1969 said, enjoyed the show. Young lady speaks for many young people. Respect for Brandon showing reserve and love sus too. Damn, Dixie Chicken, the most positive person.
Yeah.
on this platform.
Positive.
I'm bummed I didn't get a compliment.
Good vibration.
Clifton, the colored milkman, sent $10. Said, Adam, you letting broads from Figueroa Street on the pod now?
Whoa.
She looks like she
racist
reeks.
white
Wait a minute. You just said you
What?
didn't want to read comments after deriding the host. Now you're reading
She's
one.
not technically a host. She's a guest.
He said ho. He didn't even say host. He said she's not technically a ho.
Not, a host. But wait. Then they finished it. She looks like she reeks of cocoa butter, menthols, and struggle. I guarantee she lives near a City Trends store. Shout out to Bucci Bear.
Okay.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah.
Ho Street.
Well, I mean, honestly, she doesn't smell. You don't smoke cigarettes, right?
No,
No, this
No,
is
yeah.
a hookah pen. You guys, it's not even them nicotine.
What the
things.
hell is a hookah pen?
that shit
I
big.
like hookah. It's like a little turn up vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn
Turn up vibe.
Yeah, because I don't want to drink.
Whoa.
Turn up
The rack
vibe.
is a gnarly place.
No,
I ain't looking
you
on
smell
camera.
nice. Your perfume was you was using a hell of a lot of it out there, but it smells really
Who, me?
nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Gerald Broflosky said the black bashing is tired already, and I was saying you got cheated on in the past. That's why Brandon is like this.
That's
Yes.
what I told you. That's what he was implying.
Yes.
I literally said that.
You ever have a black woman break your heart?
He for sure
No, I've been
For sure
honestly,
has.
I'm fortunate enough to not have had that.
Uh,
Because I've been married for a long time.
okay.
And also the black women that I dealt with before I was married, I didn't give a fuck about them. So if they was doing it to somebody else, who cares? It was-
Okay.
I
And your
mean,
wife is black?
yeah.
You ever
She's
bunny hop?
white. She's white. No, I'm just kidding.
You ever bunny hop?
For
When I
sure
was
he
in
has.
high school, when I was younger, I had white girlfriends.
Okay.
All
How
4
was
years
it?
of high school, I had white girlfriends.
How was the bunny hopping?
You know what was crazy? White dudes are incredibly cool with you coming through fucking their daughters, bro. Like, they don't really be tripping. Like, black dudes, hell nah. I dated Katie. Her dad, Jim, was cool. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? We in her room, like,
remember Katie, hey,
bro, not even tripping. I'm like, bro, like, do you realize I'm about to go in there
That's
and
like that Dave Chappelle skit.
blow his chick back out? But, hey, he was cool, man.
Yeah,
I
I wouldn't give a fuck, and you're kind of making me rethink that. Like, oh, am I supposed to be mad?
Right, see, it was cool because you were cool with the parents. The parents, they're young, they're this or that. Black people be damn near ready to kill your ass.
I know, like, for example, like, I think a lot of parents, they don't care about the race. They just care about, like, the character, like, the moral fiber. Like, is he a cool guy? If it's someone like you, maybe
No.
cool. But if fucking Sosa showed up, Chief
Black
Keef,
dude,
when he's
Asian
19,
dude, Listen,
Yeah.
man.
Be like, get this guy the
Somebody
fuck
that
out
was
of here.
Polish, and
that's different.
I don't know what they was saying when they was speaking. Sorry if I'm saying the language wrong, but they was Polish, and I guess it's Poland.
Poland is
correct?
where Polish people
Okay.
are from. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Strippers, right? Polish? They're on the pole?
no.
Oh.
No, they're drill rappers.
race.
They kept the pole.
They kept
No,
the pole, right?
the race.
Pa, pa, pa?
Oh, okay.
The people.
Yes, they're
the
called
play-
Polish, sweetheart,
Yeah,
yes.
that.
That's crazy.
I don't know. They told me that they were saying some very unpleasant things, and that I would have had to leave.
About black people?
Oh, no.
No,
they're-
about me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It
because
was, they said it
yeah.
was racially slurring. I was like, what are they saying? It was like, I don't feel comfortable.
No, because that's one of the most racist parts of the entire world. And, like, there's literally nothing besides that one strain of, like, genetics out there.
Yeah, so-
they're not just white, but they're, like, they're Baltic. They're pure, like,
we was about to
ivory,
open up a whole nother conversation.
blonde, white,
White, say
like-
something.
Yeah.
Shout out
so
to
they be
Polacks.
racist, bro.
Alcoholic Gamer said blueberry Red Bull and pineapple vodka and Everclear. Enjoy drinks on me.
You are a sociopath and I love you.
He's always suggesting extreme, ridiculous, complicated drinks that we probably realistically are never going to
That's
make.
what I'm saying.
Have you
You
drank
a
Everclear
blackout.
before?
A little bit, yeah. It's
That's
insane.
so fucking
it's
gnarly, bro.
Fucking crazy,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can't,
Shout
like,
out to the $2.
have y'all tried Everclear?
I've never drank alcohol.
Everclear?
Never?
Yeah.
You know,
You never drunk alcohol in your life?
No, never.
Munchie, you had it?
You'll make a
Everclear?
shot and put a little Everclear over the top.
Yeah,
and you
that's
set
what
it on
you do.
fire and you drink it.
I don't even know what
brother,
that. I wouldn't
it's
see any of
99%
those things.
Yeah.
alcohol, bro.
Is it 99? What the
99 is
fuck?
I've never-
Literally. It's so nasty.
It's 188.
I've never drank alcohol ever. I don't even know what Everclear is.
Wait,
Oh,
really?
okay. Well then,
I thought
That's
that was
some
eye
shit.
drops.
Some
Nah.
shit, dog.
I ended
You
up
could
in
put
jail
it-
off that shit.
It'll have you wandering around
yeah.
Cherry Park butt naked.
Type beat.
Wildin'. X Explosive said, Adam, let's play heads up poker. If I win, I can smash Lena.
With the eye.
Not for a $5 super chat.
Yeah,
homie.
yeah. Keep donating. Maybe I'll think about it.
It's another Lena because isn't the name spelled wrong?
Yeah, he did smell it wrong. Live from the deck said, Sus is going to argue his points until he thinks you are changing your mind. If he doesn't see you changing your mind, argue-a-thon. Yeah, that's pretty spot on.
Not for real. Like,
Hey,
it's
public
not
service
Sus-
announcement.
no, Sus-
I'm never changing my mind.
But Sus is he does the filibuster tactic where he'll just like
Yeah.
he'll
Talk,
just keep going
yeah.
until you're just like, all right,
Which to me is kind of problematic. It's
He's
kind
a
of hard to
Democrat.
listen to at a certain point when everybody's just screaming over each other.
It is, but it's like at a certain point, I'm just gonna wave the white flag.
That
Yeah.
should be
For
sassy.
insanity.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't want to listen.
But that's also content that will just go for hours and hours. But at a certain point, I feel like it's like
Hey,
not
that's gonna
that
explode
interesting.
one day.
It's exhausting.
Could be bad. It could be bad.
Keyway J says, shout out No Jumper, keep the baddie on, kick in the back, shout out Munchie and Lush, free my cuzzo Brick, free all the members on Hood.
That's right. Freedom
Shout out
break,
Keyway J. I like your name too.
Isn't Keyway like some gang term?
That's a Crip thing.
means-
Yeah,
it
yeah,
means Crip.
yeah. You ain't you're not
It means cripple in
you're
Swahili.
really not from
It's
a gang
Swahili
at all.
word.
I was from a gang. I'm
I
joking.
mean,
around.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought,
He
yeah.
said
Yeah.
cripple. This
Okay.
fool-
That is literally what it means.
Yeah.
That's not literally what it means.
Wait,
That's
Keyway is
No, that's
Swahili.
what they say, but it's bad Swahili.
It's like some Swahili Crip shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. JCM Slumpy said, keep that NEGRO, which I don't really feel comfortable saying, on the show. He knows what he's talking about.
Hey,
There you go. Money Mob Tay said, Adam, bring Brandon on as a host. His takes are real world, and he drops Jews.
He drops Jews.
Jews. I think he means
we get
jewels.
demonetized.
Drops jewels every pod, and Munchie is missing out. He next to a top 1% baddie. Damn, Munchie, just so you know, you're really in the zone
Just
right now.
hey, can Munchie like grab your thigh? No, I'm
Jews,
just
like
kidding.
easy.
No, he said, y'all niggas crazy.
JCM Slumpy also says she needs to stand up or get off the show.
I know, man. You need to get up and let us. For the people that are just listening, we can describe.
I don't have an OnlyFans, so we have to respect his woman that he got.
What the? That girl ain't
we're-
thinking about
We're
you.
perfectly. It's 360 gang out here. I don't know. Brandon is real for all, and Snuggie and Jaylee's speak for young women today. Shout out Dixie Chicken.
Period.
Fucking Dixie Chicken also said, not forgetting Munchie and Adam and Lush. Aw, heart
Thanks.
emoji. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you, Queen.
Pun's old teeth said, Munchie, who got more structure, homies, Keyways, or Damus?
When he say homies, he mean the Hispanics?
Oh, homies, Keyways, or
Yeah, yeah,
Damus.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, that is what he's saying.
Shit, no comment.
No.
Right.
Snoopy Badass always talking about how the Bloods just hate on each other and the Crips all get along.
He's not a blood to speak on it, man. Like, what is this nigga? Hey, hold on. Not like that. He went through his DM trying to blast me, talking about me in his DM. Then he got to his DM. He didn't think you'll read that. If you ain't liking my post, I'm unfollowing you. I'm like, is you serious? Do you remember that?
That was part of his complaint
He
about
tried
you?
to pass you my phone, trying to show the DM of me doing. And like,
I don't like any posts.
what I'm like your shit? What am I liking your shit for, nigga? What is that nigga's crazy, bro.
Complaining about people not liking your content is definitely
That's
bizarre.
that's sassy.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
That is.
that is a little
It's
weird.
like, why are you watching if you
I
don't
manifested that word.
yeah,
Sassy.
sassy is a useful word. Yeah.
No,
It's
no, you
real
don't- no,
good.
no. I got the sassy badass diss on YouTube.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I
Fair
beat you
enough.
to it on B10.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right, my next topic that I would like to initiate involves the man to the right of me, to the left from the viewer's perspective. Lush, over the weekend, you got into a very contentious back and forth with a man known as Urinal, aka Yuri.
That's crazy.
Now, I feel like a fair amount of background information is probably appropriate since 3 of the people here probably are not terribly familiar with your back and forth with Urinal.
Was it? But was it really a back and forth, or did I just like cock slap this fool all weekend, and I'm still like, I'm still like just like devastating him. I'm bringing destruction to his soul.
Just to add a little bit of background, even on Friday when we were on the live stream listening to people's music, which was a good old time, and I was also off the MDMA mushroom candy, so I was in a particular state of mind. But during that, Pot Lord and his wife Allie basically went on a live stream, and they were exposing that allegedly Riley, Yuri's girlfriend, had an abortion. Then Pot Lord proceeds to get on stream and start teasing that there's even more information that needed to be leaked. And from all that I've been able to see, it would seem that it was both the abortion as well as like a cheating accusation. So we don't actually still know if Riley cheated on Yuri or if Yuri cheated on Riley. It seems like Riley cheating is probably the more likely scenario. But somehow them being involved with that led to Lush. Oh, and for the record, that was all in response to Yuri basically calling out Pot Lord and saying that he was going to get Pot Lord's kids taken away by CPS. Which once Yuri says that, you know, I do think weaponizing an abortion is typically like pretty fucked up and not really something I would get behind.
He talking about if his girl got an abortion, she wanted to get one.
Right, but I mean, whatever. But like these are like they're good friends from a couple of years ago, and now apparently they have beef, and so she's basically airing out anything that she knows about Riley and Yuri. But Yuri was on some live streamer's stream and basically started saying all this crazy shit about Pot Lord. So Pot Lord, in return, this weekend has been all about tit for tat, because then Pot Lord takes the fact that he said this shit about CPS and his child and uses that as fuel to basically say, hey, fuck you. I know that your girl had an abortion and also probably cheated on you. And then somehow Lush ends up on a live stream and records a diss song in which
7 diss songs.
He thinks back into the back of his brain, and Lush says, well, you know what? You previously dissed my unborn child that passed in a miscarriage. Sure, go.
Just interject right there. He did an entire live stream while my girl was pregnant and put a picture of me behind him talking about, hey, since this crackhead couple about to have a crack baby, we should fucking celebrate at the crack baby's birth by having a bunch of meth pipes and ecstasy pills. That's what we should do. We should have a celebration. So I was like, hey, Yuri, you're a bitch. What's up with it? He said, pull up. I pulled up to his crib. He called the Johnnies. You feel me?
And then moved out of state.
And then I ran him like the bitch that he is out of the entire state, because you're not welcome in the Bay no more either.
He left the state.
Yeah, he out of here. He's in Oregon. You feel me? Hiding like a bitch.
Damn.
He's hiding like a bitch.
Wait, I thought he was in the Bay.
He's not welcome in the Bay. He in the outskirt towns, and he getting ran out of there currently.
Not Oregon.
So you banning niggas from California.
Straight the fuck up. Banning fools from California. Not the first time.
You're blacklisted,
in fact, I ran
buddy.
2 people out of town this weekend, matter of fact.
Yeah, Sharp's gone too.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
It
don't matter. It don't matter if I'm right or wrong. It's up and it's stuck forever. I've never been disrespected to that degree. I will beat every living relative that he has within an inch of their life if I encounter them. I will do anything to cause pain.
Any living relative.
Nah, grandma.
Matter of fact, no, I'm smoking on his sister as we speak. Who's hold on, cocaine bots in the chat, and I want to let me know who's got a dabby of that Abby. Who's taking dabby to that Abby right now?
Abby.
You feel me?
Yo, you can't talk about nobody unborn kid.
No. Guess what? It's all content till Yuri's sister dies. Slap that dead bitch with my cock. Leave her digmatized. You feel me? Yeah. That's what the fuck time
he
I'm
just
on.
4+4.
What are you doing? I got trauma now, Adam. Thank you.
My initial reaction when I realized that you had recorded multiple diss songs dissing his dead sister was somewhat horrified. However, then once I remembered that he had done a live stream in which he basically, wished death upon your unborn child, it really was kind of like, well, how can I possibly feel bad for him? Everything's off the table at that point.
Yeah, it is.
So
feeling frail when I'm smoking on that Abigail.
I feel like with me,
he 4+4.
no matter how bad a beef is, I'm not gonna go with the dissing of a dead.
That's
sibling.
wrong. That's wrong.
The dead.
I have more reason to hate Yuri than almost anybody out there.
Dissing the dead.
But that being said, I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like it's a proportional response.
Oh, and guess what else? Guess what
It's
else,
about
guys?
right.
Guess what else? Remember, you know, I'm the black. They say Lush is the black sheep of his family, and his parents don't like him. But guess what? Little Nicky, little baby Nicky's rich parents got him a high-powered Jewish attorney to fuck Yuri in the ass. So guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You might just get countersued. You feel me?
This is above our pay grade.
Yeah. it's
Hey,
above
did
our
you
pay-
name
it's
one
above
of the songs
everybody's pay grade.
Abigail though?
Hell
Y'all
yeah,
see
it's the
that
first
plate?
Abigail.
I'm definitely.
You see that plate? You left no crumbs. You ate that.
And here's the coldest part, because you can't respond, because I'm so good at what I do when I bring this, and I'm reaching new levels of this is the best I've ever rapped in my life, and I'm always been really good, but I'm like reaching, like we're doing these things. Shouts to my boy Kenny Malice. We're doing streams. I just brought my stream back. Munchie, I want you to come soon and do one with us.
Yeah, we got to start doing that shit here. We got to
we're
create
gonna
the
do it
Black Boy Max environment in here. Let's do it. Yeah,
please,
yeah.
please, because what we do, we spin.
Hey,
Touch my back, I'll touch yours.
We spin a wheel. We put different genre, like we'll say ATL trap, Stockton type beat, Flint type beat, Detroit type beat, whatever it
Yeah,
lands on.
I want to make some songs on stream.
We made it the beat, and I did all those songs right there. You feel me? And I'm still, and the songs people fucking love. Oh, and by the way, you got to stream the White Brick Baby song too as well, which is crazy.
How long did it take you to make 7 songs on stream?
I'm fucking great.
How long did it take though?
Well, there's multiple streams. Like,
okay.
There's like we did a 5.5 hour stream till like 1 a.m. last night. And,
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, will Yuri ever come back to California?
Hell
Find out
no.
on the next episode of Hollywood Hills Jewish Street Beef.
He don't
Nah,
even.
nah,
He don't got enough money to hop on the bus.
Yeah, you gonna see you gonna see like how much my parents don't fuck with me when you see who walks up with me in court, homeboy.
Dang.
You feel me? Like you gonna see.
Y'all going to litigation? Damn.
He might as well just, you feel me? He might get even before that.
Is there
date
any
arrives.
way that we can reach a peaceful resolution?
Fuck no.
No.
There's no peace.
Yo, and for the
I'm
record
dating
though,
and I'll be
I see why you're a sus friends.
Your lawyer has a very easy job because all that you have to say is, do you want to file a defamation claim against him? Because that's the only logical claim that they could have against you. Everything that happened with you was after they left No Jumper. So to act as if it was some kind of like workplace thing that took place, it's not. It's not at all. Our shit's similar, but a little bit more complicated because we are his former employers who fired him. But with you, I mean, it's an open and shut thing.
Yeah, and talk about defamation. What about like doing an entire stream talking about a fucking dead infant and calling it like a crack baby and all that shit, bro? Like,
Yeah.
like honestly, like I wish nothing but pain in your life for eternity.
For sure, you're
Yeah,
gotta
that's
die.
fair. At first, when they first explained it, they didn't go that deep into it.
It's all content till Yuri's sister dies.
So Yuri is also Jewish too?
No, he's a bitch.
No possible overlap there.
He's just a bitch, is what
We
he
gonna
is.
have to
He's
go
a-
to the grocery
He's a
store
little
after
bitch
this one.
that has a pussy between his legs. You
You
feel
know,
me?
and as much as I hate Riley, I'm praying that all of this shit ends with her leaving him because he deserves to be completely isolated.
That's
He
just
cried on stream. Actually, do we have the clip? We should watch him cry.
I
on
made
stream.
him cry. It was because of me. And how you? I said, because this is from my boy Potlord. I said, how you call CPS? You called your own kid. You the real Reaper. I ain't even on shit. You feel me? Like, bro, I'm cold.
They're also saying he bear maced his cat.
Yeah, he bear maced his cat. My cat. Guess what? On the live kitties, my cat is thriving. You feel me? Like, Marble is doing great.
My cat's dead, but it had nothing to do with
Slide
him.
for Luffy.
We
Justice
love
for
people
Tony.
that love animals.
Yeah.
Shout out to PETA. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
PETA.
There's PETAs.
Not
but,
the bread.
But don't be a PETA file.
That was
What does
Not
PETA
PETA.
stand for?
People for the
Protection
ethical
and
treatment of animals.
Yeah.
Fuck PETA. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, Yuri at one point got on stream and started crying, which is pretty rich coming
Bitch.
from somebody who feels as if, you know, he could just sue people that he doesn't get along with somebody who does streams talking about dead miscarriage babies. Well, I guess it wasn't dead at the time, but, you know, either way, it's just like he's got all this energy, and then as soon as somebody makes fun of his fucking dead sister, then he wants to start crying on stream.
wanna
Really
fight him
shows
right
you
now.
who's the most durable out of this group. Is it us or is it you? And so meanwhile, Yuri's audience is crumbling. He's got like increasingly less and less viewers. And then in addition to that, he's also you know, he's not even man enough to go live with face cam anymore. So he has the camera turned off. and he's on stream just playing MGMT and sort of playing video games, but you can't even see him, because if you could see him, it would be so obvious that his mental state is completely destroyed from the course of the past couple of years.
So Yuri must have did something to you too.
He sued me, and I'm still currently dealing with that.
Oh, this is the guy who was crying with the shaved head in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He sued his only friend.
He sued the only person that ever gave him an opportunity business-wise, from my perspective. Like, I was the first person to ever give him a job, and then I also was the reason why he met his now girlfriend, because she went to one of my meet and greets. Let's just enjoy this. Where is it?
It's all content. Chili.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, look at him.
Look at this
wrong with his head?
Oh, we gotta turn this up. Let's go. Look at him crying.
I'll drink to this.
What the hell?
Hey, y'all crazy, y'all. That nigga dead.
I try my best, bro. I try my best to be strong-minded and shit, but
I'm gonna listen to a
if
grown
your
man
only
cry.
way of trolling me is bringing up my fucking dead sister,
Abby and the Dabby.
fucking low, bro.
Let's take a Dabigail. Lily smoking Lily pack.
Yo, send this to every viral page on the face of the planet. Make this go viral. Streamer rage quits and cries and gets off stream because he can't handle
A diss
somebody
track.
making a joke about his dead sister when he did an entire stream making fun of a baby, an unborn baby, and then also sued the only people that ever did anything for him ever in his life. Yuri, you deserve death and nothing less.
Hey, Adam, what is going on with this dude haircut? Like,
Hey, y'all
it's hard for
We're
me
trying
to
to get some
focus.
attention. I don't know.
That damn
We gonna need a
haircut is
link card if y'all
crazy.
keep eating like that.
No, see, this is what happens like when you become a slave, like these IRL streamers, and this is like what made inevitably Jack Doherty go on the path that he was on. They're so desperate to entertain their audience, and you like. I think you had even told me that on an IRL stream you can't be silent for more than 5 seconds, or you lose significant viewership.
Right.
So they're just like, "What do I do? Oh, I don't know, guys. Hey, so $10 and I'll cut my hair. I'll make a stupid design on my head. I'll jump in some Chip and Dale dancers' arms." Like he does a bunch of gay shit, whatever it is, just to pacify the audience. I'm pretty sure if they were like, "Rip your teeth out," I got fucking a band on it. He'll fucking pull his teeth out and be on toothless on the fucking stream for
Johnny,
a
I
week.
just sent you an email.
That's crazy.
We're gonna play the clip of Yuri making fun of Lush's unborn baby, just so that we can really emphasize what a piece of shit this is and how undeserving of sympathy he is.
No, and exactly.
And yes, I did
IRL
say that
streamers different.
Paul Lord's wife should die, but that was a long time ago, and I take it back.
And shouts to Ali. Ali didn't even have to. She
Why he
apologized
threw
to
that
me
in there?
before I even.
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
She Paul Lord is cool, bro.
It's just anyone who hates Yuri, I am willing to forget everything that ever happened beforehand and get over it for the furtherance of our mutual hatred of Yuri.
So you'll
T-Rail, you better get on that.
Oh,
look, he said accept him.
I just, by the way, my songs diss everybody.
Let's
A lot
watch
of
this.
people got
Shout
dissed.
out to We Starvin' for clipping this.
Is going to be a father soon, right?
Still am, bitch.
Congratulations. Unfortunately, this baby is going to be a crack baby. It's going to be born addicted to certain substances. So I was thinking for the baby shower, we can provide those substances. You know what I mean? Like if the baby's like, fuck, I was doing, we were both doing crack and tweak and pookie. Like, I think for the baby shower, we should bring pookies, Fenty, what else, dude? Fucking Molly, crack. I don't know what else is gonna be in that baby's blood. I have no idea, bro. But shit's gonna be a fucking shit show. It's gonna be a mixing pot of drugs, basically, and fucking bad decisions.
Not a melting pot.
Bro, I feel bad for this man.
Deport
God damn, bro.
Mike Dot dropped a bag of $1.99. El Lush. El Sam. El Sam's baby. El Crack baby. We out here. W Yuri.
Listen to his
W
fucked
Tom.
up fans for
On the
thinking that
bright
this is
side,
funny too.
the baby can
his
cross
fans are
off
either
trying crack
15
off
or
his bucket list.
65. There's no people that are.
Damn, how many drugs is this baby gonna have tried before it was even born? I'm guessing 5. I vote 5. I think 5. I think by the time this baby's born,
guessing
at
which
least
age?
5 drugs
Stop
have
doing too
gone.
much, y'all?
Hush.
No.
This guy doesn't even care
He's
about
going
the
to be a
dead
father.
sister. He's
Oh,
just.
Out of respect, though, what is a pookie, though?
Awesome.
It's like a meth
bite.
Congratulations.
Meth bite.
I think he's not even emotional over
This
the dead
baby
sister.
is
I
going
think
Okay,
he's.
so you can
Oh
pause
no,
it.
he
Yeah.
is. It hurts his soul.
And I sent you another
because,
one too.
Here's why: because he wasn't there for her. You feel me? That's why I said it's his fault. You feel me? It's all Yuri's fault. He couldn't prevent her death. That's one of the bars.
But you don't feel like
You could have done something, bro. You didn't talk to her when you had the chance, bro. You didn't talk to her.
you don't feel like bro might be playing
My
up.
brothers are alive. I don't know what it feels like to have, a sister that died because I didn't love her enough like you. Like what happened to Abigail?
dude is
Now she in a blunt.
Hey,
The
but
whole squad hitting that like they used to back in the day when they ran through it.
God damn.
Wow.
Hey, you don't feel like he might be playing it up with the dead sister crying because he wants to kind of get some sympathy after he said what he said about your baby?
It's not working.
I mean, it's probably not working. But to me, someone who's that damn low down and degenerate to start bringing up a baby, talking about being a crack baby.
He really
probably
is that
just a
low down
fucking-
and degenerate, though.
But
He's
what-
really that guy.
But what
You
I'm
know what,
saying
Brandon?
is,
You're right.
people like that don't have the capacity
It's
to care
completely
about other
disingenuous.
people.
It's completely
They're
disingenuous.
narcissistic.
Yep.
They're narcissistic because this guy literally, he's only caring about himself. His ego's hurt, so I'm gonna throw a low blow at Lush's baby, and then people start turning on me. So now I'm trying to. Then Lush says something about my sister, so now I'm gonna act like I'm all torn up over my sister.
Because you
This
got to
guy's
remember
sick.
that during these clips, he still lived in LA. He was still part of the podcast, Reconnected with House Fun and Blasey and everybody. He still had friends. Now he's got nobody there for him. He's broke. He's got a side job that he doesn't want anybody to know about. He's streaming by himself to 30 people, and as a result, now he's crying as soon as a joke is made like that. Let's watch this clip right here.
Abby and a Dabby.
Is going to be a father soon, right? Congratulations. Unfortunately, this baby is going to be a crack
Yeah, we already
baby.
watched
It's
it.
going to be
Yeah, we
born
watched
a-
this.
Did I send you the same link twice, or did we just? Yeah,
Bro
that
trying
was
to
the
bleed
same
the
one.
fuck
No,
out
I
of me. That's
like it.
crazy.
I
bad,
like
my
it because
bad.
it further justifies. But here's the
Oh,
thing.
wait,
Like
okay.
I'm so charged up about it. Like it should do make me like y'all felt my aura change. I was just
Yeah.
chilling, right? We were just having
Yeah,
simple,
you
nice
was real
conversation.
Let's
chill.
go
Well,
aura
you
for
always
aura.
chill.
You got turned up. This.
Yeah.
You could tell this
I'm
guy
really
got
turned
you
up.
going, but I mean, I get it. You talk
Thank
about
you. I
my
got the
unborn
spirit of
child. I'm
Abigail
ready
in
to
my
fight
blood,
somebody.
writing the best music of my life. Abigail's gonna get a. She's ghostwriter. You feel me?
Okay.
I start speaking Russian fluently when I hit it. I'd be like, "Bushka,
You going Super Saiyan?
babushka."
You're Russian?
No, his sister Abigail is. So when I hit that, when I smoke it, I start
Nah,
I'm fluent.
You fucking
I
crazy.
think I know all 35 letters in
turning
their
you Super
Slavic
Saiyan?
alphabet.
Oh,
You
okay,
got
okay.
supercharged?
This is the video.
Fuck.
All
Pussy
right,
smell like
here
the
we go.
streets
Here
of
we go.
Moscow.
This is a good one too.
Impoverished and all that. Potatoes and all that.
Compa
Vodka.
Raider. He's a little bitch. He's a 4-foot-tall bitch who has a shitty restaurant that serves old sushi. I've eaten his sushi before and I vomited, bro. It shit was fucking gross. Someone brought it to the No Jumper office a long time ago and no one ate that shit. He has the worst sushi restaurant in the world. He's a little 4-foot-tall bitch, and I want to say any of those things he said to my fucking face. He's a little bitch. Fuck Compa Raider, bro.
I don't even know what.
He's talking about. So this was that same day. He challenged both me and Compa Raider.
And then they showed up for the fade, and he ranked it.
And he ranked it.
He hit
called-
under a desk.
He hit under a desk, ended the stream, called the Johnnies and called his partners to slide allegedly with Blick. You feel
And
me?
those
Like,
same people are now adamantly against him.
yeah. And now they fuck with us and not him. So
Damn, it's tough to be.
Hey,
nice.
y'all
it's-
bleeding this
and it's,
dude.
at first, like Phone left a comment on my shit, and he was all like, "Oh, that's
Okay,
corny."
it's a murder scene.
He
This
said
is
that. He
serious.
said that.
No murders
this,
yet.
Did he win the lawsuit against you?
No,
Adam?
no, he
Yeah, that's
said he
overkill.
said he was bleeding them.
Still in the works.
This has been
Okay.
like this is what I really was like before I became a good person and shit. Now this guy's bad.
Now you ready?
But
So-
guess what? I like this better.
Okay, so now that we've dismantled urine, can we click that Sharp Leaves LA link? I don't even know. Is this a little clip of him talking about it or something? Oh,
He's
this
more
is a
suited for,
2-hour
like,
live stream link.
You know, he was never up for the pace of the city. He's more like a small town kind of guy.
Right. So okay,
Yeah,
Sharp came
Yeah.
out here. I'm just gonna narrate this for the people
straight
at home.
OT energy.
Yeah.
Sharp came out here thinking that he was a big deal. He was a million view kind of guy. He thought that he was going to be able to come out to Los Angeles and make his mark, meet people, mingle, do his thing. Instead, he came out to Los Angeles and quickly realized that he didn't have what it takes. So now he's tucking his tail and skedaddling back to Vegas, a smaller pond where he feels like he might be able to make something out of himself. Spoiler, you're a failure here, and you're going to be a failure in Vegas, just like you were a failure before you came out here, Sharp. Just to make ourselves perfectly clear, we gave you every opportunity to make something out of yourself, and you fucked it up. You can't blame it on anybody besides yourself. You're a washed up pimp. You're a failed YouTuber. And most importantly, you're a faggot.
Yeah.
So I just want to make that perfectly clear. I know you're probably, in the course of that 2-hour stream, you're probably blaming everybody besides yourself. I would ask you to please look inwardly and realize the problem is you.
And we don't give a fuck about this grifting ass charlatan who literally his entire existence is defined upon preying upon women who've been sexually abused. He's incapable.
Can you explain for the audience what a charlatan is?
A charlatan is somebody that's basically a snake oil salesman.
I know they was like, what?
Hey, y'all Tupac hit him up today, huh?
Yeah, I know, right? Where does this energy come from? Munchie's like, I used to be like this.
I'm on shit, bro.
Let's put Brandon big ass on the pod and start dissing everybody. Like, I feel like that. Like, am I like security in this motherfucker?
Didn't I ask you earlier?
If you fuck with us, see this big black guy.
Y'all catching me up on everything.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about
But
the
well, here's the thing, though,
Yuri dude.
because
like,
think about like Sharp is incapable of having normal human interaction with a woman. If you've ever seen him, I've never seen
No game.
No, fucking interview, like in normal conversation.
No game.
I've never seen someone scare the pussy away at such a like expeditious degree.
He scares the hose just by existing.
Like literally.
I thought that was an act.
No,
I did too.
The act is him acting as if he's drowning in pussy and like he's got options. The
but
reality
yelling
is
acting
that he
like
got
giving game
nothing
and
going
like
on.
they beneath him.
He'll never know what real love is. He'll never know about the genuine connection between a man and a woman. Probably because he was abused. Because
But he a pimp
people.
though. But I'm saying,
Right.
but what part is an act though? Y'all saying?
As far
Him having
well,
women?
the act is because here I've known a lot of pimps, Munchie, and a lot of normally the pimps that I know, no matter what they be doing, if they're gorilla pimps or if they're purism, it don't matter. They get bless you, salute. Girls like them. They know how to interact with women. They know how to be enticing to women.
Right.
But this dude, he has no social awareness. He doesn't. The only type of bitches he talks to are women that have been sexually abused, who are willing to actually be prostitutes, which is such a small percentage of like the actual women out there. The women that choose to do that, and it's crazy that I'm not even getting into the racial ramifications. That's a whole other conversation.
But
with the dude
pimps don't mess
who's
with
pretty much
squares, though,
80% white.
Pimps mess with hoes though. That's what they do.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what you mean? Like he ain't gonna mess with a
Right, exactly. He'll never know the love.
I'm gonna call a little bit of hypocrisy here because
nowadays, some of the girls that like to hoe, it's really a choice. Some girls don't even give it a
Not
chance.
with him.
Oh.
hey, I
Get
got
on the blade, bitch.
I gotta call a little bit of hypocrisy here on the part of Lush and Adam. In defense of Sharp, I don't even know the guy, but you were benefiting off of that for a while. You had a couple million views.
He came on the podcast. He was crashing out, doing content with girls, yelling at him, screaming at him. He was a lol cow from the very beginning. We tried to incubate him. We tried to help guide him in the better direction. He was incapable of learning. He was incapable of growth. So as a result, he very quickly became a 15,000 view an episode interviewer. And eventually we had to cut ties and not pay him a monthly salary. That led to him basically trashing my wife and I on live stream instead of coming to me and having a conversation. Me, somebody who put a lot of money in his pockets over the years.
But it's like
his accolades consisted of soft white underbelly,
being a lol cow on there,
mall kiosk jewelry, and receiving a paid-for pimp trophy that looks like a fucking AYSO fifth grader.
So they don't know what
soccer.
that. Hey, explain to the fans what AYSO is. Soccer league.
American Youth Soccer Organization.
You gotta let us know. We from the hood. People don't average know that.
Participation trophy for an 8-year-old essentially is what his pimp trophy looks like. All right,
But it's
he paid for his pimp awards.
He had the audacity to say that I didn't know who you were prior to No Jumper Church. Well, guess what? You know who did know about me? The guy you had a fucking shrine to in your bathroom, who I worked with for years and who respects me and fucks with me, who said he doesn't know who you are.
Well, my
You're
granddad.
beneath me in all aspects of society, Sharp. You are a fucking pathetic peon of a human being. Though that's when I say P referencing you, pathetic peon.
Hey, my granddaddy used to tell me a hunting dog gonna hunt. You guys kind of like trained him indirectly to like lean on that, like screaming and yelling, because it was lucrative at one point.
It was working. At least he had one thing that was working, which he then quickly left behind. But the result, the thing that people forget, the reason why he left that shtick behind is because he met his match. He did a podcast with, what's her name, Masika?
Yeah, the one that
Masika, right? I interviewed her.
Oh, and he was like sexually like, you got your little panties on, girl.
Yeah, he basically met his match, and he ended up walking off. There's actually multiple podcasts.
Walked off his own shit?
He walked off his own podcast because she was not falling for his bullshit game that he was trying to impress upon.
So were you trying to get Sharp to continue to be toxic and controversial?
Yes, I was trying to make him a better version of that.
So
he was.
He could have been
So
Kevin Samuels one day.
So basically, you want him to continue. You want him to continue to be toxic and stuff, but better in a more lucrative way. And he basically tried to like turn on you, or was it like he failed?
No, he thought he was bigger than the program, and he thought that he could leave his gimmick behind and be an actual typical interviewer, like the kind that I am, who's able to actually have long, in-depth conversations with people. And he took many, many L's in the process of that, such as when he went and interviewed Kevin Gates at his house, and the interview never came out because they had a bunch of stipulations. They said, we don't want to talk about these topics. We don't want any alcohol on the set. Sharp proceeds to get drunk as fuck. He's got alcohol on set. And then he asked all the questions that they didn't want him to ask. And then the interview never came out, which he had heavily promoted on social media before it was decided that it wasn't going to come out. Sharp, for the record, we have that content. We might fuck around and put that content out just to spite you.
Hey, Adam, whatever happened with that DJ Quick interview that he was supposed to do?
You mean when he flew out here?
Right?
No. He flew out here from Vegas to do a piece of content with, was it DJ Quick?
DJ Quick.
And DJ Quick stood him up. Want to know why? Because Sharp, real ones don't respect you.
Hey, so
they realize you're a lol cow.
What did I run across with him and DJ Quick then? He didn't. He wasn't out with him.
So he had,
and then they came back here, right?
Yes, Munchie. So you're correct.
Right.
First, he randomly ran into DJ Quick, brought him to No Jumper. Ironically enough, this is when I knew I needed to really be on this show because nobody knew who he was. They were like pretending. I think it was, I forget, it was Phone and a few
What
other
happened with
people.
DJ Quick, bro?
And they were like, oh yeah, it's this guy. I was like, dude, this is my fucking idol right here. Like, you idiots don't know who he is. No offense. You feel me? And I was like, what the fuck? But then Sharp,
Wasn't it sugar free?
No, he didn't get. He got stood up by Sugar Free and Quick.
Okay, the one I'm thinking of is sugar free because he was in the office getting drunk as fuck. He was pissed.
Yeah, so all this realism, like the real pimps.
So DJ Quick did come.
No, bro, he came for like a random. He hopped on the stream for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
He didn't do the actual.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He came to the office with Sharp, popping Bel Air Church. He probably told him, "I'll give you a brand if you come with me, Church."
Sipping on Bel Air.
Yeah, then he came, was on the table for like 5 minutes and dipped. And he said, we're going to be doing an interview soon. And then Quick never did it. So I'd like to tell you, Mr. Quick, Mr. David, sir, I want to let you know that we would love to interview you on this prestigious platform and talk all about your entire career, just like Compton, safe and sound, everything. I know it from the beginning, middle to where it's at now. So Sharp's not built for really chopping it up with great music.
Lush, we get it, man. Dang, damn. Lush like Adam on shit. I'm tripping.
Hey, the last two people that just got brought up, when you see him, you better be ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Because it's fighting words, bro. Like,
well,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think Sharp would fight anyone.
I'll tell you what, I don't care if he would or wouldn't, but anybody running up on me is gonna have something coming, bro.
Period. No, you gotta say all that.
Bear mace?
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah,
Man, now you over here.
Or we're gonna put a
this dude about to go
charge
to the
on
vet.
you.
This dude about to go to the
We're gonna
vet.
put a charge on you.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Case on you.
I just feel like in defense of Sharp.
Okay, Sharp and DJ Quick. I think you were thinking of sugar free.
Maybe the Sugar Free.
Yeah. Because I know he did. It was something with him and DJ Quick that.
Look at the
Well,
pain.
that's what it was. I forgot. You did a terrible interview with DJ Quick. Didn't know anything about it.
37 minutes.
Deleted it.
Didn't know anything about it whatsoever. That's what it was.
37 minutes. So you get a legend like DJ Quick in the building, and you do 37 minutes. You basic ass amateur podcasting piece of shit.
Yeah, you suck.
Damn, dog. You
all
got
aspects of life.
What do you think the Sharp is going to actually get into? Because I think that the fans need to get in contact with the local authorities and tell them, Vegas, there's another sex trafficker on the block.
Nah, that's telling, B-Team.
And telling, I think, in this case, is a good thing for the culture as a whole.
He's a good citizen.
I'm just
He's
a
doing the
mere
right
citizen.
we can't
You're
tell.
a citizen today.
We
Yeah.
can't tell. Just get
I don't respect sex
no,
traffickers.
I think-
Wait, hold on, Adam. You still giving out that $1,000 for somebody that find you incriminated somebody?
That's about Brick Baby.
Oh, okay. Because I was just saying, hold on, where my $1,000 at? Because that's right there.
Nah.
Hey, by the way, Sharp took another L, which wasn't discussed. The L
hold on.
to rent a center.
But we ain't gonna wish the sex trafficking thing. Just have somebody whoop him out, beat his ass. You know what I'm saying?
I
Good
mean,
point, Mike.
That's a good
That's
idea too.
the man left the state. You guys could kind of just let it go. But the thing I'm
Just a
saying,
victory lap.
there's an old saying like, never kick a man when he's down.
No.
But
I
Lush,
disagree.
you kicking shit. You going ham on
Guess
bro.
You gotta do it.
Two things. I don't give a fuck if people like it or not. But guess what?
You not caring if people like something?
Right. Check. I know, right? It's a new arc. It's a new arc. It's a new arc.
You've
It's
changed.
Evil. I'm Demon Lush now. Because here's the thing. Every single... I never started shit with Sharp's bitch ass once. It's always him getting at me. He said, Lush ain't welcome back. It's a nay from me. I don't want you to come back on the podcast. Every single
Hey,
time
why you
he
didn't have
got
that
something
energy
to
for him
say
when he
about
said
me.
that though?
Because I was like...
Because he acted like he was running something like he made a decision whether you came back
Oh,
or
you
not.
want to know why, Munchie? Because I have a great answer for you. Because I was already back. Adam had already brought me back.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He's acting like he.
So why would I?
He was
So,
in
so
on
I
the.
was, so I was laughing because I knew I was going to be there the next day. The
Yeah.
podcast that he wanted to be
That
on.
was funny.
That's going to make him look. He made himself look awful. His comments were fucking torch. And you know, like his fans are the lowest common denominator of intelligence. These are like a bunch of women that have been abused and a bunch of little boys cosplaying wannabe pimp
It's
life,
the
right?
same kind of chicks that date
So-
dudes who are in prison and
Yeah,
send them
literally
money.
prison pets.
Those are the type of people who donate on Sharp Stream.
Exactly, literally. So,
Man, shout out them. I got homies locked up. They need
Hey.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
keep
do I.
sending them cash.
Lock
I mean,
up
I think Sharp. I think Sharp had his negative points from what y'all saying, but I just think he was a dude who tried to go away from
Dorn
something
locked up. Send that
that
shit.
maybe was no longer, consistent with the
word,
goals he had
how
for
does it-
himself for the future. But what I would think is like, okay, maybe he thought, how long am I going to be able to be on here arguing with women and yelling and still stay relevant?
wouldn't you rather yell at women on a podcast than like force them to like turn tricks for money and like risk their safety and health?
No,
You wouldn't?
no. Hey, but that whole thing, I don't know he's doing. That's allegedly.
you
That's
know
an
what goes
accusation.
No, that's what he talked about on Southpaw Underbelly and on this podcast.
can talk about
That's
those.
like the whole entire hill his
Adam, you
life has a
giving
vibe.
creative space, creative freedom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you could have told him like, nah, just stick to that because you're not a good interviewer.
We tried. We had multiple meetings with him where we tried to talk some sense into him. He wasn't trying to hear it because he would just put the blame on everybody else. So anyway, there's another thing. WAG 100 decided to run a play on Sharp where he messaged Sharp and told him, hey, Adam wants you back on the podcast. Now, never did I ever say anything like this. And in order to prove it, WAG texted me at the same time that he messaged Sharp and said, hey, check this out. I'm about to do a play on Sharp or whatever. And I don't even know if I responded or I might have said LOL or some shit like that. So then Sharp obviously has to create multiple hours worth of content about this. Sharp, spoiler, you got fooled. Never, ever did I say that I wanted to have you back on the podcast. We did offer to have you back on the podcast right after you disrespected my wife. We said that we would sit down with you. You decided that you didn't want to because you were making a bunch of money on stream at that time and you were feeling yourself because that's the first money that you made probably since you left No Jumper. But for the record, Sharp made it clear that he thinks that he needs $100,000 to come on No Jumper. Sharp, another No Jumper appearance would be the greatest thing that ever happened to you in your entire life. And nobody is ever going to pay you money, ever, to do content so long as you are alive. You will never do a paid interview. If anything, you might have to pay to go on other people's podcasts. The fact that you think that you might be worth that is ridiculous. He also, at one point, just to put into perspective how much he overvalues his own talents, he tried to say that he wants $10,000 to do a rap verse for somebody.
What? He sucks.
$10,000.
You know what the funniest thing is?
Remember when I got his music video taken down? Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good.
Speak
Hey, so,
energy
hold on,
out.
hold on. Hey, so when Wack hit him and said you wanted him to come back, he believed it and he went.
And
Yes.
then he went out
talked to
stream and
nobody.
started
Yes.
gloating about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He said respectfully or disrespectfully. No, that's a name for me, church. But here's the thing. Two things, right? So it's kind of funny that Sharp chose to defend Yuri this weekend because what do we call Yuri? Urine. What does Sharp like to drink?
Urine.
He drinks
Hey.
Cambodian piss by the boatload. So, and then on top of that, I want to make it clear that Lil House Phone first left the comment saying like, "Oh, this is corny, Lush." Then he called me, and we had a great conversation for an hour, and it was very, very friendly. That's my dog, you feel me? And he, within 10 minutes, was like, "I totally feel why you did what you did."
Damn.
And like, and he's like, when I said you were corny, I was talking about the whole situation. I said all this podcast shit y'all be doing when y'all argue is corny. So
I think you guys should set up like a boxing match. You versus Sharp, like
you versus Suspect.
No, me versus Suspect. You versus Sharp. You versus Yuri.
Snuggie
and
versus
the cat.
Riley.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is, but Adam said, "Get him, I'ma get him."
Yeah, exactly.
What is he talking about?
Yeah, white bitch.
That's why
$50 for the blowout.
That's why I respect Crip Mac. Crip Mac just get a friendly fade and be done with it. That's what y'all could have learned from Crip Mac, because this could have all been dead.
I couldn't have learned nothing from that.
Look. Man, you can learn something from anybody. Come on. But nah, yeah, y'all sound like y'all need to set the LA podcast beef boxing card up.
Abigail the album
Freddie
coming
Roach,
soon.
run it.
Abigail the album coming soon.
Now, I would like to encourage everybody, if you want to watch some more content after this, that me and Lush went on the Viral Way podcast in Long Beach on Friday. Came out over the weekend. So if you want to see us get grilled by them, feel free to head on over there.
Hey, that was a great podcast. I told them that was like one of their best. That was their best podcast, like where they were interviewing somebody, because they actually dug deep enough to get some personal stuff out of you. Like, see, Long Beach dudes are more sophisticated. We ask questions. Like, I wanted to know, like, you. No, it's the truth.
Chill the fuck out.
I noticed you have been going to Solvang. Great Danishes.
I did go there one
What's
time.
your favorite restaurant down there? Did you go to the little? Did you go to the beer garden, the little like hot dog place, the little sausage, whatever?
I don't even remember, but that is a great place. Shout out Solvang.
It's like Christmas all year. Like, it's
that
crazy.
shit is fun. It's like a whole little Dutch community out there.
Yeah.
And in honor of that, I made my wife pay for half of it. Anyway, what
Go to
the fuck were we
Solvang.
talking about? Oh yeah. So I feel like they like me so much that when they're like kind of pressing me on the podcast, they kept excusing it by being like, "Listen, we got to ask this because the fans want us to act this." But I feel like at this point, they're gang. Like they fuck with us.
Yeah.
They don't really like want smoke. They just want to hang out and have a good time. But they felt like they kind of had to do a little bit of
Nah,
that.
the thing about the Viral Way is they try to stay thorough as far as like keeping the energy consistent. And that's what I really love and respect about those dudes. They're not like starstruck. It's a lot of dudes in here. I'm going to be real with you.
Kevin Hart was a gangbanger.
It's
Viral Way.
It's something funny, but it's no. It's I can't let you bleed the homie.
No,
hey,
no,
but look,
that's
the thing is,
Kevin
like
Hart's slick.
some dudes come in here and it's like they putting on like an act, bro. Like, I'm at no jumper. Let me start buck dancing. Viral Way ain't got that energy, bro. They like, look, we men, you know, Viral. That dude's rich already, but that dude is just like, he's looking at you like, this is someone who I can learn from. I'm trying to enter into their space. And he's not afraid to change his mind. He can come in with a certain view, and when he gets close to the situation and sees that it's different, he's like, yo, wait a minute. This is not what people been making it out to be. And he stood up for you on that aspect, because like I'm telling you, black people and stuff could say anything, but we love blaming things that we do willingly.
Wait, how is he
on
rich?
other people.
He's rich? I didn't know.
He's rich because he's a family man. He's a rich. He has wealth.
Oh, that kind of okay.
I mean,
I have no idea.
he's rich to me.
He's like
but
a one type guy out here.
let me stop counting his pockets. But he's rich to me. But anyway, so like he lives in a nice neighborhood. But anyway,
nice.
Yeah, that guy like
his dick.
man, Lush, you rubbing off on me. It's osmosis.
Exactly, glazing osmosis.
It's osmosis. The glazing is. Look, hey, explain for the audience what osmosis is.
Osmosis is like through like the cellular transference.
Yeah, it happens when two things are close to
taking
each other.
something in through light, right?
Yeah. It just occurs when two things are next to each other.
So it's spreading
in
across
close
the
proximity.
room?
Yeah, so he's next to me, therefore his glazing, his glazing tendencies are
crazy.
So are you on a Seek one? Because typically that's what the buzzball indicates.
No, well, I'll be completely transparent about my drug use. I haven't done Scante in like 8 months, 7 months.
Props.
It was
Down with meth.
It wasn't that, but thank you, brother. But I will say this, like I look back at, you could very easily tell looking on No Jumper, like what drugs I'm on.
Okay.
Or I can tell at least. And there's and I feel really bad. I was like, damn, I can't believe these guys kept me around. And so, ironically, during the time where you like were having talks with me, like, oh, like Lush, you gotta like be on time. Lush, you gotta like.
You were smoking meth.
Yeah, I wasn't smoking it. I was doing meth though.
Yeah. Snorting it?
No, I was eating it.
Oh, you just eat the little.
Can I
rock.
ask a
The time I did meth, that's what we did for the most part.
Can I ask a question about
I
drugs?
hear about people talking about one time.
Eating.
Okay.
I had a meth night. Turned into 2 nights, but
There's something that sparked my interest. When me and Sus were getting into our shit, and Brick Baby called in, Sus said something to Brick Baby that made my antenna stand up. Pause. And he was like, "Well, I was just wondering how your body's holding up. You know, we do what we do." Was he talking about drugs in that instance? Because he later said the only drug he does is weed, but then he said, "You know, we do what we do. How's your body holding up?"
I mean,
what was that referring to, Lush?
This isn't federal because everybody knows and it's been talked about on the podcast, so I have full autonomy to speak on
What
this.
was he talking
I'm
about?
gonna tell you.
Okay.
I'm just wanting to let before the fucking people could be like blah 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 blah. blah.
Right.
I'm gonna let y'all know. Yeah, because he already done said it. Obviously, you're talking about opiates, brother.
But he said the only drug he does is weed. He said that right here in this room.
He don't do. He has. We've seen sipping juice.
So he was
pouring
tweaking.
lean on here
None
and
of that
stuff for a
moment.
while. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that-
he stopped doing that shit.
Okay,
He stopped doing that
congratulations to
shit.
him.
He stopped
I
doing
just
that
had to clarify that because when someone says the only drug I do is weed, and then they say some stuff like that on a phone call from the feds, I'm just like, bro, make up your mind, pick a struggle. Are you a tweaker or not? I
was very
need to know.
concerned about Brick, but I think Brick's doing okay.
Honestly,
in that regard.
Brick had like lessened his drug intake as the time went by of him on the podcast. Like for sure, like in the beginning, it was much more of a problem, and he seemed like he was almost at the point where he was ready to really like take a trip off to rehab. But with Sus, I don't know what, maybe like a year ago or some shit, I think he decided to hang up the lean and the perks.
When we did the cipher, he had been sober for like several months. Hadn't done any opiates, for several
So
months.
y'all
I mean, I'm just asking. I've never done
No,
it.
I'm just telling you what it is. Like,
I'm new to this, so I'm trying to understand what's going on. I'm probably gonna have to just do a line of coke for life experience.
One mic. That doesn't. No, okay. We gotta have one person talking at a time. Is what I'm saying. That was just turning into a side convo there.
No, but basically, yeah.
But they should be
opiates.
given more of an
But-
opportunity
but-
to talk because you guys are
Oh
kind
no,
of.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
All right.
I did.
I just
So
wanted to-
basically,
I
like,
just
but just to
asked him if
answer
he
the
could
question
relate.
that you initially had asked, like the only drugs I do currently are I smoke weed. Oh, it's gonna sound crazy. Smoke weed. I sometimes like do like shrooms and shit like that. You feel me? And but I don't do no gnarly drugs no more.
But
bro.
nobody's like addicted to mushrooms.
Nah, and I've been like I didn't sleep that much last night because my girl's was out of town and she's coming back in town, so I had to do a lot of. I was supposed to clean and stuff, and I did this whole session, and then I had to get ready for work, so I didn't get too much of a chance to sleep. So
So you
like,
didn't sleep last night.
I slept for like a couple
So
hours.
you said that to say what? You powered up on some gang drugs?
no,
For energy?
But no. But look, check in. Like this is what I was gonna do, but I didn't even do it. Just like full transparency.
Are you
I was
pulling
gonna.
drugs?
I bought a 5-hour energy. drink.
I thought he was finna pull something else out.
Probably full of meth.
No, yeah, exactly. I thought I was
I'm
gonna
about to
be.
say, I don't want no parts. Oh,
No, I
man.
thought I was going to be not, but because of this is such a great podcast,
Right.
It
it
we
energized
potting.
me. And then this conversation, yeah, I become a tweaker when I start. So much of that in my DNA and my veins at this point that if I get worked up, I'm gonna feel like I'm tweaking, right?
Do you
So,
do
yeah.
you feel like it helped you perform a little bit better on the podcast?
Like no, I think it actually did. It made me worse. I thought it was making me do better, but then I almost like lost my job. Like they were pretty. I don't know how close I was to being kicked off the pod, but
When? What time?
Did they
no, like
throwing up?
when I was like doing meth like last year, like
I mean, I don't really know when you were doing meth, but it's kind of.
was I pretty annoying for a second? It seemed like you and Brick were kind of annoying.
You
I
said
feel
you
like
don't
you're
know
always
what
kind of
you're
like threading that line
Yeah, but that's just me as a human being.
of being like entertaining or annoying. Like, you know, like my one worry. Okay,
tough fine, dude.
let me just give you a sneak peek of, because in my head I have like a working critique of everybody that I podcast with that I usually just don't let them in on because it's better kept to myself.
No, please,
but
please.
there's a weird dynamic with Lush where when you're really feeling yourself and you're really like riding the tidal wave of ego and shit, sometimes you like are feeling yourself too much and it can make you kind of like overtly like happy and like excited on the podcast, and it can kind of be like too much. And then there's like a weird thing where when Lush is like a little bit depressed and a little bit like not in the best state of mind, sometimes that's when you're a better podcaster because you're like at least
Chill.
second guessing the stuff you say a little bit more, which I'm not saying that I want you to be depressed. I'm just saying that like sometimes I feel like you kind of need to like check yourself a little bit
You
when
wanna
you're
think about what you
when
say
you're
before you
feeling
say
really
it.
good. Yeah.
And just to give you some context, Lush is sitting there still facing the whole time he said it.
What am I doing? What am I doing? Nah, fool, nah.
So you be having
Does
these
that
little,
sound foreign?
You be having these silent little footnotes about all the hosts?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of doing an episode where I do like a full review of everybody.
Now I need.
Also,
I got
basically-
some questions when we get off now.
But what's crazy is like
I want to know my
obviously.
silent footnote. What you about to?
Right.
You're cool. You're new, so my critique is not that evolved about you.
Man, I've been asking Adam for an audit, man.
Let me explain
audit.
something about Adam, bro. Let me tell y'all. Let me put y'all up. Let me add a
Yeah,
crease to
get
y'all.
your get back. Tell them about
Let
himself.
me add a brief to y'all brainiums right quick, all right? Adam hates everybody. He doesn't.
Nah, hell no. You going too easy.
It's
No,
okay.
No. Get on him, bro.
Oh.
Tell him about himself.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, Adam is an egomaniac. He knows that, but you.
He's a narcissist.
Whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he a narcissist?
Yeah,
sure,
absolutely.
you gotta be.
Oh, that's good. You gotta be,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Really?
Absolutely. But I will say this.
I
know.
didn't ask for the nice side. Go, get on him.
No, I was going to say how good I am.
Okay.
Bleed his ass.
It's more like if
Oh, you told him to deliver that
he-
letter, huh?
there's no way he would allow somebody around him as much as I am if he didn't hold them in the highest of regards that he possibly could.
Stop speaking for him.
No, that's true.
No,
If I thought
facts.
you were like really ass, then I wouldn't podcast with you.
What?
But
You would've-
it's just like
Podcast with
someti-
me, I'm like your fucking.
Sometimes I just feel like, and I feel like the audience maybe kind of like understands what I'm saying as well, even though I'm not really seeing them agree with me in the chat right now. But it's like sometimes Lush can be a little too much, and I find that that's usually correlated with you like feeling really, really good. Like sometimes when you're having the most fun on the podcast is when I'm kind of thinking like, okay, scale it down a little bit right now. Like you're either just like going off on tangents that are kind of long and like overtly excited. Which I'm not saying that I like want you to be sad. I just feel like you sometimes need to like check yourself a little bit.
Somewhere in between, like I like lack complete self-awareness, and he don't want to see it.
But Donald Trump does that. He calls it the weave. He goes in and out of topics and stuff. I think most people who are super smart are kind of high strung. I think that's like Lush. Like he got a lot of stuff going on in his mind, and he has so much information. It's like everything clicks. It kind of like everything said leads to something. Like I've been sitting here trying not to do that. And that's like when you're just like
I'm
super
smart, huh?
informed, you just gotta force yourself not to just like follow that little like go into the rabbit hole.
And this,
Basically.
you're right, and I do need to dial that back. But this is also why podcasting is an old man's game, and I'll tell you
Yeah.
why. Because the more life experience, the more different like places that you could pull knowledge and experience from in your repertoire is what defines your greatness. So all these like people be like, Lush, you 90, Lush, you like 200 years old. Yeah, guess what? I am, and I'm still here, and I'm still pushing lines, and I still know more about everything than you, and I'm still more informed about the shit that you think you know about.
Hey,
you, Lush?
you guys talk so casually about like narcotics. I get loopy off of NyQuil. Like I'm like,
I don't even take Tylenol.
Loopy, well, if I take a NyQuil, yeah, I'm going to bed pretty
Hey,
soon
I got-
after.
bro,
I thought it was
NyQuil be
powerful
having
shit.
you like.
I take dabs of that Abigail, and I be crazy.
I'm not laughing at that.
Yeah,
You
we
got-
are.
That's you
The
guys'
whole
lore.
internet's
I'm not
That is
laughing
kind of
at that.
demonic, but
Actually,
you know.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
I watched your last interview with well, not interview, but your podcast with Wack, right?
Uh-huh.
I was a little concerned with a couple things that you said in that last one.
Like what?
Like when you was like, you basically was like, oh, you feel like herpes isn't a serious STD.
Okay, this was in the context of Wack saying that Brian Pumper, when they pulled his paperwork, that there was charges saying that he gave 35 different women an STD. And I was just saying that I feel like I've never heard of somebody catching a case for giving a bunch of women herpes because, spoiler, like 50% of people have herpes. Like it's like a giant percentage. And it just, I don't hear about that. I feel like people get cases for giving people AIDS. But like herpes, like
well, it's really 90%.
herpes is annoying for sure. I'm
It's
sure
about
it
90% of,
sucks to have it, but
Is there a legal precedent for that? Like, let's say you're in an industry, like for example, adult entertainment.
I've never heard of anybody catching a case. But then you get tested before you do porn, but you don't get tested for herpes because so many people
Y'all
have
don't
it.
get tested.
Yeah,
Because that's a blood test.
But
So what? In the point
You do take your
Yeah.
blood, but they don't test you for herpes.
I think herpes. I think the thing that's common is herpes simplex 1. That's like when someone
Exactly,
gets a
yeah.
cold sore
Cold
or a
sores,
fever blister.
eczema,
The thing that
chicken
pops
pox.
up on your junk, that's herpes complex too. Or
That's
something?
con queso.
Yeah, that's some shit that's different.
con queso.
But yeah, I mean, if you've been alive, you should know that. So yeah, people. I mean, you see people like blisters and shit on their lip all the time. That doesn't mean people are like, I'm not marrying that person. I'm never gonna kiss that person. Like it comes, it goes, whatever. So
Okay, but this is my thing.
You wasn't saying it wasn't that serious. You saying it's more common than what people think.
Okay, but but also, okay, typically giving people herpes would be a misdemeanor. So it's like very unlikely that Brian Pumper, who went to jail for like multiple years, that he would catch that kind of case as a result of just giving people herpes. That would just be like really weird. Now, people do get civil lawsuits for giving people herpes like relatively frequently. We saw that happen with Usher. I think that was like what I should have said is that like I don't think somebody's going to get locked up and do 3 years for giving people herpes. Also, imagine trying to put together the case proving that you gave 35 different women herpes. Like I don't know. I've never heard of that.
That's a weak case, right? But
it sounds like it would be so hard to prove.
Very weak case.
How do we prove that it's not the 50 other guys?
you could say you gave it to me. How would they prove it?
No.
Exactly,
Usher got sued for that.
Yeah.
By a dude.
Did he lose the suit?
Wasn't it a dude who said he got it?
No,
like,
it was a woman.
It was a woman.
It was a woman.
No,
And
but
then a
dude
man
that got
joined
it from
in.
a bitch that got
But
it.
I
did
think
he
it
win
got
the lawsuit
dismissed. Yeah.
on him? Or no? Who won the lawsuit?
I'm
Well,
not actually sure.
I don't know. I stopped following.
Didn't-
I was only intrigued by the
I'll ask
lawsuit.
Chad.
Wasn't that
GPT.
allegedly why Chris Brown put tips on Riri?
Oh, we don't know.
Allegedly.
That's what I'm saying.
Allegedly.
Like,
They
saying,
said
right?
that's why they was fighting because whatever.
Because they said that.
I don't
Damn,
know.
bro.
I mess
don't
with
be digging
Rihanna.
deep.
I want that Fenty Beauty.
I want those
sponsorship.
Fenty herpes.
Yeah.
No shots. No shots. This is just a joke. Just a
The
joke.
Fenty Valtrex.
Okay. Did Usher win that herpes lawsuit? I love how I can ask ChatGPT shit with like not in a scientific way at all, and it'll still give me an answer. Yes, Usher resolved the herpes lawsuit filed by Laura Helm through an out-of-court settlement in 2019, which doesn't really mean he won.
Settled?
Yeah, he settled. The person had initially sued the singer in 2017, alleging that he exposed her to the herpes virus during unprotected sexual encounters. She first sought $10 million in damages, later increasing the amount to $20 million to account for emotional distress and punitive damages. In May 2019, Helm filed to dismiss the lawsuit with prejudice, indicating that the case was permanently closed and could not be refiled. Court documents stated that both parties had reached an amicable resolution, a term often used to denote a confidential financial settlement. That being said,
He got it.
Usher's out here kissing everybody's girls at his concerts.
With all them
Yeah.
cherries feeding
Oh, he's
bitches
really,
cherries.
Exactly. You would have thought that the herpes thing would have kind of fucked that up for him, but
Spicy cherries.
Nah, but they
These
don't
chicks
know.
don't
They
care.
know now that you know what I'm saying? Because they resolved it and everybody, she fell off of it. She stopped following it.
yeah.
So he do got that shit. Talking about let it burn.
Probably if he sold it. Yeah, most likely.
Because it's
Aw,
not
man.
something.
He
It's,
don't need to make no more songs about sex, bro.
it's incurable, right? You can't like.
It come and go.
It don't go
You can have
away,
it for
right?
like 10
Right.
years and never have an
Flare-ups.
outbreak,
Exactly.
but still, he don't need to be talking, singing
And
no
think
sex
about
shit.
this. This is a guy that made the song. What? Love in this club. He's fucking
I
random
wanna
bitches.
make love in this club.
Dude,
I ain't
Usher.
wearing no gloves. in this
Allegedly,
club.
that dude likes dudes.
Hey.
Allegedly, so
Man.
I don't get it. Like, why would you let any celebrity do anything to you without protection? You know,
Usher's
Mel-
fire,
They
though.
trying
Let's
to
keep
get
it
that
a stack.
Usher
Usher's
baby.
fire.
He don't need to have.
You're-
He don't
oh, I
need
was
to
about
make
to
no
say,
more
you're-
sexual songs,
yeah,
bro.
that's fine.
That shit over.
You heard confessions. They trying to get that Usher baby.
Nah,
That's why.
hey, that it's okay, bitch. That's the hardest song ever, dog.
Oh, I don't even know what song
It
that
doesn't
is.
say it's okay, bitch. It says it's okay, girl.
Yeah, but you know the song.
It's okay, girl.
Oh,
Where's the bitch coming from?
That's how
You
he
ain't
said
got
it.
to
you
call
gotta get what you said
me.
at first. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a knocker.
Yeah,
But he don't need to sing about no more sex, bro. That's
Nah,
out.
sing about
Don't leave your
Love.
girl around me. True, play it for real.
Hell
That's my
no, I
partner
ain't
for
leaving
real.
my-
Boom, 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 boom.
Nobody.
This is what you were just talking
He
about.
need to stop.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Oh man, that nigga Usher.
You read my mind.
Once you catch an
Shit's
STD
wrong.
that don't go away, you can't sing sexually no more.
That's true because we don't want to hear like Magic Johnson do a song. Like,
Plus, just like if
damn,
a,
you gonna bleed magic. Damn.
bleed.
like a
Whoa,
rapper,
whoa,
if a
chill.
rapper snitch, you can't rap tough about no. You can't
Hey
rap tough no
man,
more.
you cold.
No, we've seen that happen
Magic.
a million times. Where
He's a battle rapper.
Well,
It's
but
too
the snitch
fast.
rappers,
if a rapper's entire career is based around talking tough, then as soon as they are proven to not be tough, or even just not be tough, get caught lacking in one moment, that shit usually is pretty
I'm
much
not
over.
saying get your jury like, cause anybody could be robbed, bro.
Right.
I ain't saying get marked. I'm saying once you snitch, you can't rap tough no more.
I agree with that.
But does snitching really equate to being tough? I know some dudes who listen, bro.
That's not.
This
Man.
a dude from. I'm gonna tell a true.
Everybody
this
got
is
one
true.
of those from their hood, bro. That'll make it
A
cool.
tough
It's a-
snitch.
This a dude who snitched on a bunch of dudes and was like, "Yeah, I snitched. So what?" And dudes was scared. They didn't do anything. I feel like it's snitches from every hood, bro. Like just walking around untouched.
But that don't make it cool though.
No, I'm not saying it's
And I
cool.
don't want to hear about no murder shit after you done told.
Snitching has become normalized in many ways because it's dudes who snitch, and I really know with gang banging, it's arbitrary. One dude can get away with some shit that another dude can't get away with. Like
That's
in
in
my
everything.
experience,
That's in the
of
workplace.
course.
That's everything.
Of course.
But
Rick Ross.
Dude, that's the worst shit ever.
Boom.
That
The
made
Molly
me
in
stop
her
listening to
drink
rap.
and She didn't even know it.
And his whoa,
I
that
didn't think
was
he
like
meant
that
it
was,
like that. That
was
didn't
good.
Yeah,
age
you're
well,
singing it
though.
like you support that.
That was yeah.
I'm
you
just
sounded-
saying, you
were
brought them
juice.
up. Oh, my bad. That
No,
was the
but-
first thing that come to mind.
No, I mean like this obviously like insane behavior on his behalf, but just like the fact that a guy that makes really believable, great sounding rap music,
Who?
Rick Ross.
Who
I don't
believe
believe
him?
shit he say.
Who
No,
believe
the
him?
way if you look, just the way it sounds.
You
If
know, he
I-
got a whole office. He was a CEO.
exactly, brother.
So who believe what he talking about?
But I don't
Exactly.
really believe what
That's
he
my-
says. I feel like he's watched Scarface one too many times and he
Right.
just raps about it.
Hey, my dumb ass, when I heard him say "pistol on my lap," yeah, something MapQuest. I was like, oh, he uses.
Did
MapQuest.
you see
So
that
do
dude?
I.
Did you see that?
Believable.
You stupid.
So if you got a map quest to get to your ops and you ain't sliding like that.
Well, like this was like in 2006.
That could definitely be evidence.
Hey,
We found MapQuest directions printed out
Yeah.
to his ops house.
He's literally using a printer.
hey, listen. Can you tell me that I'm fat?
What?
Just say it.
Yeah,
You're
you're
fat.
a little chunky. Yeah,
I'm fat. Say you're fat, Brandon. You're
you're
fat.
fat, Brandon.
I like to give back. Somebody in the comments keeps spamming that. Okay, you did it. They
But
can
you're
say,
like muscular.
that's
fat.
okay. I'm not worried about that. Hey, but the whole thing is this. Have you seen Rick Ross in that boxing video when he was hitting mitts? Like,
Well, it's been a while.
you can't convince me that there's a drug kingpin living that can't throw a punch.
Well, but I
Like-
feel like part of being a drug kingpin is that you probably
You
don't have to
No, you
have
can't.
almost any physical activity, right?
Yeah.
Man,
Like you're expecting everybody to be so well-rounded that they can both be a
Yeah.
drug kingpin and
No, drug
be a
kingpins
trained
came up
fighter.
fighting in the streets of Caracas, dude. They came from the bottom, dude. They got to know how to beat. Most drug kingpins were enforcers. Then they got to the top.
If
right?
I
They-
was a drug kingpin, for sure, my physical fitness would probably slide down the ranking of my priorities.
Well, yeah, exactly. I'd be like, hey, guys.
but
Yeah.
physically
Hey,
fit.
choppers,
Like what I'm
stay
saying.
by my side.
But-
But,
gonna do
but
later
physically
tonight.
fit does not have anything to do with you being able to throw a punch. Floyd Mayweather could get totally out of shape, be 400 pounds. He still knows how to throw a punch.
Yeah, and I'm in decent shape, and I can't really
Dude,
throw a punch
that
as
looks
far as
pathetic.
I know.
I can tell just by the way he
I
did
know.
that. Bro has never been anywhere close to anything sketchy or violent or criminal. He's just a square dude who happens to look like a fat boss of some black gang, and he capitalized.
I just
He-
feel like
he-
I'll-
He plagiarized Freeway Ricky Ross life just
Facts.
like the loose cannon plagiarized the real loose cannon from New York life.
Mm.
Like just took his whole identity.
Well, I don't know. I thought
We
he
do-
took
we do
No,
know.
no, no.
It's
Wait, I
evident.
didn't know he was from New York. I thought so. The real loose cannon is not from South Central.
No. The real loose cannon that got the accolades that
Yeah.
in
The
the, music,
music
industry,
producer guy.
he's from New York.
Okay.
And this dude like stole his whole life, the spelling and everything, and just ran with it.
Like the movie CB4.
Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock.
people always bring up that and Malibu's Most Wanted. I haven't seen either.
I am the guy from Malibu's Most Wanted, embodied in.
I've had a lot of
real
people tell
life.
me that. And I
Traffic,
still
And
haven't
the
seen
funny
it.
thing is, I was like, but nah, because I was actually like hanging out with black people. It wasn't like far away, but I'm pretty much the same guy.
Hmm.
I'll be that guy.
Shout out black people.
I think he's got
Okay, what else should we talk about here? I do see that we have some sort of Doty 6 update listed on the screen. I guess he's apologized to Kendrick Lamar and says that he will never get DP'd by his hood again. Do we believe that Doty 6? Maybe I should just call this motherfucker.
yeah, call
Let's
Doty.
see where he's
Doty
at.
6.
'Cause I feel like he's probably in like a little bit of a better.
I don't like it when I feel like people think once they get this super big cosign that it's like, oh, this is finna be so life changing. But it's like if you're not putting the work in to continue the cosign, it's like, what did you expect? You just expect to be an overnight millionaire?
I think it's a lot more complicated than that for him because he allegedly lost a newborn, got into meth as a result of lefty gunplay, and now he's just been really tripping for a good amount of time. Let's see if he picks
And the
up.
meth has not been substantiated because
I thought he was talking about that
According to
pretty
his
openly
father,
at
he
one
said
point.
that he tested negative for meth.
For the
It's
record,
all
I
the
don't know
noise.
anything
Your
about no
dad's
drugs.
supposed to say you're not doing meth, though, right?
He is supposed to say that.
I blame Lefty.
Oh, my boy.
Hey, I went to my first Dodgers game on Sunday.
I seen that. That was
Oh,
your first
turn up.
game.
First
That
Dodgers
was
game
dope.
ever,
Hell
yeah.
yeah, hell yeah.
They
Pretty
put
hype.
you on the big screen.
The
Did you-
security guards in the section we parked in was from Rolling Fodies.
Nice.
I said,
Huh?
I
Off the
said,
back?
I swear, and I said, yo, glove love. He responds, I glove you. Which that does sound kind of crazy to me.
Did you have a long glizzy? Did you eat a Dodger dog?
No, I saw a dude eating one. I opted for the brisket nachos served inside a baseball helmet.
Okay.
You get the bait.
It
Hey,
was trash.
What you was about to ask though? You
20
said, do you
bucks.
really think what? You lost your thought, huh?
Oh, I don't remember. What was I saying?
Before you was about to FaceTime him.
Oh, about Doty?
Yeah, you said, dude, something
About his meth use?
I wasn't about to. I was trying to see what he about to say. I don't know.
remember, yeah.
It might have left his mind.
He didn't pick up. Who knows where his mind is at right now? But I guess, yeah, I don't know. How do we feel about this Doty thing? And I mean, I caught some slack from Wack because he didn't appreciate me not wanting to give him an interview while he was in the middle of this like mental breakdown that he has been going through.
That's honorable of you.
I mean, yeah, I felt like given that
You
I
don't wanna
have
exploit nobody.
I'm friends with the guy. I've got a cool relationship with him. I want to see the best for him. I did his first interview out of prison where he did like 6 years or whatever, and I really wanted him to win and to do well and everything. And when I see him having this complete, long, sustained
Meltdown.
crash out, it really didn't make me want to, give him an interview while he's in the middle of all that shit. They told me that the actual reason why he turned down the interview was because he had got his jewelry taken and he wanted to get it back or get new jewelry before
Hold on.
he
So
came
did he
on.
turn it down, or you didn't want to interview him?
I think it was a little bit of both. Because I think at one point he was supposed to like come on the
Yes.
news like
Yeah,
before
yeah,
I
yeah.
even made that call. Because I guess I didn't really understand the full scale of the crash out for a sustained period of time. But my other main thing with him is just like, bro, if he's really going through it hard like that, like I made this call with a couple of other people too because I didn't want to interview Fusi because I felt like he was in full blown crash out.
That's the best time to interview Fusi.
Yeah, and there is part of me that wants to just treat him like a little cow and have a good time with it.
I have more respect for
the
Doty.
the way this dude is acting
No
though.
respect for
I have
Doty?
more respect for Doty.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I
More
fuck with
respect for
I fuck with
Doty.
Doty and I don't give
I
a fuck
fuck with
about
Doty.
Fusi.
Yeah.
The way this dude is acting, like you kind of don't know what might happen with this guy. You don't be responsible
No.
for any negative like pushback or blowback he gets from doing a no jumper interview at such a sensitive time in his life. But that guy, even with the like when he's talking about like the DP and all that stuff. Listen, man, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I don't care what these gang members be talking about up here. Like I said, it's arbitrary. It's dudes who walked out for hoods and didn't get DP'd at all. I feel like certain dudes know they could pull that shit with. Like, I'm going to go beat this dude up and you going to take a DP. If you, listen, man, I can say I've probably seen dudes from different hoods do some stuff where you are like, what the hell did this guy just do? And even if his homies knew about it, they didn't do anything because of who he was. No man should be letting a bunch of men beat him up, especially when they're dudes who are irresponsible. Like, they're not making great choices either. Why do they get to beat you up and hold you accountable when they're not holding themselves accountable?
Right, and-
I don't like that.
And that's my question from Munchie because he probably has the most experience with this topic. But is it appropriate for a gang to DP somebody when it appears, and I don't know the full details of the situation, so I don't know if this is 100% true, but when it appears that they're going through some kind of mental health crisis, like is it still appropriate? I don't know. That,
Well, no,
to
what
me-
led to the DP, and then after the DP, then he got on the internet.
Sorry, Lennon.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I mean, ain't nobody. DPs, it's time for people to get disciplined though.
But
it's a time for it for sure.
But DPs are not supposed to be a public thing. If you're gonna DP
He made it public.
Yeah, he
but
made
what
it public.
But dude, but listen, all I'm saying is this: the way DPs and stuff have been like commercialized now, like even when they DP Crip Mac that time, that shit was all over the internet. People
Which,
record.
To be fair, in Doty's defense or in the Fodi's defense, that clip didn't surface, which
No,
Crip
it
Mac
didn't.
did not
Right.
get that same accommodation.
Right. I'm just saying, when you seeing what's going on with the DP situation, if I was from a hood in LA, I wouldn't be letting nobody DP me because it's just like y'all
You
ain't
acting
about
like LA and Long Beach is like two different states.
No, it's
talking about?
no, it's no.
They swear to God,
I'm telling you,
Bucky.
listen, I'm
They
from
swear
Long
to
Beach.
God.
From Long Beach, I'm gonna tell you straight up. From Long Beach, dudes are DP depend on who you are.
Right. I
It's
think
dudes
everywhere.
who
Status, yeah.
snitches, who walking around right now ain't nobody. Everybody know they snitching. They ain't doing that to him. So I already write Long Beach off as far as the DP shit. That shit is not even for real.
Because I've had that conversation with mad people. Even like I think Brick. I said like, would you pull up for a DP? And he's like, fuck no. Because from his perspective, it's like I've done a bunch of shit. I made something out of myself. I'm an actual name from out my section. Why am I gonna let a bunch of random ass dudes who realistically just want the clout of beating up a semi-famous person? I mean, that does seem like a pretty good logic to dodge the DP.
Unless everybody getting a DP, you're not giving me a DP.
Hey, Adam, Brick shit a little different because his mobility. Now he like, y'all ain't about to punch on me, nigga. I done been shot in the neck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I think that's a lot of his shit. But man, like you go if you in the wrong, you go get disciplined. You go get a DP.
And he wasn't complaining about, like, he actually was like happy about it.
Happy about what?
Doherty?
Well, yeah, like his.
Nah, he is not in the right state
Yeah,
of
he's
mind
not in the right
now.
state
That nigga
of
happy
mind,
about
yeah.
that shit. That shit embarrassing.
The car accident
but it
was
wouldn't have been
crazy.
as embarrassing if he didn't publicize
He
it,
happy
right,
about
Munchie?
everything. He's happy about crashing. Yeah, like he put the camera, him and his female, whatever you want to call her face.
That's one of the craziest things I see. I seen them doing balloons right after that too.
The thing is, unless you're gonna be consistent with the DP situation, it's like justice, right? They say justice is blind. It doesn't recognize person, right? If this dude does something and he's above of a DP, then you got to eliminate the whole DP process across the board, at least for that hood, because if you're not doing it to everybody who violates, don't do it to nobody. That's just the way I look at it. Of course, these dudes aren't going to do that, but I think it just makes the gangbanging situation look less desirable.
Every hood got they different. Every hood
Yeah.
got more structure than the
True,
next.
true.
Every hood ain't like, you know what I'm saying? But if somebody from my hood got DP, like, you know, it wouldn't be, y'all wouldn't see it. Y'all wouldn't know about it.
Right.
If Frosty or Lil Deuce got DP yesterday, it wouldn't get, no jumper wouldn't know.
That's real.
If Rucci, he from the other side, ain't go with Rucci, 211, I don't care who it is, act right. If they got DP yesterday, we ain't doing that. Like in Inglewood, like y'all ain't gonna know what's going on.
Here's the thing that's
really,
the thing that's really confusing to me, and I told y'all this before, is like when I chopped it up with his pops, who I know, he said that he, like, you know, because Doty was talking about he homeless, he's struggling. His pops say like he just need to tap in. He got a deal. There's a budget open for 6 figures. He got his royalty checks. Like, I don't know what's going on with that, but he need to connect with his family. I hope by now that's happened, because it seemed like he's in a slightly better headspace. So
man, his rubber band just snapped. You know that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Like he in a mental state, he having a meltdown.
Nervous breakdown or something.
Yeah, he having you know what I'm saying, his career part. He ain't even been out that long. I don't know why he think he's supposed to be rich already.
No, he's been home for like 8 months.
That's
damn
not
near.
long.
Yeah, at all. It's not. He's spent the majority of his adult life incarcerated, bro, and he's barely been home for less than a year.
Yeah, but
you're right.
I understand though, because you lose your baby, that's enough to make somebody rubber band snap. But you know, like give him time to dry off, he'll be all right. And that was a good decision, not throwing no camera in his face. You know what I'm saying?
So I got to take a piss. You guys can talk about whatever topic you want to talk about, and then I'm going to come back, and I have a very heated question for Dark Brandon over here.
Oh, Lord.
Dark Brandon? Oh, that's
heated,
your handle?
It's a good topic.
Dark Brandon.
Dark Brandon is
Is that like a racist?
You got dark humor. I guess.
Adam, do you want to wait for this Spiffy speaking on Brick, or can we do that one?
Yeah, do something else.
All right, because that one looks fun. What was the one you said you wanted to talk about? Kanye and
Cardi.
And Cardi, right? Is that one? Of them?
It was yeah. Let's click that.
It's a clip.
All right.
No. Is it?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a clip.
I think Kanye West will blender him though.
One off
fight, probably.
Head up. Cardi doesn't seem like the most formidable.
You can't
squabbler.
fight nobody crazy like that.
Another thing that Cardi said to me on the phone, nigga, this nigga told me he was at the Chateau with a gun, nigga. What that mean, nigga? And then nigga said he don't be on the internet. It's like, if you don't be on the internet, what we talking about then? Then I ain't say nothing then. Oh, I gotta tell you another thing that Cardi said to me on the phone, nigga.
I ain't never heard him that fired up before.
Yeah, he's chart.
Woo!
Is that Chirac?
Inglewood, he ready to squabble.
Shit. Is he ready to go toes?
At this point, I'm kind of used to seeing him like this. At this point,
He
he's been
taking a pink
crashing out
sweater
so
off.
much.
That's right, yay. Get your squabble on.
Okay, he said squabble.
He trying to
I mean, but the cool part is this is all because that Ye is jealous of the fact that Cardi had such a coveted musical moment that people fuck with so much, and that he chose to include Kendrick and not him, and he's been butthurt that he didn't get to put his stamp and his like on that, I am music moment that Cardi created. So
wait, you gotta fill me in. What music moment has Cardi?
Oh no, he released an album called I Am Music, which is
I don't even listen to Cardi, honestly.
the #1 selling rap album of the year thus far, and
Yeah.
pretty much kind of changed the whole sonic tapestry of the way rap music is created right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a really impactful album, and Ye wanted so bad to be a part of that shit, and he's been butthurt ever since. Now Cardi's pulling up with a blick, and he's fucking
Cardi
snitching.
ain't try, so
She's wondering if you still need a ride.
hold me.
Munchie, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they about to bounce?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
We finally got Alex in the building, and we didn't get him on camera. Huh?
Alex.
Were we supposed
I know,
to
right?
invite him on?
Hold on, we about to,
We'll
give him
probably
like
be done in like the next
Yeah.
half hour, I would say. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, well, now that you're back.
Shouts to Angie.
Now that I'm back, okay.
Angie Smalls in the building.
So, Brandon, there is somebody who keeps saying you're a closet homosexual in the chat, which I don't believe that that's true. But was there some sort of what was the lawsuit from Tariq Nasheed? Can you break down the beef between you
Man,
and
that
him and
person
what?
was desperate. They were serious
They
about
said that 5,000 times,
Yeah.
which is pretty annoying. But he's a member, so we gotta let him keep doing that.
Yeah, what happened?
Tariq Nasheed basically.
And why do you call you Bucci Bear?
Because Tariq Nasheed made a cartoon about me called Bucci Bear. It was actually hilarious.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
It is one of the best. It's probably the only successful thing he's done other than beg black people for money online. The thing is, Tariq Nasheed tried to run like a scam. He tried to tell black people that his fake museum was being vandalized by white supremacist Hispanics. So because I'm tapped into that niche, people were like, you're in LA, because they want to send this guy money. He actually got about $2 million off of this in donations. So
How
they
do you
said,
know it's a scam?
because they told me, they hit me up. They said, hey, we want to send this guy money, but we want you to go up there to verify that what he's saying in the story actually happened, because it looks like some like self-inflicted vandalism. Like if someone's going to tag your building, Adam, they're not going to put down a painting tarp and paint the N-word on it and then hang it on the window with glue. No one vandalizes like that.
Okay.
So I went to the building. I actually was able to talk to the tenant of the property who was in there, and it basically exposed the fact that Tariq never intended to open up a museum at all. He actually had signed an extended lease with the person who was there. Basically, the guy fleeced a bunch of people out of cash, allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly here, but basically it basically ruined his little hustle he was doing. He got so
Why
mad.
would he sign the extended lease though? What did that show?
If he
that
was
trying to do
why would
something?
you sign an extended lease? No, it was with the tenant who's currently there, a real estate agent. So if you said you were going to open up a museum in the next couple months, why would you sign an extended lease with this person? And it was a play. Tariq's good at that kind of shit.
Okay.
So basically, he got so mad because I guess I messed up his money by being honest and transparent that he took me to court and tried to put a restraining order against me, and also a pre something on speech, right? Like basically tried to censor me, tried to basically take my First Amendment right away. And the judge,
Like a gag order?
it's called a pre something on speech. It's like,
Preemptive gag order?
no, it's not a gag order. Gag order is like you can't say something about a certain thing. This was like you can't freaking get on the internet anymore.
Okay.
It had to do with like the FCC and shit.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
But basically, the judge saw right through it. She was like, I'm not taking away this guy's First Amendment right. You're a public figure. You sign up for this when you decide to become a public figure. And then the restrainer got thrown out because he actually came to my house.
Oh wow.
He was a block from my house taking pictures, talking about I'm in Long Beach. So it was a whole thing. He lost in court. Then he tries to approach me with his goons outside of court, his security guards, his bodyguards. And it was a whole thing, but nobody touched anyone or hurt anyone. I won the case, and he was butthurt. But then he got over it, but apparently his follower has not gotten over it. So it was a whole thing. It was actually fun.
But so there was never any actual resolution between you and Tariq.
No.
You're
He
still
just
at odds. It's just not.
we're
an
not even
active
at odds. He just moved on with his life, and so did I.
Okay.
No fade.
Should we check out the Adventures of Bucci Bear a little bit?
You can.
Click it. I want to see at least a little bit of
Johnny
you.
already pulled that.
This
shit.
shit is funny. Oh, but wait. He might try to sue you for Wait, but no, he did say in court Bucci Bear wasn't his, but it is. But
This is fair use.
yeah, fair use. Okay. I don't know how that turned into a SC-actual assault case. People are stupid.
He spent money on this motherfucker, huh?
Hey, he did. Hey, it's funny too. I ain't gonna lie. I can laugh at myself. Tariq.
Oh, wow, I really must have overslept. I need to get up and see how much money Tariq has made today. Okay, let me go
look
over
at the
here to my
booty.
computer.
This shit looks more like Flacco than me, though.
Why you got cakes, bro? Why you got cakes?
Where is Tariq getting all this cash?
Oh, he thick. He thick.
Oh, my phone. Let me see who's calling.
And then they
Hello?
call me what do we always call people we don't like?
Agent Stevens at the FBI.
Hey, Bob.
We have another assignment for you, Bucci.
Okay.
Well, there's the new Black History Museum that opened up on Adams, and we need you to go down there and burn it down.
Got it.
Just like we used to do with the black businesses back in the day.
Adams.
Now, boss, let me ask you something. Do I still get paid in bologna sandwiches?
Yes, you will get paid in bologna sandwiches.
Well, count me in, boss. Count me in.
I knew we could count on you, Bucci. And after this assignment, we're going to throw in a couple of extra butter biscuits in with your bologna sandwich. How about that?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. You're too kind. Oh, goody. Now let me go find my keys to my Bucci mobile so I can go handle this
Look at that
business.
ass.
Why you sound like Dijon?
I'm gonna teach Tariq a lesson, and then I'm gonna make a ton of videos about it afterwards. Okay, that looks like the building right there. Let me get my firebomb ready and nice and lit. But before I throw the firebomb, let me take a bite of this delicious bologna sandwich. Oh my God, it's so good.
Is there lore with the
Oh my God,
bologna sandwich?
My
or is that
stomach
just...
is kind of upset. I think I ate too many bologna sandwiches. Oh my, wait, what? Oh, no, Tyree!
Next time I got a problem with somebody, I want to make a cartoon about them.
Hey, bro.
Lord, what the hell is this? It's a burnt up bear.
And Tariq did every voice in
Where
the
my bear
shit,
spray?
in the cartoon.
I need some milk. I need some milk. It's Tariq's fault. I'm gonna sue Tariq.
Well, Mr. Bucci,
Yeah, it ain't
I'm
serious. He
going
made a
through
cartoon
different
about you.
case
He ain't that
studies
mad.
here, and
God,
there's
he's mad.
nothing.
He tried to
in
sue
the
me, bro.
record
That means
shows
you're pretty
that
mad.
You could sue because you sustained third-degree bussy burns. So, unfortunately for you, Mr. Bucci, I'm going to have to dismiss the case. Hearing adjourned.
No way.
How many views does
No
this have?
justice, no
probably
peace. It was Tariq. Tariq did this to me.
Yeah, you don't spend all that money.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
that was
bugging.
crazy.
Hey, but
This is bugging.
so what he wanted to get against me was called a prior restraint on speech, basically preventing you from talking about somebody.
During the case.
But everybody,
83,000 views, not
all
bad.
right, I'm famous.
Not bad.
But the thing is,
I like how you put it in there.
Tariq, what people say is like, people hit me up like, you are the first person who got under Tariq's skin so bad that he was screaming your name on live stream and trying to make cartoons about you. He was like, he didn't even do Tommy Sotomayor that bad when they got into it. So I kind of take it as like a badge of honor. Like, bro, I'm a regular guy and I had you so pressed and then I won that case and bro was so mad he tried to fight me after court. I mean, that's a win in my book.
Damn. That is fucking funny. All right, I thought like we did like all the other good topics. You want to just hop on over to the fan? But what did Spiffy have to say about Brick and Sharp with the chain thing? Is that like a long ass clip or?
I don't know any, but we know what happened.
Is he celebrating Brick being in jail?
I'm not gonna.
Because we brought that up. We like last
This is kind of
song.
old news. He was celebrating that at one point.
I'm
But
saying, is he doing that on this clip?
I don't know. He was-
But the whole thing was, so apparently Sharp lets Spiffy borrow his necklace, his fake diamond necklace, it was made out of glass coffee tables, and it's supposed to be like a bust down. It's my bust down chain church, and it had like, and Brick wound up getting it in his possession through a female who, you feel me, gave it to him from Spiffy, and he thought that he was just getting Spiffy's pendant, but it also had the chain, which was owned by Sharp. So, you know, and then Sharp's like, "Oh, I know Brick's gonna give it back," but then like it doesn't really matter.
So they sharing jewelry.
Yeah, he was sharing jewelry with
But it was like the fakest chain ever. Too.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone knew that till after the fact.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Money Mob Tay said, B, would you consider joining No Jumper as a part-time host, or what would it take you to go to the dark side? Jala can't throw rocks in a glass house.
I don't know what that last part meant.
But
Smoking
do you have an issue with Flacco? No, you guys are cool, right?
Yeah, Flacco, cool. He called me before this situation.
That's
right
what I was
here.
thinking. Yeah, you guys are good teams, right?
Good. Who's Jala?
Flacco.
Oh, nah.
Jala. Okay, shout out to our newest member too, Guala Gang Fat Said. A lot of good names out there. JR said Lush doesn't understand how embarrassing it is to be him.
Ignorance is bliss, motherfucker. Stupid ass bitch. Cocaine bot wildin'.
Dead Heat New York, dope ass clothing company. They said cocaine bot wildin'. This is probably from the part where you were tripping out on Yuri and everything.
That grind time big General Lush from Tyree Nash. Exactly. If you know about that, then you know.
And then Money Mob Tay sent $10 and did the cocaine bot emoji sequence. Shout out to him. Yes, sir. And then Money Mob Tay also said, Adam, what's the word with Lil Dude's chains getting snatched? He said he thinks it was a setup. Hey, man, I mean, I don't put dudes out there to go rob people for their chains on Rodeo. I think Jack got himself into that situation, but I think shit was sweet out here. Although he did have security with him. I don't really know what the security was doing during all that.
Yeah, it kind of gives a little credence to the claim that it might be just a publicity stunt.
Well, just look it up. Look up the police report. That's public.
Or maybe the security guard didn't have a gun, and if he did, maybe he didn't want to clap at some random robbers on Rodeo. I don't know.
Sick of like taking this kid's back page.
Yeah, exactly. Dakota said, no Kai Cenat, Lush looked like he twitching today.
Bars.
Esky said, y'all activated the the cocaine bot. Go off, Lush.
See what the fuck going on.
That's what's up. Dakota said, Adam, get a Bam Margera interview now that he's got his shit together. Interview and Bam Castlevar would be dope content. Shit, I'm down. That sounds like a great time.
Awesome.
Shout out to Colin Navisi for becoming a member. Somebody donated under the name The Hoovers and said, hey, Mr. B Team, the baddest bee is next to you right now. Tell her how you used to be the Reaper of LA. Snuggy's outfit sexy as fuck, face is fire, body's stupid. Damn, they horny. The Hoovers is horny as fuck in the chat.
There's like 8 of them.
Shout out to Hoovers.
Shout out to the whole Hoovers who are out here gooning to Snuggy apparently. Rico A said homegirl is fine as Jesus Christ, everybody horny. Homegirl is fine as fuck. Her and Jalise would be a fire replacement. Replace Blackie Chan. L no suspect. W no floppo. Who's Blackie Chan?
I thought you about to say anybody a fire threesome or something.
I don't know.
It sounded like that's where he was going.
Blackie Chan is crazy. That's all.
Who's Blackie Chan?
I don't know.
Do we have any?
Oh, because he a black belt. Talking about him?
Whoa, I didn't even make that connection. I didn't even make that connection.
That's
good.
You
funny,
quick with
dude.
it.
Not bad.
That's funny.
Paris Vichoti sent $5. Said shout out to Munchie. Like I said every week, bro. And Adam, are y'all going to speak on how IBM Hoodlum been going at whack crazy? LOL lately. I was in the middle of watching a IBM Hoodlum video that Munchie made on stream the other day. I got to dive back into that, but head on over to Munchie B's YouTube channel if you want to see some analysis of the IBM Hoodlum situation, right?
That part.
C Hustle sent $5. Said, if you think Lush is not high right now, I got a unicorn to sell you. Lush high AF right now.
I've been higher.
Yeah?
I've been significantly higher.
Yeah.
To keep it a bundle.
But today's not a meth day?
No, bro. I will consent to a drug test.
Oh.
An on-camera drug test.
That could be fun. Live from the deck sent $10. Said, when Lush is super happy, he's still smiling. When no one else is smiling and over laughing at things. When Lush is super happy, he's still smiling when no one else is smiling and over laughing at things. I think he just wrote the same message twice.
Yeah. Is that like a bad thing? Should I not be
You trying to say you hard, bro?
Oh.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And then Mo sent $5. Said, Brandon is fluent in Japanese. Ooh, bars. Paris Vichoti again said, I have Brick $5K to join in Hood or on Hood, but after I sent him the money, he got booked at Munchie. How much? I'm an IT specialist in computer science. I think he's saying he gave Brick $5K to join on Hood.
To join Kill Squad?
Yeah, what were you trying to join with the $5K?
And he asking me how much?
I'm sure Munchie will probably do some things for you if you give him $5,000. Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I don't know
I'll
what
work something out.
exactly. You can probably figure something out. Yeah. Local also me. Local trash rapper sent $5. Shout out to you. And then Adrian Meza became a member. Oh, and Below 44 said, tell Snuggie I got $5K for her to let me put my face in it.
So casual.
What's the kid shit?
Okay. And then Local trash rapper said, Lush, what's up with the Lil Brazy interview?
Flaw,
Yeah, what's
flaw,
going
flaw,
on with
flaw,
him?
flaw, this is the sound of the chopper.
Where's he at?
He's in Utah.
Let's line that up.
Especially all the fades he's catching, running up on fools.
Man,
in
we
the
talked
mall.
about that 3 weeks ago with the little
Yeah,
Brady thing.
Yeah.
Yo,
remember
we
that?
need Brazy and Munchie, dog. Like,
Ooh.
oh my
I'm pulling my
god,
Let's do that.
to the biggest, bloodiest. You
We'll
feel
find
me?
out if he's
What?
really accepted out in these mean streets.
To see what Inglewood got to say about that one, Brazy.
No, we're gonna take him to the turf.
That is amazing. I'm
You
so.
can act how you want to act. No jumper. You got to be around the B10. You got to be around the Bloods. I want to see.
I'm curious, because I mean, it's not really my place to have an opinion on this, but how do you feel about Lil Brazy's unashamed use of the N-word, like in his raps and just in conversation?
I ain't even heard his music, bro. You told me about him.
Yeah,
I don't know. Remember?
He be popping it.
Yeah, I'm about to check him out. I don't know nothing about him.
All right, shouts to Lil Brazy, the second hardest white boy behind Jin Lee.
I'm about to get Jaleese on the line so we can find out. Jaleese!
Hi, Adam.
Hi.
Brother?
We're on stream right now. We just wanted to know where you're at with not just the suspect beef, but with No Jumper as a whole.
As the what?
Have you gone against No Jumper? Are we ops now?
No.
Oh, okay. Good.
I didn't say anything bad about No Jumper. I was just in my feelings about Almighty. I wasn't technically in my feelings. I just felt some type of way. But I never went against No Jumper.
Oh, okay. Have you spoken to suspects since you guys had that blowout argument on stream?
No, not at all.
Okay, so there's no chance of reconciliation on that front?
And it is. I don't have anything against Almighty. I just feel like an apology is definitely needed. I feel like it's just needed. Like, I don't understand why everything was taken just so overboard and out of context. I don't get it.
Yeah, that was a little extra. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
It was a lot. Like, what do the kids got to do with it? What does my mom have to do with it? Like, why are we talking about family trauma?
No, I feel
That's
that.
kind of where I was at with it.
I forget what you said that made him want to unload on you like that,
I
though.
said he wasn't a gangster.
Oh, but he says that, right? He says he's not a gang member, but I guess gangsta is different.
Yeah, like, I just feel like he kind of like took it a little bit too personal. But it's like, I don't know,
Okay, for sure.
But like Jaleese, you know that the rest of us like over here still fuck with.
Unless you're in the hot seat with me.
Why? What the fuck?
I seen a live stream that you did with Almighty right after that the next day.
What
And it was kind of glazing Almighty.
He glazes everybody.
He glazes everybody.
He's never met anybody who doesn't want to glaze.
Community glazer.
Fuck everyone.
Glazing Almighty. I'm like, bro, is you serious, Lush?
You don't, Jaleese, you don't love me?
I adore you. I love you.
Aw.
I adore everything. I love you so much. But
I love you
really
too.
hurt my feelings. I said, so you're not going to tell Almighty about himself?
No, I mean we talked and stuff. Like I'm not really trying to pick sides in that scenario, but I fucks with you heavy.
So you're going to glaze him?
You picked a side.
No, I didn't. Hey, but how did what was I doing to glaze in your opinion? I honestly don't remember.
Everything. What the hell?
No, in this instance.
Is that fuck?
That's Brandon, who's suspect's newest op.
Hey, you come up here, we jump his ass, okay?
No, what did I say, Jaleese?
Listen, I watched the live stream and I'm like, okay, so I'm listening. I'm like, is Lush serious? You were glazing him. I can't remember word for word verbatim, but you were definitely glazing him, and I was really like, I was just distraught. Like,
Disgusted.
Okay.
You would do that to me.
Jaleese, did I say anything bad about you?
You didn't say anything bad about me, but you were glazing him like he was in the right, and the only thing that saved me was his watch exploding.
I don't believe I said that. I don't
Yes,
believe.
you did. Yes, you did. You said, I mean, well, Jesus saved her with the watch exploding. Like, are you serious?
Well, Jesus did intervene. Like, I mean,
Well,
that was like
because-
that was for sure like an instrument of karma. No, that's like a karmic moment. No.
Divine intervention.
That's because you know when you try to comfort me, it just kind of backfired. That was it backfiring on him because the situation was so irrelevant and unnecessary.
Well, I'll glaze you too, Jalise. I ain't got
No,
no.
you weren't glazing me at that moment.
Well, you should start a series.
I love you too. I love you too. And I was just gonna say that we would love to have you back in whatever capacity you're down. You feel me?
I know I miss you guys. I was just on live right now, and I was like, can somebody tell Adam to save me now
Save you from what?
Poverty.
from the hood?
Wait, you in the hood now?
Yeah, well, she was popping it about Shooter Gang Pony the other day.
Oh shit.
Can you tell Jalise to come back so we could do a show?
I need Adam to make me the new brick baby. No, I'm just kidding.
Or was it?
Okay.
You gotta get some Scullies.
What was it?
A lot of
Babyface Gunner, or was it Babyface Gunner, or who was you popping it out the other day? He was going crazy though.
Sosa.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's who it was. Yep.
Shout out the whole BOE.
Adam.
Shout out to BOE and Shooter Gang and everybody and Mozzie. Shout out to everybody.
If the Mozzie tripping fuck.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say too much on his live stream, but shout out to EBK too.
Really?
When EBK when J-Bo does the fuck everybody chorus, do you know every single person that he's talking about in that chorus? Because I don't know any of them.
I don't know any of them. I just know where they're from.
Oh, okay.
You know who O'Delly is?
Yeah, I was wondering who the fuck is O'Delly.
Yeah, O'Delly gets named in every song.
Oh, okay.
O'Delly's almost as famous as Abigail at this point.
J-Bo just dissed the whole Stockton. Like, he just got in the booth and said, okay, I'm just going to diss the whole Stockton.
When he says "fuck the North," is that like the whole north side of Stockton? Is that what he means?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like he disses an entire geographic region.
What a guy.
Since we're on live stream, I'll be the first to say EBK, J-Bo, and Stunner Girl no longer follow each other on Instagram. You guys should go do your homework. That their publicity stunt is officially over.
Wait, so you don't think he was really piping, or you think that they were really piping and feel? Oh, okay. But you think that they were actually really like in a relationship, like really feeling each other for a little bit, and it didn't work out?
No, she was feeling him. He wasn't feeling her. When he asked for the fundamentals and she didn't deliver, he cut her off like a bad habit on a Sunday.
Oh shit!
Fundamentals.
We got the YouTube title for this clip.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
So, you know,
Well,
just tea for you guys.
well, if they don't follow each other, it's a pretty open and shut case. I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hit it and quit it, beat it and tweet it. He
Of course he was going to hit it and quit it. He used her to troll Mozzie. That's all it was about.
Oh, he's a grimy dude, ain't he?
J-Bo.
He's like so strategic. Shout out to EBK, J-Bo.
He really is like the King Von of California at this point. It's crazy.
At this point.
Although she gave that honor to Munchie earlier, but I mean, I guess there can be more than one. Snuggie was saying you're the King Von of California.
Who's the King Von in California?
Munchie B, but he don't even care. He just put his head back down. He's like, oh,
I'm just
leave me alone with that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give that title to EBK, J-Bo.
All right, Jalise. We'll see you soon. I appreciate you. Much love.
All right, Adam. Bye.
Bye.
Need to bring her back up here. Surviving suspect.
So
Wow.
Hey, hold on. So she's the old Park niggas are boys, right? But she fuck with EBK J-Bo?
She fuck with him, but she kind of like on and off with a lot of people from that area, I think.
Well, yeah, like her baby daddy is
from Oak Park, right?
Yeah, Uzi Marcus. You know who that is? He was a rapper.
But her baby daddy from over here, but she cool with the ops.
I think she's definitely in the mix of a lot of drama up there, and fucks with people from different sections, and is one of the most controversial people in the entire Northern Cali region.
She got the good tea if she noticed that J-Bo and Stunner Girl don't follow each other. Because I was kind of thinking
that is good tea.
That it doesn't seem like there's anything going on there currently.
Well, Jalise also said, this is per Jalise. Now she's changing it because before she said that Stunner Girl was fucking with J-Bo to piss her off. You
She
feel
did
me?
say that.
She did say that. And now she's saying it's to piss Mozzie off.
She lightweight messy a little bit.
Lightweight?
High key.
She's high key
very high
messy.
key.
Yeah,
The weird thing about it to
I
me,
tuned into all her stuff.
the weird thing about it to me is that J-Bo had Von off 1700 up there shooting a music video, and Stunner Girl was all up in it too. That video has yet to surface, and that was like days after he was released from jail. So I don't
They
really
probably scrapped the video.
But that's crazy. Like if he has a song with Vaughn, they need to drop that
There's
shit.
no way they would they got to be saving it, right?
Yeah, I mean, why
the
she could be in the
song
video.
could probably come out, but they should probably scrap the video.
There might be some burnt shit in there. Who knows? But like you figure, because that's any big artist being in Stockton is rare.
Exactly. Like him leaving Chicago or Atlanta or wherever he's at to go all the way to Stockton is pretty out of the ordinary. And then for them to shoot a video on the block, obviously kind of a high security situation, etc. And then to not drop it just stands out to me as kind of.
Why would anyone go from Chicago to Stockton?
To shoot a video with J-Bo, I guess.
He does, he does songs with all the drillers in every city. He's been like the main guide, actually. He's the smartest one.
But that's also the first Northern California artist, in recent memory at least, to do a music video in Northern California with somebody who's like one of the hottest drill rappers from Chicago. Because you don't normally see those worlds really overlap like that, you know?
Never happened. And it's
but videos get scrapped all the time.
Me and J-Bo actually got a new song together coming out, Smoking Abigail on Nightingale.
Saw that.
It's going crazy.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
All right. I think we are we're done the stream, it would seem.
Awesome. This is great.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my YouTube at Snooki TV.
That way.
Period.
Quiet.
If you guys want to see more of me, which I know you do, go over to
Bucci Bear.
Defiant. This nigga, bro. Hey, bro, gonna clown one person is gonna be me, bro. Come on. I'm gonna start going at you and suspect. Stop.
I didn't say the N-word.
I'm about to snap. No, I'm just fucking around. Damn. Look with the hardy R. Hey, but yeah, Defiant with Brandon Tucker. Go over there, subscribe to my membership. I want your money, and just subscribe to the channel in general because there's gonna be great stuff that we're gonna talk about.
Definitely. I know I'm finna start pushing out some more interviews. Period. I've been doing my homework.
Let's go.
You live here, Snuggie? Or?
No.
She just
I came
drops
out
in.
here just for Adam.
Aw.
Yeah.
Drop low, brother.
Hey,
We're going to a sex
Munchie
party
be the
this
mayor
weekend.
YouTube channel. Everybody dropping their youngs on everything. Munchie be the mayor YouTube channel.
Munchie been cranking out some content as well.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Lush.
Lush
always
World, yeah. And if
doing
you're
his thing.
down, let's do the music thing over here, too. What me and Kenny be doing.
I'm down. Like, honestly, I love the idea of us all sitting around and making a song like this. Like, we're just passing the fucking mic around and just punching in the bars and
Come on,
everything.
let's
Easy peasy.
Because it is super fun, but doing it on stream would be fucking hilarious.
And while making the beat and then the chat gets involved and they can tell us what type of beat to rap on and what.
Everybody ain't as talented as you, Lush. You adding extras.
I'm gonna come with my shit written.
This dude Lush talking some real cyber shit. Just throw us a topic. We gonna blow it.
Exactly.
Y'all don't even know I got bars.
You got to be pretty good at rapping to rap on stream because for a lot of people, rapping on stream would be extremely embarrassing, including people that you guys actually like their music. Like seeing some of the people I see on the Black Boy Max shit, it's like, damn, like they're so talented. That was the feeling I got from Babytron for sure.
Oh, he's great.
But then like some people when you're in the studio with him, it's like, oh fuck, this guy's a rapper. What the fuck?
I think that I think a lot of people are gonna definitely. It's a great insight into like you get to see the artist's like mind state in real time. It's dope. It's hella fun.
Nah, facts. So let us know if you want us to do that. Maybe is it like mobile?
Yeah,
his
it's
setup
mobile. It's
do
mobile,
it?
yeah.
Maybe we could even just do a late one on Friday and just get that
Let's
in.
run it. We are like, this is music to my ears because like, yeah.
Let's get it. I'm down. Honestly.
All
All right.
The funny thing is because Sharp tried to like make fun of the stream. He like when he was on stream, the same thing with me, and he like set his chat over there. And then I just started dissing him on there, and they all started making fun of him. I was like, oh, Sharp, you just can't win in life, can you?
Sharp, you're a turd. Anyway, appreciate every single person who watched this. Don't get your YouTube videos deleted like Sharp. But yeah, we out of here. Shout out to everybody who held us down in the chat during this, became members and all that kind of stuff. And with that being said,
360.
The final 360 on the way out.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all. Much love.
Oh, we getting the 360 way.
Come on.
Oh, she shook it a little bit. Wow. I saw that.
Half a wiggle.
She almost went to her natural form.
Half a wiggle. She half a wiggle.
I saw a little wiggle.
Oh,
my ass cheeks smells like that chair.
My feet is
Where and he up on this one. No, I got on.